Hi there, welcome to the stream.
He knew he was there.
Today we're going to be doing some role playing. I think have you got the dungeon set up, guys? Are we good to go?
Today.
Hello. You're nice and framed. Oh, I'm a bit off center.
You're just slightly.
Yeah, so
bit
your
off
camera
center.
is perfectly framed. It's you
moved
within it.
when. Oh, okay.
I can move it so you're in frame, but then the board will be out of.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll move
The three frames.
Just that's it. That's it. You're fine.
Done it.
There you go.
I've
Today-
got the chains up on the ceiling. The swing. The swing is good. I've got like
We tried it earlier.
the massive, the dildo that you requested.
wonder what that was.
the horizontal.
It had to be.
Well, it's
like,
got
it
a
had to point
pendulum
outwards,
into
so that
it.
when you're in the swing, it just goes straight in.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like it was lucky that we were sort of able to get some of the leftover props from the film Hostel.
Yeah.
So
They're a bit used.
they're very
It's an old
used.
film now, really.
That is an old film. I remember
Early
seeing that and
2000s.
thinking like, this is pretty extreme though. Some of the stuff in it.
I found it very boring.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. I just watched a bit of it. It
Doesn't beat real, does it?
doesn't beat real. It doesn't beat real. We're going to be playing D&D today. We're going to be continuing to session 11 of our D&D show, Booty.
How much have you seen, audience?
You better
Have
seen
you
all of it.
caught up? Because this is going to be a huge spoiler. If not, chill out. Don't worry about spoilers and just enjoy the show.
Trot is wearing a Christmas jumper.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
That's good. It's because it's available
Boom.
now.
It's available on our
Freshstore.co.
Freshstore.co.
Just
site.
put in fresh and then Hat Films into Google. That's
Oh,
what
wait,
I
can
do.
use the
wait.
fresh-
I've done a button for this. Hang on.
Oh.
Boom.
There it is.
There
And you
it
can
is.
also get and pre-order the trading cards that we will
And-
be producing.
Specifically for this show,
Oh yes.
the wonderful Booty poster. Here it is.
There it is.
Oh,
That's now available. If you went to the store for some reason and over the weekend it wasn't there, it's 'cause
There
there was
it
an
is.
error, but now it's
It's
there. You
now.
can grab that if you want to.
right
It
here.
is all your favourite characters from Booty in a big poster.
Also,
That's
this
nice,
is
isn't it?
this poster is has a profit share with Casper Lundsfried. I hope I'm saying your name right, Casper.
Casper
Sorry,
will be
or
getting money.
Lindsfried. He's the artist that has drawn most of what you've seen. Obviously, Trot occasionally draws some stuff. I've used some of the AI generated stuff, but the actual good art. Sorry, Trot. No, it's,
Valid.
the actual non-AI generated art has been Casper. He's still drawing stuff for us as well. I've got a new character. A character you may recognise has been turned into a wonderful image for us today, but they are going to be receiving a share of the profits we make from that poster. So know that
Support
person-
the artists.
Yeah,
out there.
exactly. We're trying to do that as well, and he is really
Yeah, just
amazing,
get some cool
ridiculously amazing. It's
Yeah.
frankly amazing that we are lucky enough to have access to their time because they should
Truly
be
unbelievable.
fully employed. I think they are, of course, but I mean, yeah, very happy. I mean, we're pretty much ready to go, I think, right?
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
Don't believe it.
In terms of scheduling and stuff coming up, this is like a decision that we made today, minutes ago. In fact, subathon starting right now.
Whoa,
Shit.
2 weeker.
We're sleeping
2
here. We will
weekend.
not leave
Central TV
this
Sound
warehouse.
Sheffield. We're not stopping. No. Tomorrow we're likely to not stream because we've got to get ahead on things. However,
Don't show them the Twitch URL because we're not going to be there.
this Sunday we're going to be on our Twitch.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday we're doing a stream, I believe about midday-ish is when we're going to be starting.
Yeah.
Because it's, you may have seen it on our social medias, we're kind of like watching a national playoff Rocket League tournament hosted by Predator. With
Predators?
hopefully, no, not Predators, Predator, the brand of
They
laptop.
can't rebrand now.
But yeah,
They made that
hopefully some of you guys signed up for it, and we're going to be watching some Hat Films
Stars.
Rocket League
Rocket
players
League
rise to the
kings.
top. This is the national playoff, so all of the UK are going to be facing off, and we're going to be watching some of those games. And then whoever makes it through to that, we'll be doing the finals as well. Well, we'll be raiding the finals.
Am I in it? Am I?
Oh, did you sign up?
Did you sign up?
No.
No,
Well,
so you're not in
you
it.
missed the
then.
deadline.
Do you play Rocket League anymore?
On and off, yeah, not very
Yeah.
much. I did my placements for this season and they went badly, so I
What badge did you get?
like Diamond 1 and
Ah.
then got demoted in my next match after placements to Plat 3. So
That's still like a lot better than we've ever got. Trot maybe has done
Trot's
quite well,
close,
but
yeah.
I think the highest I've ever been is probably gold
I've hit
3.
diamond.
You've hit diamond.
Nice, that's big.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I think
Only in
we have seen
duos,
him.
though, not trios.
Yeah, what are you ranking in?
yeah, that was in trios, my one. Yeah. So
Who are you playing with?
randoms. is
Really?
how- yeah.
That's
Really?
got to be hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
God
you,
damn.
you spend most of your time on quick chat just
Left
replying to
party.
people.
Flaming.
Why is he party?
Flaming, yeah.
But anyway,
So
get involved on
That's just an
Sunday.
idea,
We're not
yeah.
streaming tomorrow, just to summarise. We're
yeah,
not
so
streaming
make
tomorrow.
sure tomorrow
Not
don't
tomorrow.
go here.
Don't go here, but
Go
Sunday.
this Sunday.
Well, Friday
Or
will
Friday
be here
as well. We'll be doing a
We're doing Hat Chat on Friday.
hat chat.
I'll stream on
So
there
in fact, we're
tomorrow
doing
if you
a little bonus hat chat in terms
Pickaxe
of
week.
a little bit longer than normal. We'll also be streamed on Yogs as well at
Yeah.
the same time. So that's nice.
Celebrating Pickaxe, the podcast network that we're a part of.
Yeah.
Sunday will be the Rocket League tournament, so that should be fun.
There.
Right here.
That's the one. Yeah.
But not tomorrow here.
Don't go here tomorrow.
tomorrow. You
can still go there
You can
tomorrow.
go there tomorrow, but
You could just use it as a
might not
chat
be
room
live.
tomorrow.
So
You
Yeah.
can all go in there and just chat tomorrow at 2 p.m.
And here's the booty poster.
No, it's not. Hang on. There you go.
there it is.
And this is going to go away now.
Here it is.
There it
And
is.
then that's going to go away.
Yeah. What else do you want there? Dice cam? I can do that.
Kevin.
Nice.
Where's Kevin?
Natural 20. No, 12.
Show
No,
me.
it's 12.
Show me Titus milking Kipipi.
Titus Milk and Capiva. There's no way we could have that.
Wait.
we have.
Oh, there it is.
I haven't seen this yet.
Amazing.
Oh my god, do we know who made that?
Yeah, I've got it written down here. Temporal function. Who
Temporal
posted that
function,
on,
thank you
on
for
Reddit. Thank you.
It's Kapipi being milked by the mummy milkers of Titus.
That's very cute, really.
it's
Imagine a
cute.
little kapipi.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah. And it's not explicit. You don't see the nipple.
No.
You've got a huge
Kapipi
North.
does.
Norcrosaurus Rex. They do move and hurt.
You're
Where's
boobing
that,
boobily
cloak?
in that one.
Are you cold
Or
already?
the cloak.
We've got a couple of.
You got a blanket under the table. I think.
Do you want a
There's
cloak or you want that
blanket
coat
here.
again?
It smells
Oh, it's been in here.
for a long time.
I got medieval garments.
I've layered
You're
up
only allowed
today.
to layer up with medieval garments
Yes.
in this warehouse.
I want you in character at all times. Which one do you want? I got that coat again.
This cloak was good.
It's not a cloak, it's a coat.
Sure, it was good.
A cloak coat.
No, say it's a coat.
It's a
Cloak.
musky coat.
It's a caftan, if you want to be really accurate. You want anything?
Yeah.
Yeah? This one stinks as well. Well, not of anything too weird.
Just shit.
It's just human excrement and comb.
Oh yeah, that smells like lard.
Just for me,
It
stream.
smells musky.
Is it looking and sounding
Feels
fine,
like-
in sync and everything?
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodness gracious.
You want anything? Craig?
gracious.
I'm layered up. I've got a jumper underneath this hoodie and then a t-shirt underneath that. I'm good, thank you.
Whatever. Nice.
What ails you?
Tell me now.
I'm a cleric.
I'm a cleric.
You sound great, Craig. Can you mute the others? Is the request.
I can mute. Yeah, no, I can't. I know it's a joke, but I literally can't mute the
You
others.
can't do that. You
I
can't,
can
we
mute
can't be
Smith and
silenced.
Ross, but me and Trot are on a left-right pairing.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
We come as one.
We,
We're a symbiotic link.
yeah,
They come together.
that's it. Oh yeah, look at Smith.
Wow.
Hey, look at me.
Look at how it's catching the
King of the
back-
North.
the backlight is catching.
King of the North.
It's nice, isn't it?
Nothing. Well, that was a northern accent. By the way.
North Wall.
Well,
Welcome back to North Wall.
Here we have North Wall. The only thing holding this thing up now is the hood. It's actually entirely
oh, it's
fallen
like a
off.
cloak, cape. You're like Homelander.
I'm like Homelander. How is this like Homelander?
Because he has a
Like
cape,
Aragorn.
doesn't he?
Sure, but
There was that guy at Comic Con that looked a lot like Homelander from the back. Like his hair was perfect from the back, and then he turned around and it looked like a cursed version of Homelander.
His costume is good.
You're not.
he wasn't.
Homelander.
He wasn't film quality.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
hair.
no.
His hair was film quality, but his goddamn
Bro, you're
face.
not. Your
Who
face
was
is
the
movie
Hat
quality.
Films fan that was dressed up as
Oh,
what's
yeah.
her name? The other one.
Maeve.
Yeah, the redhead.
Maeve.
Yeah,
She
that was really good.
Very
She was
accurate.
good.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
good
yeah, and that one looked like homemade as well, not shop bought, which I, was props for that.
Just
Props
say
to
he
that.
was ugly. Come on, Bootshank.
Don't say that. You ugly fuck.
Ugly bastard. How dare you?
Nah, yeah. I mean, obviously, like Homelander is one of my favourite characters from that show, and
Yeah.
I just felt a bit shortchanged.
Did you pay to
He
see
was
him?
role playing throughout that. He was just kind of like looking down at people.
He was.
was
Which,
okay.
again, fair play to you if you're that brave. I wouldn't be that brave. I'm
Once
not
you got the
brave.
costume on, you're fine.
So you
Right. Become a
change, you
different
mould.
man.
Why don't you get a Starlight costume on?
Starlight
When the
costume,
timer
just
runs
go up
out.
to him. Hello.
When the
Starlight.
timer runs out, he puts the Starlight costume on, Ross. Right, let's start playing.
Right, I'm ready. Let's-
Ah,
Oh, I should
Okay.
wait, we should
It
record.
was me.
We should probably
Should record.
this.
it's important to
I hope this
record
recording goes okay. I've now synced it to a Dropbox, so I don't have to sit here copying it for ages afterwards.
God, I'm bored of what you're saying.
God.
Jesus
Does anyone
Christ.
really like my little tech things? Like, I've
you
now
know-
synced it to a Dropbox, guys. We couldn't do that on the old internet.
Wowzers.
Thank you very much to the following people before we get started.
Check,
God is one
Wow.
of them.
check.
That
We've never done that one before.
big disco guy in the sky.
Disco dude.
Thanks to him, thanks to Allah, and all other incarnations. Allah.
Allah.
Cheers,
This
Allah.
one's for you, Allah.
Cheers, Allah.
Big up to Allah.
Alan. Big fan of Muhammad. And obviously,
Name all the gods.
who's the one,
Name all of them.
the big fucking vessel of aliens that landed all the spirits in the volcano? Scientology. What's his name
yeah.
though?
Fuck,
Begins
what's
with
his
an X.
Does it?
Xander.
Xander.
Xavier.
It's not Cher.
Is it Cher?
Xenu.
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 Big shout out and thanks to
Big
Xenu.
up to Xenu.
If he gets in a Hollywood career, I'll big up
Andrew Tate a
Xenu.
Scientologist?
Yeah, you want a Hollywood career.
No, I don't. But I did, Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise do seem quite wealthy. Elizabeth Moss? Is that right?
They-
Handmaid's
The one in
Tale.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, they seem quite wealthy, but they're also like talented actors.
Yeah, but they're clearly not good decision makers. Because they've joined
Well,
fucking
clearly not, but they're
Scientology.
also they're not in touch with reality.
Maybe that makes them better
That helps
actors.
them.
They create their own
Yeah.
reality.
I watched a Nicolas Cage thing last night where Nick Cage was Nick Cage.
Oh
Actually a
yeah.
pretty good film.
Is it good?
Yeah, actually pretty good.
Impossible Talent or something like that? There's something.
Yeah, the incredible weight of impossible talent. Or
Yeah.
something. And it's quite well done. It's funny.
Thank you, Super Frenzy Fury, for 3 months saying, love you,
It's
lads.
on Amazon, I think.
Raw Dog to Horntown. Just
Oh,
Bailey F, 13 months. Said, we.
We indeed.
And then Optic Froggy, 23 months on Prime. Thank you, everybody. That film's a cure to toxic masculinity.
It's really good.
The film.
Yeah,
That film. You say hat film.
What's the name of the other
That
actor in
film.
it?
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. Like, there's a bromance.
Hot.
It's good.
It's like
It's
Lord of
fun.
the Rings style bromance.
No, I don't know what that means. I haven't fully watched the series yet.
Sam and Frodo.
Oh, that one.
That wasn't a bromance. That was hardcore fucking. They just cut it all out.
It was a cuck
Gollum's there,
scene.
wanking in the corner.
Gollum was there. It was a cuck scene.
There's a cuck scene. A Gollum is the most
Gollum's being
acrobatic
cucked,
cuck
yeah.
you've ever seen.
Or was Sam being cucked after all?
That's what I think he felt like that. That was part of where his anger came
Mr.
from, right?
Frodo?
Sam was a power
It's my
bottom.
turn, Mr.
though,
Frodo.
'cause he carried Frodo.
He
He
generated a lot
did,
of the thrust.
true. Yeah.
That's our names.
Gollum was the bull, no? What role does a bull play?
All these
Check
titles
out
coming.
all that.
Ladders, thanks for 34 months.
Big up. Ladders. Nice one.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
too
I'm-
hyper. Right.
All caught up, ready to go.
He says yawning. The not cucked is the bull. Oh, I see.
I wish I had a Zoom.
Why?
I'm pulling a silly face. This is how I
Roaming
want,
around.
I want an open casket. I want it to be
Doing
this.
final checks. Okay. No, don't close the eyelids. Keep them open.
He looks horrified and happy, but also in shock, and his lip is folded over.
It's how he wanted to be remembered. Like that. It's scaring
Now,
the children.
grayscale, slow zoom, panning across the image.
He'll be dearly missed.
Everything I do. Brian Adams track playing in the background.
Do it for you.
Don't tell me fighting for. Looking in his wallet at the picture as his artillery soars overhead. This is what we're fighting for. To go home.
Got killed in a war he wasn't supposed to be in. The plane was diverted to Ukraine.
I was meant to be going to Belarus
In the wrong place.
for a holiday.
But they immediately conscripted me.
All right, Craig, you're just going to have to start.
Yeah, the A theme is playing.
A theme's playing.
You can hear that. I'm going to turn it up just for chat, just for a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn it back down again.
It's just time for us to play.
God, why is this a thing?
He's rotating.
I'm
rotating.
rotating my screen because I didn't click on it first. Right, here you go, chat. It's getting loud for you guys, not for us.
Crazy.
And then I'll turn it down again because I don't want it playing that loud during the episode.
We
There you
fucked
go,
up the
you've
open
heard it for a
casket.
couple of seconds. Right, we're coming to Alex Smith. Over to you in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. You join us in session 11, part 1. Let's go over to Chris Trott immediately to find out
God.
what happened last session.
Holy crap. Well, hello. We are in the midst of hiring. Well, we hired 2 first mates.
So you
But
did.
before that, we had a whole month go by where we leveled up like 3 times. And we had
So you did.
we were waiting for our ship to be kitted out with all the bells and whistles, like the glass bottom and the spinners on the side, the little cannons that can pivot on an axis and shoot at things. The ship is complete, and we named it the Raw Dog.
Yes, we
That's
did.
what we called it.
Why did we do that? We did it.
And also, you went out and did ship trials, and now everyone uses raw dog as a colloquial term to beat something.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
who do
yeah.
you want to do the summary, me or you?
I don't know, just remembered
Son
that.
of a bitch.
Sorry.
This is my moment.
Yeah.
Use it.
But yeah, he skipped to the end there. But in between, we did interviews with 3 people. One was Handsome Andy. Then we had Tyrone and Bongo. Tyrone tried to attack Titus because he was disguised. Tyrone obviously being the person that we absolutely shafted on that massive Empire ship.
I made him forget. I swapped his memory around and
But you modified his memory, yeah.
I persuaded him that the last 24 hours was me making it up to him, and I didn't do any of those things.
He
But
also fell in love with you and offered a 3-eyed puppy.
I gave it back to him.
We rejected Tyrone and we hired Andy and Bones instead. Sent them off to get provisions. We got 1 month of food, gunpowder and cannons, and everything else a ship could possibly need.
Bonus points if you can remember the name of the dog without him helping. Had 3 eyes. King Charles Spaniel. What do you think you would have called a 3-eyed?
Thranul.
It was 3 and
3 in.
Thrian. Oh yeah, Thrian.
Anyway, you gave 3 and back.
Thranul for Three-eyed
Also,
Daniel.
Andy is so ugly, Titus requested that he put on a Hessian sack and cut some eye holes out, and then we drew a smiley face on it.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
released Kevin, our little boy spirit, into
Released is a strong word.
Oh, we
into
put him
his
in a
cage.
new prison. We put him in a new
put him
cage.
into his
yeah.
new, slightly bigger cage. So he has dwellings within our ship.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where my notes end.
Oh,
Okay.
Then we went on
Sea trials.
sea trials, yes, of course.
Oh, but they were quite
They
successful.
were so exciting
The speed
that
of
I
the boat.
couldn't possibly write it all down.
We tested the speed.
Had a drag
The
race.
firing. Were we shooting our
We did have a
weapons?
drag race against a fishing boat where they
Target
really...
practice?
We did
Oh,
some
yeah,
target
did some
practice.
target practice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the cannons backfired.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah,
They
that
got
was it.
repaired, and we also met Sword's homunculus,
Yes.
Dr. Feelgood. And we've
Dr.
actually
Feelgood.
had Casper create an etching of Dr.
An
Feelgood.
etching.
Let's see them now.
There he
It's phenomenal.
They are Tinkerbell size. They live in a lantern on the gun deck, and they scream at the automatons to keep them in line. And they are their own sort of like mini automaton. It's if you're listening to this, imagine the drill sergeant from a Full Metal Jacket, but
yeah.
honestly just the U.S. Army.
With the hat.
Yeah, and combined with Tinkerbell, and it's amazing.
That's good.
Kind of made of wood and
really
bits of
good.
metal.
I like
And he's
it.
got wings so he can fly around like
got-
Tinkerbell.
Arcane
also
gems.
like the drill sergeant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
It's
Dr.
good.
Feelgood.
That's not feel good, yeah.
Okay, great. So we begin. Before your so the group has decided to set sail. you have maps and information and books on board that you are yet to fully pore through, which will give you more information about the Horn. You have a direction, and the wind looks good to carry you across the sea towards this Horn. The Horn will take several weeks for you to reach, however. It is not close. It is out in the middle of the Atlantic, and it is a place where the currents converge in an area. So often ships are drawn towards it, but they will try and sort of steer around it, slowing them down. If you wanted a truly fast transition, riding on the currents, you would certainly go through the Horn area. So often you'd have to fight. However, you're not there yet, and you won't be there for some time. You do know the direction, and if you wish to set out, which I think by the end of last session is what you were intending to do, you know the sort of cardinal direction, or the direction roughly where you're going to go to start your journey. Before you leave, however, you requested a special tricorn hat, a hat that was able to be worn by all three of you, but then put together to create a single hat. I had some artisans dream something up for you. So as a parting gift,
Oh, wow.
some of the artisans of the shipyard come to you and give you this ornate hat made of a rich dark golden leather. Each of the three hats has your likeness tooled into it, depicting an epic scene of you doing something courageous at sea.
That's so intricate.
So it doesn't really come together very well, because three hats coming together to make one hat is quite a
It's a mess, isn't it?
quite a complicated thing. But you, after tucking it through various holes and flaps and things, you can just about create a hat of three other hats. And like I say, it's a beautiful piece of work, and they bestow it upon you with reverence and kindliness. So, you know, you're welcome. You guys obviously seem overcome with this gift,
That's amazing.
as your reaction shows.
I assume
Wow.
we all line up and
Place
the
it
hat is
upon my
placed
head.
upon us
Yeah.
equidistantly. No one is
Each of
given
you
a
has
hat.
it like sword. Yours is like a picture of you hanging from a like one of the ship's lines, swinging out over basically it's all nautical adventure themed. So there's like a little relief of
Swinging
each of
and
you.
shooting.
Swinging and shooting. Your musket,
Yeah.
one hand holding a line, the other shooting. Titus is dinging a bell furiously in a crow's nest,
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
and Kapipi is on the front of the ship, falling into the sea, as
lovely.
is
Majestic.
tradition.
Do we need just any WD-40 for that chair? That doesn't come out on the mic, does it? Did you notice a little?
I didn't know. I've not noticed it before.
That's all right then.
What I am
Maybe
noticing
just
though
me.
is like a high-pitched pulse coming from Trot. I don't know what.
Pulse.
Oh, is it
Sorry.
the battery pack? No, it's not near your
Yeah,
transmitter.
something like.
Weird.
I
I'm
can't,
just getting that creak a little
I'm
bit.
hearing it somewhere,
It's going to
We've
happen.
got some oil, haven't we?
but
Huh?
Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. If it doesn't come up in the edit, that's all good.
Okay.
I can still hear it.
High pitch.
Yeah.
That's tinnitus,
What
mate.
are you hearing, audience? Does the audience hear things?
I don't know where it's coming from, but if
Tell
they
me
can't
now.
hear it, then it's fine. I'll just put. I run a filter on my
Nice.
head.
They
anyway.
can't hear it, so at least.
But
it
no, I
doesn't
didn't hear
affect
the
that.
chair in
And you
previous
just-
episodes.
Yeah, I guess high past that shit.
Please continue.
You can't hear that
Okay,
high
we
pitch.
good?
No.
What,
I'm
right
34.
now? What?
You've
Oh,
got a
it
couple
is?
of years
A
of
couple of years,
frequency.
yeah. It's right on the edge of my hearing range, but it's like a.
Oh wait, it's
piercing-
gone over here.
Yeah, that's why I,
I think
wanted
it
to
might
do
be
the
the
charger.
Is it this charger?
Just you switch off temporarily.
It was that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, it's not going to pick up a
What's my
mic.
charger?
is
My
it?
charger's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
full, so.
But
I've unplugged it.
there is a resonance to these things. Okay, so the hats are bestowed upon you. They come with little boxes, but I imagine you might want to wear them.
I'm gonna wear mine. Yeah.
Wear your hat.
Immediately.
I have the middle bit, don't I?
Oh yeah, you're in the middle.
You're in the
Each
middle
of you is
or was it
convinced that
We're
you
on the
have
other
the
side.
middle bit, when in reality each are the
Oh,
same.
because they're all the.
They can
'cause it's a
combine at any point
triangle,
because they're
yeah.
all the same shape. Yeah, so it's
When we connect them together,
yeah.
and are those two lifted off their feet because I'm wearing mine? Like, are their
quite
heads?
amazing.
It's the
Strength.
grip. So
They can't all be worn at the same time. In terms of if you're combining them, they have to be combined into one item that's only wearable by one person.
Oh my god, that's
Oh.
changed.
that is
Well, I'm
changed.
sorry, but
Last
I
episode
mean,
we
they,
walked around
they're,
like a
they're not
trio.
wizards. Well, some of them are, but
He is.
yeah, maybe you can come up with your own hat design. How about
Okay.
that? Do that in your own goddamn time.
Call
So
yourself
we-
an artisan. That's
Yeah.
what I say to the people giving us the hat.
Yeah,
so we've
yeah.
all got just a single point on each of our
Yeah, if you like. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
alright.
They're hats. You each
Yeah, I've got
wear, and
mine
they
on.
can be combined together. They're made of golden brown leather.
Mine's on too. I put mine on slightly faster than Kapipi.
Okay, Titus, what do you do with your hat?
I realised they were rushing, and I take my time and slowly put it on.
Clearly not
A real
captain.
power play.
No.
Ah,
He's
perfect fit.
third in rank now.
It's the perfect fit for my head.
That's not a hat, that's a bucket
This
that the swab was using to clean
A
the
big
deck.
bucket, and it fits.
Here's
my
your
head.
actual hat.
Oh wow, that's much nicer. Thank you very much, kind sir.
He didn't
Oh,
even.
it
Yeah.
doesn't fit as well.
He preferred the
bucket.
feel of
The
the
bucket
bucket.
actually had a nicer fit to
The
it.
bucket
but,
just bizarrely fits his head so
but
nice.
it's fine. I'll deal with this for now. I might take it off actually.
Yeah, you should stick with the bucket.
I might go for the bucket. I don't need a hat on right now.
But your two first mates, Bongo and Andy, you decide which is top and which is bottom. They report that the ship is ready to sail. You have provisions on board, and you've got a rough heading of where you're going to be going. You're going to be going northeast, out of the Goldtooth Town, out into the river mouth, and then out into the open ocean. And you will travel northeast once again. That will take you past Dockers Bay. Which is the last sort of major stop before you go out into the ocean proper and discover things that others may not have seen. Are you happy to leave? You want to make sail?
Yes, please.
You'd like
There's
to
nothing
make
left for us here.
sail.
Let's go.
Dr. Feelgood, please scream to the automatons that we are setting sail, and everyone to their stations. Actually, no,
Okay, you wooden
Kapipi,
sons of
can you-
bitches.
Can you tell Dr. Feelgood what I just said?
I can.
As captain, second captain,
Yeah, but I've got to feed it down to Titus.
third captain.
Titus, can you
Hello.
get Dr. Feelgood or one of the first mates to relay to Dr. Feelgood that we are ready to make sail?
Kevin,
No, he's not the.
Yes.
He's not.
can
on the
you
pecking
tell one of the automatons?
Where are you? Are you like?
I'm
you're
on the deck.
You're on the deck. Remember Kevin's
He's
two decks
muffled
below.
underneath.
Kevin, tell one of the automatons to tell the fairy dude to. You just tell
This
me.
is why he's third captain.
Yeah,
There's a
I
breakdown
feel like we
in
might need
communication.
a better chain of command here.
Whatever. I'm going back to my crow's nest.
Shut up, Kevin.
I'll just skip all this out. Dr. Feelgood, can you make us set sail, please?
Yes. Okay, no problem. Okay, you raggedy.
What deck are you on, Dr. Feelgood?
You get up there and you start looking at sails. And then you hear a clomp,
think it
clomp,
was in the
clomp,
toilet.
clomp, 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 as the 6 automatons march out from the gun deck and
Perfectly
move
in sync.
to start perfectly in sync, and they move to start taking the sails down and tying ropes tighter. The two first mates are guiding them expertly, whilst Dr. Feelgood hovers about and flits about the place, making sure that the automatons are working correctly. And the anchor is raised, and you leave port. The artisans gathered on the dockside, waving goodbye, goodbye,
Bye.
don't die, bring our ship, our beautiful creation. Well, your
It's ours
ship.
now, we bought
ours.
it.
It's your
Do
ship,
what we
it's
want.
true.
Do what we want with it.
Please don't sink it too quickly. And you leave the dock.
It's the unsinkable
can't
raw
sink,
dog.
can it? Yeah, you
It's
said it
the
was the unsinkable raw dog.
Unsinkable
What are you
raw
saying
dog.
down there? Unsinkable what?
This raw dog is unsinkable, and we're going to raw dog anyone that comes up against
Yeah.
us.
We will raw dog them all.
Shut the fuck up, Kevin. What's he saying?
Something about. I
Something's
don't-
coming in.
Yeah, dunno. Can we shut the hatch so we can't hear him?
I can't hear anything up here.
I'm gonna go punch him.
Yeah, you take the
I'll
gloves.
run down.
What's
run
the
down.
kerfuffle down there?
You're on 2 flights of stairs.
Slapping gloves on.
Down the gun deck. You put the ethereal hands.
Right, you little shit!
Down into the bottom, and as you come down, hey, there's
glove
water
on.
down here. Hi. No, there's no water.
You lied!
I did. I lied.
You lying little shit! Why?
Because I'm lonely down
I
here.
grab him and push him
Run
up
through
against
the
the
bars.
cage.
Yeah. I hate this.
Look what we've done for you.
Oh, I'm in another form of prison.
From a blackened hole of
Yes.
nothingness
It was so dark.
to this luxurious penthouse.
Penthouses usually.
And this is how you repay us!
Is everything all right down there, Sword?
Everything's fine, actually, yeah, all good.
All right.
Hey, Kapipi,
Yes, Titus.
did you leave Sword down there with Kevin?
He's down there sorting out Kevin. Yeah.
He said not to do that.
I live a half life down here. I'm already dead. You can't kill me anymore. Not with this existence. Oh, if I could end it all now,
I
I
choke
could.
him. God, I wish I could
Pee-pee,
kill you
check
over
on
and over.
Kevin!
All right, I'll go
I'm
down.
coming down.
Okay, you both come down.
Sword, what is going on in here?
I drop him. Nothing.
You
all right, Kevin?
You were choking him out, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
What's all the-
choking him
what's all
out.
the
Was he
commotion?
choking you out?
Yeah.
What were you
God's
shouting?
sake.
He's disobeying us, and he's also lying.
What was he lying
He
about?
said that we were waterlogged, and we're not.
There's no water coming in
Yeah,
here.
do you want the glove?
Yeah. Come here, Kevin.
He walks over and allows you to strangle him.
Hey,
Well,
Terrence
we're
has
all
got
getting
some-
involved.
Terrence has got some steam to let out. I'm going to push on his tum
That is an
tum.
offence.
Right.
Your
there.
face.
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
And it turns Kevin, who's normally like an ethereal, like bluish green, to sort of a brown green. You know,
Nice.
like he's gone
covered
from
in-
like a turquoise to more of like a dark forest green. Like, I think I've absorbed it. Oh God, I've gotten fart as part
smelled,
of my
didn't it?
corporeal
Smells.
being.
Do you know why I think this feels easy? I don't think he's very real in my head.
Yeah.
So when
that's quite a
you
bit.
grab him with this, it still means nothing to
It's
me.
very easy
Same.
to just have that disconnect,
Yeah.
like where I, you know, it's
Like-
almost like a game.
If you were real, Kevin, this would be a very different situation.
I am real. I just don't have a corporeal being.
Yeah, and that to me is pretty unreal.
That's unreal to you.
Well, I can put my hand right through you. Look. Look at this. Ridiculous.
You don't have a glove on then.
Well, I don't have a
you
glove on. I
don't.
took my glove off. So I could do this.
Do you?
Look at that. Nothing.
Careful, there's
Nothing.
like Terrence poop floating
Can
around
you
there.
give me a body?
A body?
I can give you solitary confinement back in the hole.
Can we give him a body? No! What do you expect us to do with a body? We're not going to get a body for you. We're not kill-
I
what are we killers.
wonder-
We're not
I want
killers.
a body.
We're
You know
not
the
kill
art-
someone.
Please.
You know the
God.
artisans have made this
Yeah.
prison cage room for Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could they make a little box that he could live in and use his gloves to control, and then he can have like his own little, you know, so he sits in the box of the on top of shoulders of this machine that he
Right.
can control.
You're trying to give this guy some
I'm just
power.
thinking hypothetically in the future, if he behaves himself, could we give him a body?
I'm sure if we spent enough time on it, we could find a solution for Kevin's
If you
unrealness.
behave, Kevin.
But I don't think we want to sink the time to that.
I won't behave. I'm disobeying on purpose. It's like a
I
protest.
try
Let's
to
leave the
give him
room
something
and
to
turn the
hope.
lights off. Let's just leave the room and turn the lights off.
How do we turn
There's
the
no
lights
lights
off?
down here anyway.
Well,
Turn the,
give-
snuff those candles.
Yeah, sensory deprivation. It'll
Snuff
sort
the
them out.
candles.
Right.
It's just desperately trying to make him comply. You'll be happy with what you're given, Guantanamo Kevin. Okay.
God, that was fun. Anyway, back to top deck.
Yeah.
Back to the top.
See you, Kevin.
Shotgun captain's wheel.
Oh, I wanted it.
Okay, so up on
It's a
deck,
one-to-one. Don't spin it too hard.
the ship
Oh, shit.
is moving slowly and carefully out into the channel, where there are many boats going in and out of Goldtooth Town. They are moving sometimes with smaller ships helping them steer, like tugs and things like that, are bringing in the really large ships. You got locals moving their smaller ships in and out, and you guys are part of traffic. It doesn't take you long to move
We're
out
in a
of
queue.
We're stuck in
Kind of,
traffic.
yeah. I mean, it's a really busy place, so you are kind of carefully having to maneuver the ship out. Today, the weather looks pretty good, as usual. It's sunny and clear. The wind looks strong. It's a strong northeasterly wind. It's carrying you off to the northeast. And it isn't long before you clear the main traffic and begin to... You leave like sort of the very calm waters of the river, the very sort of sheltered area. And once you get past the headland, the wind picks up and the sea becomes more choppy. The ship is really moving now, up and down. It's rocking and rolling. Occasionally, water's coming up over the front. You're in the open sea, and conditions are that which you have to be alert. You have to take care of yourself. This isn't a leisure trip. The ship is moving quite quickly, faster than the Fat Duck ever did. You can really move with quite some pace. It sits fairly low in the water compared to a lot of other ships. You've only got a drop of about 10 feet before you hit ocean. While some of the ships you've been on before are more galleon-like, where there's a real gap between you and the surface of the sea. So you're bombing along, moving with good time. Is there anything you'd like to do now you're out in the ocean? Or are you just happy to just continue traveling?
People, get on that stage. It's time for a sea shanty.
God, I'm gonna have to hold on to something though. This is really throwing me around.
I can't
but sure.
slow it down.
I need a deck chair. I'm not standing up for this shit.
Okay.
Do we have one?
Do we have any chairs? on?
Automatons. Do we have any chairs? Automatons.
You could command one of the automatons to fold itself up into a chair shape,
Automaton, I require a seat. I can't believe we didn't have seats installed.
and they sort of like crouch down on their legs. The tops of their legs become a flat surface. Their torso straightens up, bolt upright, and then their arms fold down like arms of a chair. And
Oh.
you've basically got like a wooden armchair.
Thank you very kindly. I'm going to sit on this automaton. I suppose at some point you've probably walked me around. Like,
might be
almost like a
difficult.
mech.
They're not that strong.
Okay.
They can go into like
Right.
I mean maybe, but it would put a lot of stress on the.
Sure. I'm going
on
to take a
on the thing.
seat.
Yeah.
Where's
It closes up around your body.
Oh.
And starts to squeeze and squeeze and no. it doesn't.
Ah, it's holding me! Do we install a bar on this ship? Or we just got a few drinks?
So the
with
captain's
barrels,
quarters.
right?
Captain's
So you've got the
quarters.
rear sort of office, which is at the back of the ship, which is where the captain's quarters typically are. In there, you've got a globe, a classic drinks globe.
Right.
If you want us to get something from there, can.
Send an automaton to get us drinks. Automaton!
Automatons
Drink
aren't capable
time.
of something like that.
Oh, we'll have a look it up.
We've got first mates, haven't we? We've got first mates. We've got two of them. Handsome Andy and the
Let's
other
get
guy.
Handsome Andy to get drinks for us. What's he doing now? Something important like rowing the
He's
steering the
flossing.
ship, or he's what?
He's flossing
Oh, thank God.
his teeth.
I didn't want to say anything earlier, but he had some spinach right in the middle of his teeth. Yeah.
You can see it through the
Pretty.
sack.
I don't know where he got the spinach from, but it was right there. Anyway, Handsome Andy, where are you?
You're right, I'm here.
Come here right now!
I'm underneath the bag.
Now, you bastard!
I'm here, I'm underneath the bag.
Oh,
Just over on your left-hand shoulder, a couple of feet, he's
Hey, mate.
to attention, the bag over his head.
all right,
you have the
Andy.
picture of the bag over his head? You see, you drew that.
You drew
Yes.
a little rough image. Didn't
Oh
you?
no, it's just a little
It
note.
was just a little doodle of
Okay,
him,
right.
and
it's
his
done.
eyes were actually even, which I think is wrong. But maybe it could be wrong
Not
in the
canon,
sack.
yeah.
I don't know. Either way, Andy,
Yeah?
can you grab us? Do you want a quick little drink? Cocktail, maybe.
Well, I'm about to go on stage, so I don't like to drink before I go on stage.
That's fair enough. That's weirdly sensible for someone. You're performing for no one else but us.
Yeah,
Anyway,
alright.
Me on the captain's wheel, I'm basically holding on for dear life up here because the wind is really I'm like, legs are out, and I'm just holding onto the wheel. I've roped my hands to the
he's
wheel.
currently on
He's
the wheel.
tying himself to the wheel like he's about to
I've been like this for hours.
All right, Andy, just get me a cocktail. Pina colada.
We don't really have the ingredients for pina colada on
What
board.
do we have ingredients for?
Well, we got rum, but we don't have any coconuts.
Well, just have a glass of rum.
We don't want a glass of rum. It's not
coconut
good.
filled with rum.
We don't have any coconuts.
Well,
we can
a
stop on an
wooden
island
cup.
and pick some coconuts up at some
A
point.
bucket that's slightly filled with rum.
We don't
Anything.
want
We don't have
just
any kind
rum.
of receptacle.
We've got cups.
Pour it into my hands.
Sir, we've got cups.
Right, okay.
We don't have coconuts.
Well, that's fine. Just something. Pour
I
the
can't
rum
do
into
your
something
pina
and give
colada.
it to
We
me.
got rum. We got
Right.
grog, which is just rum and water and some juice. We got sort of like wine, like sweet wine. We got
Pour the rum.
mead.
Pour the rum into something.
You want just some straight rum?
Yes, please.
It's not good rum.
I didn't think it would be.
It's clear rum.
Oh.
My mum used to say, "You don't want rum you can see through." But here you go, and he hands you
Oh, here you go. That
a
was quick.
like a
thought you were
small
gonna go there. You already got
goblet
it on you.
with straight rum in it.
Wow. Thank you very much, Andy. I hope you have a. Do you want one?
No, I don't like straight rum.
That's fair enough.
I'll have a wine or something.
You can't have the wine. Thank you.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm like, is this thing on? Talking into one of the, you said there's like amplifying.
So the way it
horns,
works
right?
is you don't need to like put your mouth up to it. So yeah, there's amplification built into the top deck or the
Yeah.
top rear deck. So
Is that up where the wheel is?
yeah, behind the wheel
So-
is like
so
your
you're literally-
stage.
Fucking hell!
You're standing in front of me while I'm performing.
And imagine like the
Can
floor
I turn the wheel
of the
round?
deck. Yeah, okay, yeah.
To
Yeah.
pivot to
You
face.
can take the wheel off of its wheel mounting. So the way that it works, there's like a pinion
Mounting.
like piece in the middle. Yeah, like and you can take the wheel off that way
Come on, Capeeps!
and stick it on the other side. So now you're facing.
This is
it.
really
Fuck
weird.
you.
You're this close to me while
Yeah,
I'm
check this
performing.
out.
You're now steering backwards.
It's back,
so
left
it's
is
like-
right, right is
Let
left.
me know if there's anything behind or in front. Cheers.
Yeah.
God, front row seats.
Right.
Yeah, this is front row seats, the captain's seat as they call it.
All right, guys, this is a song I've been working on. It's called The Raw Dog.
Nice, that's the ship
It
name.
is. I haven't got my guitar with me, so we're going to go with just my drums this time.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Ah,
it's
Capeepi
the
Sig.
raw dog sailing the sea. It's the raw dog For you and me.
That's us.
That's
You
it,
know
yeah.
that it is fast. We're gonna kick you in the race.
Race.
Because we're gonna raw dog you.
To space.
No.
Okay, sorry,
Don't
improv.
add lyrics
Sorry.
to my song.
Sorry.
I don't
sure
want
you
to
don't want
perform.
a drink?
I don't,
Just maybe
I'll
just
have
do
a
it.
drink now. What time of day
Yeah,
is it?
I'm not sure.
It is midday.
Midday,
midday,
yeah, it's 5 o'clock
yeah.
somewhere, isn't it?
Andy will get you one.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. I'll have whatever he had.
Pure rum.
Just
clear,
straight
it's
rum,
terrible.
sir, is it?
Yeah.
Why are you with you lot? You hard drinker?
God, you got straight rum.
Yeah,
Is it clear?
yeah.
I'll take 2.
You'll have 2 straight rums.
I'll have a double rum.
He's
No,
steering.
double straight rum.
He's steering the ship.
You lot.
Barely.
No taste.
Hey, cheers.
Maybe he'll
I'm a-
improve.
It's like we're on our holidays, isn't it?
Cheers.
On the holidays.
Some rum, please. You hear,
What was that noise?
you hear Kevin 2 decks down asking for some rum, please.
What the fuck?
If I wasn't tied to this fucking wheel,
God.
I'd kill him.
Why'd you tie yourself to that wheel?
Because the wind was really picking up and I was losing
yes.
my footing.
He's worried.
Right, it's going to
We
snatch
could
out
put.
your hands.
We could put
Also,
Kevin inside
one of
a-
you could
a
steer
keg.
it. Huh?
We could put Kevin inside a keg.
Could we fire him out of a cannon?
I don't think we
I
can.
don't think he'll like.
We
does
don't have
he-
the magical power.
No. Do our forces react on him? Like, could we blow him back with an explosion or anything?
Don't know.
Probably doesn't.
What if we built like a glove like this, but it's like
this-
Kevin size?
What if we just built like a giant, like a condom, but it just wraps around him?
Right. What's one of
Entirely.
those?
Well, it's just like
Never used that.
You never used them.
No.
Maybe
No,
you
I
could
didn't
fashion
use
like
it. I
a
put them on my
coat
finger.
or something like that that you could like put on him, and that would allow him to move around perhaps.
We could perhaps.
As
engulf
soon as the
him
coat
with
falls
glove
off, he
material, but the
disappears
glove-
into the ether again.
I don't know where we got these. I think these were a gift. I think these gloves. Anyway, it's going to be a tough challenge. I don't even want to talk to him right now after what
I
happened
think we
earlier.
should just the best thing for us and for him, in fact, is if we just ignore him because he just makes us angry.
Well, I was going
He'll
to
learn
say
that that's not the way to get things.
there's one benefit to having him on board,
Yeah.
and that is he riles me up so much. He like prepares me for an enraged battle, and I think it'll be very useful to just look at.
So before we get in the battle,
Yeah,
then,
yeah, I
you
just
should
need
go
to-
and have a conversation with Kevin.
Yeah.
But
What
until
if we
then,
got
like,
Handsome Andy to draw a nice picture of him, and then we can have it on the deck as well, so we can always
well, you
see
don't want to be
him.
angry all the time, though. Like, get,
What if
like,
it's on
sort
like a
of-
panel that you could just flip? So one side is nothing, and the other side is his face,
Yeah,
and then
but we
What,
have-
what
we
about
have-
your projection tech that goes onto the sail? What would
Yeah,
just
so
flash an
if
image
he
of
makes an
Kevin?
image of Kevin out of stained glass windows,
Yep.
we could project him on there. But we do have the actual Kevin on ship, so I don't know why you wouldn't just go and have a
I hate
conversation.
that guy.
Yeah, but you want to get riled up.
I do. I'm getting angry now. I want to fight something. Just thinking
So
about
that's the thing. We don't want to be fighting all. Have another sip of your rum. That'll calm you down.
I was angering him. I think.
Does your song do anything? Are you using any kind of bardic inspiration, or you just want to do it to inspire
No, I
people?
just did it for entertainment purposes. Yeah.
So yeah, you test the sound. Everything's really good.
Sounded good?
The,
Loud out there?
It
the
sounded loud
natural
enough.
wooden amplification system
It's like
built
you are the
into
ship.
the deck works really well, and it projects your voice and performance and your instruments out across the water.
Wow.
Very loud. People can hear it from hundreds of feet away. You could also test the Bob and Knobs trademark disco box,
Right.
which
Is it dark enough?
it's not quite dark enough. No, it's midday right now, so it's not really working in the way that it projects onto
Is
the,
it
the
powered
sails.
by candles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you just light the candles and then move various lenses. What you can do is you can it's a bit like a stopwatch or a grandfather clock in that you can start the movement and it will keep rotating for a long
I
time.
imagine the rocking of the ship keeps it. the
Yeah,
momentum
exactly.
going as well.
It's got various clever weights and things like that in it
That's
to
very
spin
clever.
the lenses on their own.
I'll tell you what, guys. That was just like a nice sound check. This evening, when the sun goes down, we'll have a proper good party tonight. How about
Hell
that?
yeah.
We'll
Nice,
try out
yeah,
Bob and Knobs light box. We'll project some stuff on the sails. Maybe some nearby ships can pull up. I'll finish the
Yeah.
Raw Dog song,
Yes.
and we'll sing about ourselves. People, spread the word of the Raw Dog, and everyone have a good time as well.
Andy, prepare all the coconuts on board. We're going to have so many pina coladas.
Done, sir.
Just like
Hang on a
that
sec,
already.
hang on a second.
It's done already. You said it wasn't done.
We haven't got any to prepare, so I consider the task done.
Oh right.
Right, I thought it was the old double. I'm doing something nice for you, but he just doesn't have the coconuts.
I
So
do
we need to
know.
get coconuts. Is there an island nearby?
We stop off somewhere tropical.
Someone like a little island.
What?
Yeah, what's up, mate?
I do know of an island nearby.
Sorry, I can see your face through one of the eye holes, and it's really put me off.
You need smaller eye holes.
Need to.
He raises his other hand while saluting. He raises
you.
his other hand in front of his face for
God,
like a
really put me
different
off
sort of
my
weird
rum.
salute.
Yeah, but we've talked about his face, but have we talked about the smell? That
Yeah,
motherfucker
have
needs
to
to
work
brush.
on that.
He's very clean, I'll have you know. I rub myself raw every night.
Me too.
The smell
Where is the island?
is my clothes.
No, it's
not
not
me.
It's your breath.
All right.
Either the Hessian sack doesn't stop shit. The Hessian sack isn't doing anything.
I can't believe that. That's
There's-
going to be exasperated.
Honestly, if you ate like a mackerel right now, it would improve things.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do,
Oily
sir.
fish,
I'll-
disgusting fish would make that smell better.
I'll cut up some
Smells like
onion and I'll
death.
push it between my remaining teeth. How about that? The
Yeah.
onions absorb
On
smell
anything.
really well.
Onions,
Anything.
yeah.
Have you got anything? Where's this island? Maybe
Well,
we
I
need
was
some
looking at the
coconut.
charts downstairs with Bongo, who frankly is much more qualified than I am. He got out some of the charts that you've been given. And there seems to be a sort of like travelling island that kind of comes through this area. We should be in that region of the ocean in a couple
What?
of hours.
A travelling island.
Islands don't move.
I know, right? That's one immutable law. Land don't move.
So it's a ship then. It's a ship. Large
Must be.
ship.
Must be.
Well, I guess it was 2 hours from where we are now. You know where
If we continue on our course northeast towards the
Yeah, we'll find
the heading we're staying on in order to eventually get to the Horn, our path should cross with an island that broke off from land. This is something coming from Bongo. I might be repeating.
Bring
this.
Bongo up here
He's
if you're going
utterly
to quote
mad.
him.
Okay, all right. Bongo, mate.
Actually, we should talk about these two. I feel like we're giving too much attention to First Mate Andy and not enough to Bongo. And I think in terms of training them both up to get good social domestication, I think we should treat them both equally.
Yeah, well, especially as we're paying Bongo and not Handsome Andy, we should really get
Oh
some
God, I
money
forgot
worth.
about that.
Oh yeah.
50
He
gold.
did win this. He won the golden
He won Split or Steel.
split or steel.
Hello,
Gold
gentlemen. You've requested.
Bongo, First Mate Bongo.
That's me. Yep.
We like you just as much as First Mate Andy. Just want you to know that up front.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Golden ball winner, of course.
I won the golden ball.
You certainly did.
I split and stealed.
You stole.
I stole.
Tell us a little
Stop.
bit about this, frankly, insane sounding idea. There's a travelling island.
Oh, he's told you about the island, has he?
Briefly, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So it's on quite a few charts these days because it's become quite a fixture. It's the island of Newfungery.
Ooh.
Locals know it as Chukachunga. I visited there
Chuka-
once.
Chukachunga.
Chukachunga.
Okay.
In fact, your people may know of it.
What people?
Tritons.
What do you mean, your people?
You people. You fish-like people. Merfolk, Tritons. Is that what you are?
That's exactly right. And what would they know?
Well, let me tell you a little story. Please sit down whilst I
am already
regale
sat.
you with the tale.
Chupa CH.
The island of Newfungery, as it's known to the established order, broke off from its mainland after a special kind of mycelium. That's what mushrooms basically are.
I get it.
Permeated, fungery, get it? Permeated through the coastal area that this island once formed.
Wow.
So once this mycelium spread out through this coastal area, it broke off.
Just snapped off.
But it was so full of mycelium that it floated, right?
Porous.
It now drifts on a many-year cycle along reliable warm currents. So imagine that there are currents that run through the sea like roads, right? This piece of mycelial fungi island floats on that current in an elliptical pattern, right?
Bongo, are you reading off a script?
No, I'm not. There's charts downstairs, right? There's charts
Are you
downstairs.
sponsored?
I'm not sponsored, I'm just very learned. There's a
Okay.
difference.
Okay.
There is a
Right.
difference.
I can't
This
read.
is what we pay him for.
This is why I was so
This is
good.
what he stole for. Golden ball winner 2020.
Now, the reason I said that your folk might know of it, because part of its cyclical journey on this current is it spends about 3 months over some certain sort of Triton settlements, towns and villages. It floats. Obviously, your people have towns and settlements on the base of the sea floor, right?
You do. You only
So
tell
it's-
me twice.
So it sits above these. And due to its proximity to these towns and their unique corals, the corals have released spores and they've evolved and interacted with the mycelium of the island and thus caused the island itself to blossom into a sort of mushroom coral hybrid sort of space, right? Now, because of this hovering, the Triton see this, it's been doing this for thousands of years, so the Triton folk have long since held
His people.
his folk, well, some of them, not all of them, just the ones over the settlements, where they swim up to the island and they bury their dead there, right? So that's why I thought you might know of it. It's sort of a sacred place, if you will. But it might be worth a look. And if you need coconuts, I'm sure we'll find some particularly exotic forms of coconuts on this island.
Like mushroom
What are
coconuts.
what are the people like there? Any fun guys?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a few real fun guys there.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, good
I don't
one.
give a fuck about the people.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I've,
Say the fun guy.
I've only read about the place. I've never visited.
Right, well, I guess we'll
It's
find
it's
out.
an unusual spot. It doesn't have any sort of real established communities there beyond the odd traveller or.
You claim you're a noble, right? That's
Yeah.
a sort of royalty, like very important in the triumph.
But I left as
But
well.
you literally know nothing about like the sacred traditions of like burial of your people
Honestly,
or anything
I
like
didn't pay that much attention at school. They didn't teach you that. Kind of taught us to fight,
Were you
avoid
privately-
anchors. Sorry?
that. Privately trained, privately educated.
I was, and they didn't really teach me much beyond dodge the anchors, watch out, our entire castle could be
Right.
destroyed by anchors.
Paranoia mostly.
And
Always
it was
look up.
basically an always look up scenario, and we were always up. That's why I got a crick in my neck. Yeah, it's been going away slowly. The more I'm on land, pretty good. But otherwise, normally it's just like, what the hell?
So
Now I'm on a
far,
ship, so I feel kind of almost godly because it's like we could drop those anchors
You're
on
above the sky, essentially.
them. But
for-
no, they are my family in there. So
Any
some are
of them
still
are, buried?
sexy.
On-
Oh no, no, I don't know if they're buried there.
Well,
Well, let's go find out in the
imagine if
mycelium.
some of your family were cursed and
What?
to be constantly living undead, raised from the
That's a very terrible and
traumatic.
haunted, cursed thought.
Yeah.
Why would you think of such a thing?
Well, my entire family was cursed and possessed, and
wow.
all their
You never
bodies
told me
came up.
that, I don't think. Did you tell me that?
No, this is the first.
Oh, so once you get a few drinks and you start really
Oh, I've had a
revealing
lot of
some
rum.
backstory. So what happened to them
Right.
then?
Well, they all raised up from the dead because they did some sort of strange, like, swinging event, I think. Hobgoblins and goblins, they often do swinger parties.
No, I've met some goblins before.
Unfortunately, goblins pounced on my entire family, killed them all, murdered them, and cursed their dead bodies to walk among the living
Did you
and
destroy the
flirt with
bodies,
people.
or
Huh?
they were sexy?
They were all sexy. I mean, look at me. I got
We'll
the
have to
scar.
try and find them at some point in the journey. But I guess they won't be on this island.
No, that's
Well,
where
then,
your people get buried.
That's where my people get buried. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be traumatic. Let's go. 2 hours, right?
Well, yeah, a couple of hours. Yeah, I reckon if we're doing all right. So, all right, well, we'll maintain our heading, and hopefully it should be coming off of the bow in a couple of hours or so. We'll start seeing.
We haven't had our onboard like lunchtime.
when you come around with the
We've had a
cart,
run, but we haven't had our dinner. Tasty lunch.
I'm sure Andy can get on that for you. I've got a few other things I need to make sure the ship is operating now. We're in the high seas. Andy, you're right. I believe the captains.
That's all right.
Is it
Yeah.
captains?
plurals.
Is he handle our food? Andy. Have you smelled him?
I-
Sorry, I know this is a bit
And,
of
and
a
Andy's
crass
coming up
comment,
like
but
he comes up with like a big silver tray. He's just like
Here he comes.
clattering, clinking plates and things like that. And he's like,
Andy, yeah.
"We've taken the liberty of preparing you all lunch."
Lovely.
Right, brilliant. What is it today?
And he takes the top off, and it's mackerel, onion, and cornbread. Right? It's just like
Did you think of cooking these, or
the mackerel's oil soaked.
it is an oily fish, so it's soaked in its own oil.
It's double soaked, yeah.
You just poured more oil on it.
Well, no, it came in a tin like that.
Fucking double soak. Nice. And I start ravenously eating.
Do you like? He likes double soaked mackerel. What do you like?
I don't like.
Maybe I should have asked. You want some fresh white onion?
Yeah, I'll have some fresh onion. Have a knife and fork.
Eat
man.
it like an apple.
on,
Yeah, he
I'm
gives
not a-
you.
I'm not a
He
monster.
gives you like a really dainty long fork, like one that's like for desserts, like
lovely.
really small,
Two-prong.
two-pronger.
I'll
That
take
you like
a little ring.
pick. I find that if you eat it slow, it lasts longer and it feels like you're having a bigger meal. So I've provided you all with really inappropriately sized.
Quickly.
Thought we had
Oh,
a
yeah.
supply of
But-
food. This is what he brings us.
This is what
Swords
we've
there
got
just
for the
like
month.
sipping the remaining oil in the tin of mackerel, like
Got
it's like
oil all down my face.
it's just covered. It's in his
Covered
beard.
sack.
No, he's stinky.
He is stinky.
You're the stinky bastard.
I
Sorry.
am a fucking stinky shit. Yeah.
BB, you want anything from the trolley? Tray? What do you like?
Have some mackerel.
I
It's
should-
lovely.
I don't
Before I
did we
prepared
get
it,
some
I should have
turtles?
asked
I don't
what.
want to be too forward, but
got some turtles.
like Titus, you're not still lactating, are you?
Sorry? No,
He's got a taste
look,
for it.
I got a
thought
taste
we-
for it.
I thought we
and,
kind of
like,
decided we were going to leave that in.
yeah,
the
I
week
can't
we
stop
spent.
thinking about it.
Well, that's
but-
all you were doing. I'm raw still from it.
Yeah,
Even
all
though
right.
I got
Did we
rid of those
bring
bad boys.
any veal of the sea with us from Turtle Bay before we left?
We did.
It was an order.
We got some. That's
got
literally the last thing we did. We got some
Yeah.
Some
Baby
baby
turtles.
sea.
I might
Some
just
turtles.
eat that now. I know we should make it
I'll
last,
have one as well.
but I might just have it now.
Where do we put them?
Handsome Andy visibly sags, his shoulders sag, not only to the disappointment that you don't eat the things he's prepared for you,
Well,
but
what about that?
but also it takes ages to prepare that turtle dish.
Is it
Like-
not prepared already from Turtle Bay?
No, I mean, well, like
I
it's
don't know
not
what
going to
he's-
last very
What
long.
is he
if
up
you-
to otherwise?
Well, it can be
We've got 2
pre-prepared if
hours.
you want. I mean, I can retcon it, but the thing is, it's not going to last long, is it? If it's already been prepared, you've got 1 or 2 days before that goes out.
That's what I'm eating
Everything
now.
they bought was designed for like long voyage, you know,
Right.
like minimum of like 6 weeks at sea. So they
Right.
bought things that will last,
You
not.
got corned beef. You said.
I'm sure you'll work it out,
There might
Handsome
be some
Andy.
corned beef, yeah.
What is it?
No. I don't want to work it out. Sorry, I don't want to work it out. I want to get it right for you. What kind of things do you want? I got
Don't eat
Pres-
bread. I'll just eat bread.
cornbread right
Give me the
here.
bread. It's
You want some
cornbread.
Cornbread,
I'll
that's
eat
it.
that,
I thought it
come
was corned
on.
beef.
It's pretty dry though.
Hungry.
So we're not having veal of the sea. We're
We'll
saving
have it another time.
Look, I can
Maybe
prepare
tonight.
veal of the sea later. I'll do it
How
for
about
dinner.
for tonight with the party?
Yeah, I'll do it for
Alright.
dinner.
So
All right.
I'll just
All right,
have.
I'll get working on that now.
I'll just have an onion for now.
Oh, you want some onion? Now you want some onion.
Just an onion.
Of course he wants onion. You want it, onion, you dirty little bastard.
I'll eat it like an apple.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice.
as intended.
There you go. All right, any more mackerel, Captain Sword?
Honestly, I can't have another mackerel right now, otherwise I'll be ravenous.
Just eating 3 whole mackerel.
Bones and everything.
Oh.
I kind of swallow it like a pelican.
As you gulp it back.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I'm a disgusting hobgoblin.
luckily it's so oily that like it just
Slips right
slides down.
I used to have mackerel with an apple on the side.
Apple?
Yeah, you used to call it an apple mac.
Oh,
Hey, nice,
Just letting you know it's still.
nice.
God.
So, what did you say?
That won't be in the final edit.
Sword.
Yeah.
Sword's got really luscious hair and beard because of the amount of oil he eats in his diet. It's incredibly,
What?
it's incredibly thick and lustrous.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
tell us.
like mixed in oils. for all
Yeah,
the
you
fish
just
I
let
eat.
it sit.
Yeah.
All right, so Handsome Andy takes the tray back downstairs, and you can hear him rooting around, like starting to do some cooking. He does that on the gun deck at the front. There's a small kitchen area.
Near the gun
In the
deck.
nose, yeah. Past the amongst like
sooty today,
cannonballs and gunpowder. He occasionally uses a little bit of black powder to get the stove started. You know, just like a. But he's rooting around. And he's starting the long
Does he mix
process.
up herbs and spices with gunpowder now and again?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
He occasionally mixes dangerous chemicals and things like that, like bits of flair and stuff. He's trying a new form of cooking, which is, very.
We didn't hire him for his cooks.
Has some Blumenthal.
We hired him for his looks.
That's true. That's true. So you continue for a few more hours. Who is say
Swordworth.
who wants to drive the ship the whole time?
This whole time, all I've done is wedged a stick in the captain's wheel. Kind of like, you put like a brick on the accelerator.
Oh, all those times that you're putting a brick on the
You know,
accelerator.
and just leave it.
Always.
I
Just keep
just
it
put it on
going.
auto.
Keep the engine rolling.
An hour and a half passes
Put it on cruise.
before you hear a godly crunch.
Wait, who's?
Who's driving this ship?
I thought you were
Are
driving
we
it.
hitting? Are we hitting something?
The ship slows all of a sudden as you're all thrown forward,
Oh, the food.
and you come to a stop.
Oh God.
What's happened? Sword?
Kevin!
What's Kevin done now?
You didn't remind me to keep steering the ship.
I think we crashed.
I think we hit something.
It
Titus, do you mind just going overboard and just checking underneath and seeing what's
I almost feel
happened?
like it should be. Is it not visibly obvious? I'm guessing it's underwater, maybe.
I have no idea.
No, he's lying again. Have you ever heard the story of the dead spirit that was bound to a ship who cried wolf?
I have actually. It's quite a long
The
one. though.
boy.
Barely get to the end.
Why was he crying wolf in the ocean?
I don't know. It's weird story. But either way, he's lying.
There's no wolf, Kevin.
But we all fell over just now.
Yeah, I think we
So-
hit something.
Right.
Why don't you go and check it out in case it's under the water?
I'll go and have a dive then. I'm jumping off the edge because
Have
of
you
things
looked
that
over the
Kahibi
banister
said.
yet?
I'm looking over the banister.
Hard rock.
Go straight.
What do I see out here?
Don't look, just jump.
Well,
It
my
looks as
eyes are
though
open. And there's
Over the
there's
front
periphery.
left bow of the ship, you are still in fairly open ocean. You don't see any land around you, but it seems like you've hit some form of reef. Below the surface, about 6 feet below the surface, you see stretching out before you what looks like a complex and large reef that has channels within it. However, as in openings that you could swim through, but in this case, the ship has hit part of this reef and ground to a stop.
I'm going under. Let's see
jump
what
off?
the hell's going on with this.
You go over
Fucking coral shit is a plague. We should
We should
remove
destroy
it from the ocean.
Yeah, I don't know how, there's a lot of it.
It's getting in the way
It's
of
not
our
something we
ships.
just do on a whim.
No.
There's a lot of magical energy. Anyway, I'm going to go have a look down there and see what's going on.
Okay.
Right, little hop over. Only 10 feet. Whee! Bomb! Cannonball!
Do you do bomb?
I do a cannonball.
I don't know how he survives that. Like, it must be bitterly cold.
I'm used to it. I'm going to go
fisherman,
under.
isn't
What do I see?
Oh shit! I just
Okay,
realised.
so you
I ate mackerel in
see
front of him. Is that like the turtle thing?
Oh, I don't know. You have to ask him.
He didn't seem phased. Anyway,
what?
I ate fish in front of a triton. I didn't know if that was offensive.
No, it isn't offensive.
That's all the sword's worried about.
Okay, so under the water, nice sound effect. Under the water, you see that the ship has smashed into the reef and is a protruding bit of the reef is. So let's say, right, so the water you've jumped into is probably about 40 feet deep. You can just about see a sandy bottom beneath your feet, but that sandy bottom stops and becomes a tall reef, a reef with which you have collided, or the ship has collided. The reef is about 30 feet high, so it forms a large reef wall and then continues on into the distance with about 6 feet of water between the top of the reef and the top of the ocean, or the surface of the ocean. Some of it has smashed into the front left of the ship, and a small amount of water is coming through a hole around where the reef is protruding inside the hull. You can just about see Kevin waving frantically at you through the tiny hole. You see a little glint of green, and he's like, "It's coming in!" You can hear him like, he's not completely underwater.
Oh, Kevin! There shouldn't be a hole here.
What is wrong?
This is bad.
Yeah, so you see the hole. Anything you want to do?
I'm trying to think of if I have any kind of skills to.
Do you have the cantrip mending?
Yeah, no,
It's always a handy one.
I don't believe so. I can't acid arrow this one. Or can I?
What are you two doing whilst he's down there? The classic trying in the underwater scenario. Are you watching?
All right.
Yeah, well, no. He's been down there a while, hasn't he?
It started raining. Nightmare. So what are you up to this weekend?
Not too much, you know. How about you? You done something
I
different?
feel, well,
Done something different in your hair?
yeah, well, I think when I finished eating the mackerel, I kind of spat the oil onto my hand and accidentally.
That's good.
Thank
ought
you.
to, yeah.
Thanks.
Oil in the hair. You ought to start doing that.
No, well, I think I already am. So,
We'll just make a small talk.
Okay,
This
perception.
looks pretty fucked.
So you can see that the reef has punched a hole about 1.5 feet wide. So it's a part of the reef that sort of sticks out, like imagine like a person's arm, a big chunky bit of arm has punched into the side of the ship, and a fairly small amount of water is currently gushing through, but it sort of sealed the hole when it pierced through, so it's sort of just pissing around it. You think that it could be patched, but if left for a long enough time, the ship would start to take on enough water to affect it. As you guys are chatting, Kapipi, having, I believe, the highest passive perception, notices a dark shape moving from the water towards the reef.
I'll try and find the
Sword.
reverse.
Sword.
Huh? What's up?
No, I thought I just saw something in the water.
Reef. Coral reef.
Yeah, but it's underwater.
Titus,
Yeah, coral reef's usually underwater.
You
I
hear
thought
a-
I just saw like a dark thing.
Okay.
swishing sound from behind you. You're looking at the crack at the moment,
Brillo!
but like, billow. You said billow, and the cloak tries to sort of creates
What
some
the-
swishing.
God, the cape's in the way.
Looking out into the gloom,
Can't see shit.
so the opposite side to where the reef is, you look out to the rear of the ship, and in the gloom of the ocean, it's still quite clear, the sea, but it still, after a while, fades to a gloom. And in the gloom of the ocean, you think you see a couple of shapes swishing backwards and forward on the very periphery of how far you can see. At first, you think you might just be seeing things until again you see a large shape,
How big?
big,
In terms of
big.
scale to me.
How big are we looking?
How big does that object look in comparison to my own body?
It is about 30 feet long.
Oh, fuck. That's big. Hello?
Bearing in mind the ship
Hello?
is about 70 feet long. So about half the length of a ship. 30 feet or near about 9 meters long.
Shit, I mean,
I swear there was a reverse on this thing.
So you're still
looking
trying to
for a
work out how to do
reverse.
it. Okay.
On the wheel.
The bongo.
Oh, no, sir. I don't think you're going to be able to reverse the ship. We can start trying to pitch the sails the other way to see if we can catch a bit of wind to use the wind to haul us off the reef. We
Yeah.
do have long poles for pushing the ship off of docks and things like that. Perhaps we can get the automatons to work trying to push the ship off of the reef. We'll rig some of the sails, but it's going to take 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes at least to get at the very least.
Andy, I'll take another mackerel then.
And he goes downstairs. You can hear him rustling.
Yeah,
around
get
his
to
kitchen.
it. Dr. Feelgood, pass on the orders.
Okay, you goddamn automatons, I want you to get the biggest, longest pole you can find, and I'm not talking about the one that your daddy beat your mommy with.
And the automatons just aren't reacting to this because they were built. And
I think I just heard that. I think I might be able to help.
Yeah?
I've got this pole of collapsing that we found. Do you reckon we could shove that under the ship, expand it, and then it push the ship off?
well, look at that. You're using something you've been given with a good idea. That's refreshing. Yes, that would be a great idea.
No, don't fancy it? All right, let's not do it.
Sounds ridiculous.
Here it is, look. What was the word? Grow. See?
So that
Shrink.
extends up to 10
It
feet.
goes through your stomach.
No, I'm above my head. Let's go.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, yeah, so you can use that. You can work out a way to, you're gonna have to put that between, you're gonna have to brace it somehow as well, because like, there's every chance it could punch through the hull as well. You know, you need to create some sort of like padding or something for that pole to
Right,
extend into.
have we got anything that can go like crossways on it and make like a little table end so that it doesn't like just puncture a thin hole through the ship? It's more like just a big old cushion. Have we got anything?
We could take one of the spinners off the side, I guess, but those are quite big, bulky
No,
things.
Yeah.
Titus, you look back into the gloom, and this time you definitely see what is a very large shark,
dog balls.
and then a second shark. There are two huge sharks seemingly sizing you up. They're trying not to be seen by you, they're trying to move.
Hi! I wave at them.
They
Hello!
don't, they don't wave at you.
Oh,
You can tell using your fishy senses that they are sizing you up. They are looking for a quick meal. And you, as a seemingly defenseless humanoid who's ran aground on the edge of this reef, a good hunting ground for them, they're closing in.
I'm going to go to the surface.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
You two on the surface roll initiative as well.
that thing?
As you notice the sharks,
16 plus.
16.
two of the sharks' fins pierce the surface as they decide to make an attack run at Titus. They're heading now directly for the point of the ship.
Ah, it's a 9 for me.
You got a 9.
I got 17 plus 3, 20.
Oh, look at you.
Very good.
Oh, just, it's such a good
Titus,
roll,
what did you
though.
roll?
That's 18.
18.
No, it was 16, wasn't it?
Plus 2, though,
It's
in your
18, yeah,
initiative. yeah.
18.
Nice.
Overall.
Okay. PP, you'll go. You see initially, the sharks come straight to the surface as both their fins do the trademark breaching of the surface as they're moving towards where you know Titus is currently submerged. They are perhaps 100 feet away, and they are, within about 50, 60 feet of the rear of the ship at the moment.
Have we seen them yet?
You've seen them, yeah.
Shark!
No, no.
A very convincing reaction there from the sword.
No, I'm in slow motion.
Oh, why are you in slow motion?
I'm reacting because he's got 6 seconds of time.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I
right.
see.
So I'm
yeah.
still reacting until it's my go.
Oh.
I'm just becoming aware of what you're saying. This is like the Sherlock Holmes movie.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You're thinking in real time, but I'm in slow motion around you.
Right.
What do you do?
So what are they doing? So have they latched onto the front of the ship, you say?
No,
Fins.
they're clearly heading towards Titus, who's in the water. They're not trying to attack the ship. They're not probably. They might be capable of bumping it around, but they're not really
Have I
capable of
got
doing much
anything
damage.
that I can use
But when they see a
instantly?
juicy morsel in the sea, like Titus, they are very interested. These are huge sharks, by the way. Like I say, they're 30 feet long. These are giants.
Right. I mean, I guess the first thing is like just getting Titus out of the water is the first thing we really want to do.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can use anything for that, or if I just literally try and get his attention somehow.
Yeah, you can do that.
I think Titus did start making his way to the surface.
Titus has seen him when he started to make his way towards the surface. Yeah.
Titus, have you seen the sharks coming?
Whoa! I'm at the surface yet?
You're not quite at the surface yet, but you hear him like.
Titus!
You hear the word shark, and you know you've seen him, so you're like, oh, he's probably talking about those giant fucking
He saw them
sharks.
too.
Yeah.
Have we got some rope that I can just throw off the side to
Yeah,
see
you
if
can
he can
grab,
grab
you can
onto
grab a
that?
line to chuck down.
This is a ropeless ship.
Yeah.
Is it?
We're trying to reduce our rope usage. On
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? We don't want any more single-use rope.
I lower the Iron Maiden down. Get in this!
Don't close it.
Can you grab onto the outside?
There's a shark in here! I'm gonna grab the front of it. I'm not getting inside. I'm getting
You are
funny
actually down
ideas.
the Iron Maiden down.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the front of the ship, he has to swim around the ship as well, so it's not actually that
right,
close to
yeah.
it. You aren't close to it yet. You
Oh,
haven't
God.
moved yet. Well, you've not yet.
I'm trying to get to the
But
surface.
you've
I'm at
lowered
That's
the
what I've
Iron
done,
Maiden. You
yeah.
hear a
What was that noise?
as the Iron Maiden hits the water and begins to sink.
I'm gonna get onto it.
Is there anything else you want to do, Kapipi, before?
Not right now.
Nope.
No.
Just want to move and lower shit and lower the. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Titus, is your go.
I'm swimming to the Iron Maiden.
You swim to the Iron Maiden. You make it around the front of the ship. What do you do?
I grab onto the cage at the front
Mm-hmm.
and just hope it starts rising.
Okay. All right.
Lift me up! I'm
wanna do
underwater.
anything else?
Am I underwater or is it?
Yeah, you're underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can poke your head through the surface if you want and be like, you know,
Pull!
pull.
Pull!
you can do something else as well.
There's two sharks!
You've used your movement. You've said something, but you can, take an action like, for example, because I'm going to say that you lowering that was an action, but I'm not going to say you climbing onto it is. I don't think that's. I don't think that's fair.
Where are the sharks in?
Okay,
terms of
well,
where I
this
am.
sounds like you need a trademark Al Smithy original.
sketch.
I'll give you a quick sketch of
Show me
where
where they
things are. So,
Make sure you use isometric 3D
Roger,
so that we can get a sense of depth and
Yeah,
scale.
remember your vanishing points.
Yeah.
don't know what any of that means.
Oh. He's a natural.
Okay, so here we are.
Ah, there's the ship.
Wait, is the ship sinking?
Sunken? Or?
No. This
The
is
reef is
top
there.
down.
We're-
This is top down.
Okay,
top
so,
down.
So this is where the reef starts. This is the ship who's barged into the reef.
Describe
Here's
it.
Titus.
Yeah, okay. So
And he's
that's
swimming
next
around to the
ship.
front of the ship to get into the Iron Maiden. And this is where the two sharks are right now.
Two sharks at the back of the ship.
Yeah, they're coming towards the back of the ship, okay? That's what we're looking at.
For the podcast listeners,
Yes.
it's a ship. Two sharks back of ship. I'm at front of ship. Grabbing
Yep.
onto Iron Maiden.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's enough time for me to just kind of grab on and be hoisted up. Hoist me up, Kapipi!
You just hear, I've got a tiny pee-pee.
What's that about your pee-pee? Now's not the time.
What?
I'm
What
going to
about a
hoist
pee-pee?
you up anyway.
Oh, there's no time to talk about your pee-pee.
You both think you're talking to each other about your pee-pees.
Yeah. Lift!
Am I
Lift me
allowed
up!
to lift at the moment?
You
or-
can start to lift, yeah.
Hoist!
You haven't been hoisted
hoisting.
yet. You haven't been hoisted yet, so you're still
I'm
clinging on.
beginning to
clinging
hoist
onto
now.
it.
You're going to have to wait a few seconds for some reason. Just
Sword,
wait.
your go.
Nice. I'm going to put the steering ship back into cruise, as in wedge a stick into it. Sorted.
In cruise. Done.
going to look over the side at what the shark situation is and peer into the water as well, where Titus was. And I'll just do a general look around and see if I can see A, the hole that's in the ship, and B, what the sharks are up to, just briefly. Just by looking with my eyes.
Yep. You can see the sharks have closed
I engage
distance.
both eyes.
You can see the sharks have closed the distance, and it looks as though one of the sharks might get to Titus before you can haul him fully out
Do
of
I
the
see the
water.
hole in the ship?
You can sort of see the hole. It's quite hard because it's like kind of like under the water line on the bottom left. You're not under.
It's where Kevin is. So.
Yeah, it's down where Kevin is. So unless you're either on the bottom deck seeing it come in from the inside or in the water, because if you imagine a ship's hull curves underneath itself, so it's very hard to see from the top. So no, you don't really see the hole, but you do see Titus and you do see the sharks, and it appears as though the lead shark may get to him quite quickly.
I shout "Oi!" at the lead shark and point a hobgoblin-y, soon-to-be trimmed fingernail at the lead shark.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on it,
Okay.
which is my new skill. I'm going to try and warp it onto the deck.
Oh my God, why?
Okay.
It's 120-foot range. It needs to do a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
and beat a 15
Okay. I'm going to roll that now.
to succeed. Or it can choose to fail if it wants to.
It fails.
Oh,
Even though these sharks have +5 as well.
that's quite impressive.
Yeah, you were lucky.
So it rolled less than a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so it teleports to an unoccupied space, so I'm going to dump it just on deck.
Okay.
Yeah, out of water now, bitch!
So, what does it look like?
Imagine literally a fold in space, so you can see like the refraction, almost like a black hole, just pops the shark out of existence.
I'm guessing all the water now
water will
fills
rush
the
in.
area real quick.
in front of the other shark, and then it splashes out of nothingness like a big bang, but a little plop as a big fucking shark just
Yep.
lands on the ship.
Okay, so a 30-foot shark materializes on the deck of your ship,
Just behind me.
and it goes fucking mental.
Yeah, oh god!
Jesus, like a fish out of water.
It's like slapping its tail around. It doesn't know what's happening. It's thrashing its head left and right.
Dr. Feelgood, automatons, attack!
Okay, right. So one of the automatons that was on the front left with like a prying bar, pushing it off, just gets snapped up by the shark instantly.
Oh,
its
fuck.
mouth grabs it, just
Might be!
and it tears it apart like a Jack Russell going at a rat.
Wow.
Right? It shakes its head and completely trashes one of
Fucking
them.
hell, it's big!
And just flings it to the side, and the automaton sort of smacks against the capstan of the front of the ship and just
I thought this would be a hilarious joke, but it's really not.
and shuts its tail off. Where are you guys stood on the deck?
That's a good pee-pee.
I'm
He's
at
at
the
edge.
front, right? Because I was just lowering the.
You're at the front, right? I'd imagine you're to the
I
back
was
left.
at the wheel and I looked over the side
Yeah.
to teleport.
So you're out the way of the tail at the moment, right? So you're looking down from the raised bridge area.
Yeah, onto the deck.
Down onto the deck where the ship has been teleported. So you've got a pretty good vantage point of this.
Yeah, as everyone gets torn up by the
As you can
shark.
see one of the automatons, and you shout to Dr. Feelgood to like organize the automatons.
Get
One
a
of the-
big fucking net or something.
Okay, big net. Okay, right. You don't have any big nets on board, but what you do have are some
Ropeless,
lines.
yeah.
So a couple of the automatons run to grab ropes and they start chucking them over the top of the shark to try and hold this thing down. But again, this is a 30-foot shark. It's huge. I mean, imagine this space here is like, it would fill most of the length of this room.
It's a big fucking shark, yeah.
It's a giant shark.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to take a sip of rum and then casually pick up my musket ready for next turn.
Okay, great. You got it. You've lent your musket against the steering wheel sort of pole.
So here we go. Start pumping it.
Okay, now it's the giant shark's go. The shark looks for another target on the deck. It looks around. It's already torn up one of the automatons. It's now deactivated. And he's thrashing, all right? He's really thrashing. He thrashes a bit more. He spends 6 seconds thrashing. And then he uses all his movement thrashing. And then he decides to try and snap at Kapipi, who's in front of him. He manages to thrash. You look round, and this shark has done the equivalent of the worm towards you, just like...
Impressive.
He's hungry for...
He can dance.
He can dance. He can dance. Yeah, he can dance. He tries to attack Peepee. So he tries to bite you with his big gaping maw. 21.
That beats
17.
That's your AC. Okay, and he does. Let's take one of these out. He does hits. 11 points of damage.
Oh no. There's nothing I can do to defend against that. It's just literally.
And have you got resistance to piercing damage?
Oh, I don't know. Where would I find that? Probably not.
Well, you do if you're in your shell, I think is the only way you get it.
Yeah, you don't really.
When can I use that shell? Is it only on my turn that I can preemptively defend myself by going into my shell? So I can't like defend myself now.
Can't
Unless it
reaction.
says as a reaction.
Unless it says as a reaction, which I don't think you have. It's in features and traits, probably near the bottom. Can't imagine it is a reaction.
Because the shark is out of water, a fish out of water, it starts to gasp for air. You can see it.
All the gills.
You can tell that it needs a bit of air, and it sort of seems to be weakened because of this. That is that shark's go. Next up, we have the other shark. The other shark, startled momentarily by the disappearance of its hunting partner, fills the gap where it once was and accelerates its tail, moving towards Titus. It closes the gap with Titus and attacks him. Titus. I'm going to, whoops, I need to roll to hit. 26
Wait, what?
to hit your AC.
12 in the shield. That definitely beats that.
It's big.
Okay.
Big,
You take 17 points of damage.
Wow.
You take a
That's a
limb.
lot of damage.
And now there's blood in the water. They take a. He comes and snaps your legs. He takes a little bit of your calf muscle.
What?
As his giant teeth.
Well, I'm clinging onto this thing.
You are, but your leg is dangling. Your leg is dangling in the
Why are
water.
you pulling me up,
And
Kapipi?
this
It's eating
giant
me.
shark takes a pass at you, and one of your legs gets sucked in by the current as it opens its mouth, the water sucking in. You feel your leg get sucked into its mouth, and then a sharp, snapping bite catches the meat of your leg
No!
and does that damage. Blood is now in the water, and you can see the blood has frenzied the animal further. He knows that a good meal awaits him, so he continues and comes around and turns and begins a second attack. That's what's coming up next.
Shit.
Kapipi, it's your go.
Yeah. So I've just been hit or bitten. What was it? Is it a bite at me or that did the 11 points damage?
Yes, yeah. So the
gash.
flailing shark managed to move forward and snap the back of your leg at the back of your
Just the
leg.
back of my leg. Oh! And I let a little bit of the slack on the chains go, and that's how come you got hit maybe as well.
Nice.
See.
Nice.
Can I try? I'm gonna have to just let go of Titus, I'm afraid, because I've got to defend myself because it's all within that split
that's
second.
Titus, the Iron Maiden, suddenly gives, and you'll plunge back into the water.
Sorry, Titus, I've got to defend myself.
I can't imagine an Iron Maiden
Fuck
floats.
No, it sinks quickly to because of the reef.
There'll
It only
be
drops
a-
about 6 foot before it clanks onto the top of the reef.
There'll be a stop on the chain though, surely. Stop it.
There
going
will,
that way.
but it's not even that deep, so
Right,
like it doesn't
so
run out all
so
of the chain.
is just pointing.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I try sleep on the shark that's behind me?
You can try, yeah.
Try it. You know why? Is it something that
Remember,
won't work?
sleep is a spell based on the amount of HP a target has. I don't know what level at which you're casting it. You might cast it at a very high level.
Casting it at level. I don't know.
Or you can choose.
Fifth level.
Fifth.
Fifth level.
All right.
You can try casting it at 5th
At
level. That
higher
might
levels,
work.
you cast a spell using.
An additional 2d8 for each level above first, so that's 3, 4, 5, 78, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to cast that.
Well, 2d8 per slot.
Yeah.
So that's
So you're casting it at 5th level,
4,
above
6,
first, so
8,
4
10
more.
D8.
Yeah, no, so it's for every above it. So there are 4 levels above level 1. So you do 4 times 2d8. So 8d8 plus the original cast, which I think is 5d8. Is it? What's sleep normally? 5d8?
Yeah, 5d8.
5d8. Oh yeah.
So it's 13d8s, I believe.
I'd
then?
do that on there if I were you.
Yeah, yeah.
I just clicked the cast spell, right?
So that might work.
But yeah, so I'm gonna, so I spin round, pull the lute round. It's like, you know, when the guitarist does the thing over his shoulder and it goes all the way around, but I kind of like do that and it goes around twice and I
Yeah.
catch
Wow.
it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Right, so I just click here, Trot? Yeah?
You wish it was just that easy,
You
but yeah,
snap
click
it
that
away.
first. But then you also need to go to the bottom left where that little dice symbol is, and click the top button. No, wait, D8 is the little diamond.
That one? No, that one.
That one, however many times we said.
Oh, so it doesn't work out for me.
No.
It does if you use the spell slot casting. There's should be if you scroll into your spells, you should be able to find
for sleep.
cast as 5th.
You said 13, right?
Yeah. Just do 13 d8s.
So then do I just click there?
Yeah. Here they come.
Jesus, that's a lot of dice.
It will calculate it.
64.
That actually came up for me there as well. Doesn't work.
That's so
I was
many.
going to say, right, so a little bit of,
You're not feeling sleepy?
here's a learning, and then for a moment, there's a click, and there's a revelry, as if Kapipi's mind itself removes itself from reality, from the flow of time, and there's a momentary pause. Some may call it a learning experience. And it's a song you recognize. Your musical brain makes sense of it. Here's a learning moment for little Kapipi now. Sleep's a really good spell, but only really at lower levels. As a wizard or as a casting man, you learn that in D&D, some spells get shit as time goes on. Sleep's one. Sleep's only good for low HP. Sleep's one. Sleep's one. If you're fighting a giant shark, sleep's probably shit. And then back into reality.
Oh,
you realise your mistake.
no.
Holy
Run.
shit. Yeah, sleep
First time
unfortunately.
it's never worked.
Yeah, unfortunately sleep.
well, I'm
You
learning.
can see
There
the
you go.
shark drifting slightly, and because it's sort of slightly asphyxiated as well on land, it had a slim chance, but unfortunately the sleep doesn't take hold. It's not interested in your song, and it smells blood on the water below, and it thrashes.
I've used my good spell slot as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I'd cast that at a lower level. Never mind. Can I run away at the end of that?
I choose to run
have I
away. You're
got-
in the seat.
Have I got any movement to get? Yeah, but I was
Yeah,
standing.
you haven't
like,
used any movement yet. Yeah,
I
you
was
can
like
move.
nose
You
to-
can move around it. So obviously, imagine the main center of the ship has got that giant shark with its head pointed at you. You can try and move
that give
left
it
or right
opportunity
around
to
it. Sort of
attack?
when you're trying to squeeze past somebody in a crowded corridor.
Yeah.
That, but there's a fucking giant
Where's
shark.
the hatch to go down?
Watch out.
The hatch is
that
kind
at the
of.
front?
There's a staircase to the rear.
Oh, I thought it was at the front.
It's not. Well, I can't really remember. No, I don't think we designed that. No, actually, there's a loading hatch, but the thing's just right over it. So, one of those grates where you can open them to lower large things using cranes, but its body is just right over that hatch. To the rear, there's a staircase that goes down to the gun deck as well. But again, you can get there, but you have to go around it. Its tail's kind of thrashing over the entrance to the gun deck as well.
I'll run as far to the front as I can away, like off the
You're already pretty far forward, but you can go up that little. It's got a name, I can't remember. But there's
Yeah.
like a stick that sticks
You know
out the
what,
front,
yeah,
right?
that. I'm going to the end of that.
Yeah, you can move up that. That's okay. It takes you further away. But as you move up, you see that the other shark below in the water has already taken a pass at Titus, and you can see a little bit of blood in the water from where he's attacked.
Right.
You can also see him, Titus. You see Kapipi move out onto the sort of that pole that extends to the front of the ship, and you feel a bit angry because you know that he dropped that fucking thing you were holding onto as well.
You should be down here with me.
You should be down here.
Oh, Titus!
Titus, it's your go.
I'm going to attempt a polymorph curse on the shark,
You okay?
which requires a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I would like to turn
16.
it into a chinchilla, which I have done some research briefly.
Okay.
They are known for having some of the softest fur on a rodent. However, they're not even supposed to take water baths due to the nature of their fur, instead opting for dirt baths. If a chinchilla is put in water, its fur will become heavier and denser, causing the small rodent to drown. I want to turn this shark into a chinchilla.
Well, that's a really good idea. Okay,
great.
right, 1 second. So that's using your spell polymorph.
Polymorph, yes.
Okay, just quickly check
Understand
that.
what that requires. A bit
So,
of concentration, range of 60 foot, an animal up to 1,000 pounds? No, wait, that's something else. Doesn't mention the size. It says large or small.
right, the problem is,
Yeah. Can I do that?
you can do that, and the shark failed its check, so you succeed. However, one thing you got to remember is with polymorph, when the creature changes form, it takes on the hit points of that new form.
Yeah.
When the hit points are depleted down to 0, it changes back to its original form and assumes the hit points of that form.
Oh, so it regains it.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
So
So
what
surely
you-
it'll drown by the time,
but then it'll regain it and turn back into a shark.
so there's no benefit to really using this.
The benefit is to turn it into a harmless chinchilla. If you do that and held the chinchilla above the water and kept it alive, it would remain a chinchilla. So you could turn the shark into a
If I
chinchilla.
just turn it into a goldfish and then we just turn it into a.
Then
They
for an
just- they
hour,
can't really attack us.
for an hour,
we're
that
free
shark
to
will be a
just-
goldfish.
Yeah, but we've only got an hour, guys.
Yeah.
It can't die.
Yeah.
We can't let it die. All right, guppy.
Put it in a little.
You turn it into a
Little
guppy.
guppy.
Okay,
We'll turn it into a guppy.
turn it into a little guppy.
Guppy.
You cast the spell, and the shark shrinks.
That's better, isn't it?
The shark,
That's nice.
about to take a pass at you, its menacing visage shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until it realizes it's a little guppy.
Not nice, is it? You can't talk. I could probably talk to you and get.
You could,
some-
yeah, it can
maybe-
understand you. It can understand you because you were
And I
trying.
could get dumb. What was it like? Very basic.
Yeah, you
language
can convey
understanding.
basic language to fish.
Why'd you attack me? You don't know.
You can't understand them back.
You. Look at you now. You're silly.
It's
You're
just in
silly.
its
Look what you've done to my
nature.
leg. That's going to take some magical power and some healing. Ah!
It's just annoyed. You scold.
Annoyed.
You scold the guppy.
You got an hour of this. Otherwise, we got an hour.
The guppy swims off into the reef, disappears into one of the little holes and
So, yeah,
hides.
when you grow back, you're
Ashamed.
going to get stuck in there, mate.
He doesn't know that
he
when
doesn't know.
in an hour when he changes from a guppy into a giant shark, he's just going to explode within a reef.
It's either
Okay.
really hurt or he's going to get
You've
trapped.
dealt with that. You've essentially disabled one of the giant sharks. What do you want to
Swim
move?
to the
Do you want-
surface? Yeah. Swim
swim
back
to the surface, yep.
So that I can try and get picked up again.
Excellent use of a spell there.
Am I allowed to say anything to Kapipi?
You can say something, yeah. Although you just
Kapipi,
spent,
you bastard!
that's it. That's all you can say because you used a bit of that time talking to the fish.
I will continue.
Next time.
Okay, you got it. You've handled that fish, but there's still the fish on the deck. Second sword, you'll go.
Fucking hell, everyone! Please tie it down. It's really thrashing.
You can help them if you want, or you can do whatever you
I'm
like.
going to get my musket and
Okay.
should have infused this thing. I'll do that next time. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a musket shot.
What would an infused shot look like?
I can infuse it with a enhanced range, which gives it a +1 basically.
Okay.
It makes it more special. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent. That's 7 points of damage.
Oh boy. Oh, be here a while. Sword does 7 damage with his musket. I think we might need to buff that.
I think it's dead.
It is not dead. The musket ball just sort of disappears in the huge shark.
Killed
Like,
it.
There's like a very subtle, like there's a bang and then like a,
Yes.
Back to the open sea, everyone.
and as you shoot it, it irritates the shark slightly and it flaps its tail and smashes another of the automatons into like a wall.
Oh, it's not dead.
It doesn't disable the automaton,
dead.
but like the automaton sort of looks up at you like a bit peeved because he's just like, you provoked him almost.
Yeah.
You want to do anything else?
For my bonus action, I'll cast Healing Word on that thing that just got smashed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Does Healing Word work on non-organic objects?
Yeah, you tell me.
It doesn't.
Okay.
So you don't have to use it. I wouldn't use it if I. You'd have to use something like mending or some other form of like rebuilding of
Yeah, can't do
fixing.
that. There you go. I contemplate healing it and then think that's a ridiculous idea because it's not a living entity. So
Okay, that yeah. Between sessions, we'll have to buff your musket because that doing 7 damage at this point is fucking abysmal.
I think it should be a full auto musket.
Okay, well, you can come up, perhaps as the artificer here, have a look at it, think about how you'd improve it, and you can suggest some stats to me. Okay, how about that? The giant shark is still gasping for air. Really looking a bit worse for wear now. The musket shot is not because of that.
Dead.
That's dead. That is gone. That's gone. It snaps at one of the automatons. God, these things are really dangerous. Oh, okay. It looks to the right, grabs another automaton, it just breaks it into 100 little pieces. All right, one of the so you're down to 4 working automatons now. Fuck. It really ground that thing up. Kapipi, your go.
Okay.
Hold on. Did you make a saving throw for that thing?
Which thing?
Automaton. Or did it just have to hit it?
It just had to hit it. Why?
Okay, never mind.
And also it was a nat 20.
All right, never mind.
Just be happy that wasn't on anybody alive here, because that would have done a horrible amount of damage.
No worries, carry on.
Even
Right.
Kapip would have
I'm
maybe
gonna
locked in one shot.
I'm going to try a stinking cloud.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
I've done a few of those
Terrence.
in my time,
but with Terrence, exactly.
haven't I?
Plenty.
I'm trying to
I think
really...
you just did one just then, in fact.
We breathe them in. We inhale them.
I'm surprised you guys don't fart more, honestly.
But yeah, one of the Terrence is going to do a stinking, because that's how I
Yeah.
use it. Pull his tail, and then he's going to
Eject.
eject a stinking cloud.
Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you deploy it. Like a flame, like a Vietnam era flamethrower. You spray the deck
There you go. Inflate.
with.
And then
Release!
And where's the pyro button? There's a pyro here somewhere. I can't find it, but it would be. And that's how
You're
I,
going to pull me up, yeah, you son of a bitch?
And how's this work?
Why am I on the surface?
you create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered on a point within range. The cloud spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for the duration. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling. Creatures that don't need to breathe or immune to poison automatically succeed the saving throw.
Okay, now the shark fails and it's gagging. Luckily, the automatons aren't, affected by this again because they're not living, breathing creatures. So it's
Sword.
just a shark. The sword is at the back.
Of course.
So sword's at the back. This is perfect placement for a spell like this. The gas fills the area, and the shark takes a full lung hit at this shit. It starts to gag and retch. It starts throwing up number plates. It starts throwing up, half-digested bodies. The classic. There's one that just says it's like a pirate ship's figurehead, the equivalent of a pirate era number plate. How much damage does it do?
I don't think it does. I think it just uses its turn, doesn't it?
We're just,
Oh, is it like a disable?
so just giving
On a
you
failed
time.
save, the creature spends its action that turn. retching
Oh,
and
I
reeling. So
see.
it means
Very
it-
good.
So he can't do any more damage to us for another.
Do you want to
Right,
move?
just
Do anything
renders
else?
it.
Pull me up, you
And then a
bastard!
moderate wind at least 10 miles per hour disperses the cloud after 4 rounds.
Okay.
A strong wind at least 20 miles per hour disperses it after.
So you got 4 rounds of this, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a wind blowing across the deck.
Okay, so that's that.
Yep. You can move, talk.
Is this where I can do a bonus action?
Yep.
can
Bonus
do
actions can be done at any time. You can just use one of them on your
Okay,
turn.
because I've used them before, haven't I, where I give these guys, was it inspiration or something?
Yeah,
Where do I find that?
bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. Creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die of 1d8. For 10 minutes, the creature can add it. Or was it Mantle of Inspiration?
A bonus action. To grant 8 temporary HP up to 4 creatures you can see and that can see you.
Or Mantle of Majesty. You can. Bonus action. You can cast without expending a spell slot for 1 minute until your concentration ends. You can cast command as bonus action.
You can cast command as a bonus action on the shark. You can command the shark.
Can I? To do anything.
Well, like a single word command,
Like
basically.
flee, jump, sing.
As long as it fails.
Do I try that?
Whose goes it after? It's just,
Yeah.
Yours.
oh, okay.
All right, I'll try that.
I do
as
have
a-
an idea, but
I'll try that as a bonus action.
Good.
Click on,
that.
click on the description of it.
Bear in mind that the automatons are trying to restrain the shark with ropes at the moment.
But I might just tell it, just calm down.
Be calm.
Be calm.
Okay.
calm
Be
down.
calm.
Okay, it tries to be calm, but it continues to retch and throw up from the smoke.
So it's calm and throwing up.
It's calmly gagging.
Yeah. There you go, guys. Right, what's up?
Did it? Nailed it. So calm.
I hear the gagging and
Titus, you hear gagging.
I climb the chain of the thing because it's not. No one's lifting me up here. And I get to the,
climb the
Titus, I
chain.
thought you.
and
Where
I
are
get
you?
to the edge.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join the fight, Titus.
As soon as I cast my spell, pop it into the cannon and fire it. Reduce. I'm going to reduce it down to a very tiny size.
Okay, cool.
And
Mini shark.
I'm expecting anyone nearby the shark to pop it into a cannon because it only lasts a minute. This only lasts a minute. So then we have to fire it out of the cannon as fast as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Reduces.
Okay.
Reducius.
You cast Enlarge Reducer, which is a con save, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
I have to. Right, okay.
16.
1 second.
Con 16.
Look. Doesn't work, I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh shit!
It tries to. I wish it would work, but I can't fudge that. That was a nat 20
Never
again.
mind. It's nice to try.
Oh, wait! I used the wrong stat. You get another chance.
Joel, I think that I'm not sure. Is it shrinking?
It's not shrinking
Oh,
yet,
it
Titus.
failed! 15.
Oh,
It
it's
needed a
going
16.
smaller.
It's worked.
God.
For a moment, the shark seems to resist, but then it gets really shrinky. It gets small.
Pop it in the cannon! Hurry up, you bastards!
It's now about the size of a large codfish.
Okay.
Fit in the cannon?
It won't fit in one of the lower deck cannons, but you still have the little biter, which was rigged to the nose. So we think we can probably fix it into the little nut biter or little nipper. We're not really sure what it's called, can't remember, but both are fine.
Stuff it, stuff it.
One of the automatons swiftly reached down, grabbed, and they're perfect at loading. They're built to load. So just loading charge goes in the back. Another one grabs their loading pole. You can just see
Stuffing it in.
Wonderful to see it work.
as this cod gets stuffed into this thing,
Yes.
and then they sort of look to you to do you want to do the honors? They hand you the light.
I can't stand on this leg yet.
They pull you up over the front, which is where the little nipper is, and they put the brand, like the little thing.
Yeah. Let's fucking do this.
You light the back of the cannon, boom. You just see, the last thing you see is the tail of this thing,
Fucking
as the
hell.
wind takes it.
It's going.
What?
It's going.
And somewhere about 800 meters in the distance, you hear as the shark is clearly sinking. You still have the hole to patch in the water. You have legs to patch too.
My leg.
You're out of initiative.
That's more in the air.
Here. And I cast a wispy green essence which looks quite invasive.
Oh, smear it
and
on
it
my
goes,
leg.
It goes into your leg.
Oh,
It's like steam.
Ooh.
It's healing word.
That's nice. The guys, we're sinking.
What?
Yeah. We haven't had a time to discuss this, but you can hear Kevin down there.
So he was telling he wasn't crying
Yeah,
wolf.
he was. So I look down there. There's a bit of reef that we can probably block up. There's probably going to be a little bit of water down there. So we need to go
We
down
block it
there and
up
check
with
out now.
Kevin?
No, again, we've tried to do the glove thing. We said that we needed a glove sheath all around him. We can't do it, basically. Let's just go down there and plug that hole with something.
All right. Living automatons with me.
How many did we lose?
I don't want to say.
What?
We had a little shark right there, I just noticed.
We do have a little
That's
shark
the
coming.
talisman you bought before. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to remember that. It wards off sharks.
You lift it up. You can't see it on camera. It wards off sharks.
Yeah, remember that? Ages ago, I gave it
What's
to
in
you.
my pocket?
Oh yeah.
That didn't work. I didn't do shit.
Don't believe
next
in
time.
voodoo.
What's the point in that thing? Wards off sharks. Didn't ward off anything. Look
I
at
heal
that
you
thing.
for 7 points, by the way.
Thank you for the 7 points. That's really nice.
You're welcome.
I
I
got
tossed that overboard.
You tossed the shark thing overboard.
Fucking useless. And head down deck with automatons. And then see if there's any spare wood or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. There's carpenter supplies and things like that. The first mates can help you repair it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've got.
Bongo, he's the carpenter, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yes, what do you need me to do? You want me to patch up a
Oh,
hole?
you see the hole, with the water pissing in?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I see that.
fix that,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're down in the bottom of the hull, and Kevin's just like, up to his waist in water. Luckily, your bedrooms have got like sealed doors that haven't been opened, so they should be dry. But the stores and a lot of the stores and stuff, it's pretty wet down here. Now that there's less threat, you think the automatons can pry you off of the reef. They use their long barge poles, push you off the reef, and as now the reef has no longer burst through the hull, you can patch it, yeah. Like Bongo shows you just quite quickly. Sticky Mickey's not going to put a nail through his hand this time. You patch it up, you've had practice, and you've now got expert guidance as well.
Character growth. Yeah.
And that is real character growth. No more nails in the hands
more
for
nails.
Kapipi. You patch it and the hole stops. It's still got quite a lot of water though. How do you want to get rid of it? You can try and bucket it out. Do you have any
Should
more
we drill a
creative
hole in the
ideas?
bottom to drain it out?
That's
That's a great idea.
No.
What?
Like a plug hole?
No.
Oh, because we're underwater
We
down
just
here, aren't
filled
we?
a hole because it will go
yeah.
in.
Sorry.
It's going to go in fast and it goes out.
Yeah,
and
true.
Have we got like a novelty-sized sponge? No? Didn't pack one.
I mean, do we have a small sponge?
Can we get Kevin to drink it all?
No.
I don't think he
No,
could
he
do
won't drink
that.
the
I mean, we
water.
could leave him swimming down there for a little bit.
We could just send automatons up and down with buckets.
With buckets, yeah.
That's the best option, I think. Maybe some
Will
barrels.
that take a long time? Barrels.
We've got
Have
some
we got
barrels.
empty barrels?
Yeah, with the mackerels and some.
All right, everyone, let's put all our
Let's
hands
all
to
grab
work.
any open receptacle. There's a bucket that fit my head perfectly that we
Yeah.
can fill.
I use my goblet, which I was drinking rum from, and just very lazily take one
Now and
occasion.
then.
Yeah.
About 45 minutes pass as your
Oh,
bucket
well,
chain
ages, I
of automatons going up and down, up and down. Do you want to have a look at? You might want to have a look at the broken automatons as well and start trying to repair those.
All right, lads, who's fucked?
The two that are like slumped against the side, and one of them's just like in pieces. So you're like going around collecting that one in like
Can
a
we
sack.
repair them?
Like it's
Right.
going to take some time to
I'm
get
gonna
that
have to
one
take
back
some
together.
bits of you and put them onto this one, all right?
That's a good idea, yeah. So cannibalizing a few parts, that might
Yeah.
help. The artisans also gave you a small store of spare parts for automatons as well. So it's
yeah,
amazing.
this will fit. I give them like arms and legs
Yep.
that aren't quite the same height and width as the previous ones.
Give me 2 rolls of a d20 and you can add your, let's call it your, what's your better stat for things like
My better stat is
Arcana would be
intelligence.
great. Intelligence, yeah. Give me,
If I can do, yeah.
no, give me intelligence rolls. Yeah, give me 2 d20 intelligence rolls.
All right. 14 for that one. The shark stopped it on his little fin, bastard. 22.
Nice. All right.
Second one.
So you repair both.
Sweet.
They
Good as new.
Good, well,
on
not
the
quite
back.
good as new.
Good
but
as new.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Salute me with your new arm. Yeah, that'll do. All right, yeah, off you go. Off you go.
So it sort of jams like
I kick it.
We'll need some work on those.
it does one. You start to move again. The first mates are happy with the ship, the repairs, and the hull has been drained, and you start to carefully navigate your way over and through the reef. With good eyes looking over the front, you can navigate through the channels in the reef, and you manage to clear it. After about 15 minutes of travel, behind you hear a huge explosion.
Oh. Wow.
As you realise the guppy has changed back into a giant shark within the reef. The reef was strong enough to contain the guppy's change, however, and it was forced through the Swiss cheese-like holes of the coral out, and it just basically just like grates, instantaneously
Cheese
grates the shark
Into
into
flesh
tiny
pieces.
bits
Play-Doh.
of flesh bits, yeah.
Yeah, the flesh
But the
bits of Play-Doh
pressure and
through.
the expansion also just blows the reef, that bit of the reef apart as well.
Yes!
So
Plague of the sea!
Get rid of those reefs. What are they for? What are they for anyway?
Fuck you, reefs, get in the way of ships.
goddamn reef. So you've
not the first time
blown
we've
a
seen
hole in the reef.
Did you not wonder where that shark went? No? No one questioned where that shark went?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, I turned into a little fish. They went
Oh,
in there.
I saw the other one you made small.
Yeah. Oh,
That
so you
was
made
funny.
it both small.
Yeah. No,
And
I
that's
did,
what that
yeah.
was
Yeah.
it? Oh, right, okay.
Fucking hell, you cast spells or something?
Yeah, I did.
Not
you
bad,
were
not bad, I
well,
To be
guess.
honest, he did well. Both solutions were very good.
I'll
and
write tales about this.
we will leave part 1 of session 11 there. Thanks for watching Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. We hope your expectations remain forever low. We hope you enjoyed this little one. We'll be coming back with part 2 of session 11 momentarily for our live viewers at twitch.tv/hatfilms, but a little bit longer for those watching or listening on a podcast. Thanks to our Patreon for supporting Booty. We really appreciate it. And if you're interested, there's a poster available. which we think is pretty good.
Oh yeah, damn right, yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's really good.
Join us again as the gang continue their journey to the mushroom island of Fungary and on to eventually the Horn. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Billow.
Billowing.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
My cope inflated.
Right, so live audience, we'll take a quick break.
I do need a pee real bad.
And we will return with the second half.
Mega piss. Hope you enjoyed. Going to mute now, Craig.
I'm going to turn the death machine on as well.
You are indeed muted. The death machine? Oh no.
Billowing.
Trello.
Triller.
Do we know why
That's
that cut
loud.
out last week?
No.
Right. Okay.
Did we what? Did we what?
Well, it cut out last week.
Oh, the,
It's like if that ever happens and we don't notice it, it's just going to piss
the
out
gas.
gas.
Just keep putting, yeah. Luckily, it's really loud, so we notice when it's on at all times.
Whisper choir operation.
It's about to get loud, chat.
Well, I'm glad the shrinking worked. That's just shrinking. when you
Yeah,
pop
I
them
didn't
into
know
that.
about the sleep thing, and then
I'm muting my mic.
Then I used all my new spell slots, so I couldn't use any of my new spells. I was thinking of doing the thing where I could do the mislead thing, where I jump into a different body, jump overboard, and let the sharks attack them.
Well, I was hoping to. If they were still in the water, I was going to try and use telekinesis on one of them to attack the other. I think I could do that. I don't know. I don't know what the limitations are. God, it's scary when it's on. But there were plenty of options to deal with those sharks.
Indeed. Hello.
Billow!
Can you hear us?
You guys can't hear a thing, right?
They can't hear it.
It's just a laptop fan, yeah. Oh, hello. Can you hear
God, it does
me?
smell gassy, doesn't it?
I really wished I could turn him into a chinchilla, though. That would have been quite cool. But killing it, I didn't know that killing it would return its previous HP, which sounds pretty crazy. If I hadn't known that, that would have been very pointless.
Is it working? Are you warm?
Are you getting hot over there?
The fan is definitely working, right? Because we repaired that after it got dented. As long as it's doing that, yeah.
That's hot. That's real hot stuff.
Right.
It is pretty cold. Is my mic popping? I don't know.
Greetings. Can you hear that? Is that obvious?
By Jove.
By God.
Can you hear us? Over the top.
What?
Hello?
Wonderful. Let me read out some people if you can actually hear us. Let's see here. Thank you very much, May Walker, for 100 bitties. Good day, I'm here to fulfill my duty. Unfortunately, can't stay as I've got a couple of episodes to catch up on. Anyway, why did the blonde have square boobs? She forgot to take the tissues out of the box.
Thank you.
Walty Baba, thanks for resubbing for 20 months, and Reese Douglas, 25 months. Always a pleasure to support you four boys. Wishing you success with your card game and other merch to wrap up 2022 on a high. Thank you very much.
Thank
Very
you.
kind. Yeah, we're happy with our merch so far. We've got quite a few new releases. Please check them out on freshstore.co.
There's something for everyone.
Something for everyone. It's a trading card game that we're going to be packing at the end of this month.
Yep.
And you can get your Christmas jumper pleasure off right now, in time for Christmas. And you can also get our 2 new t-shirts, the white one and the black one, Thermal and Fungi, which are just really cool designs that we like. And in the new year, hopefully, we're going to get some more
Hoodie stuff,
hooded-based
some other stuff
items. We
lined
want to
up.
get it right. I'm going to have to
get
sign
it now
these
while
donations.
you still can.
What do you mean? Sign these donations?
Yeah, I don't know what they mean by that. You got your mum the pleasure of jumper, she disowned you.
Well,
Well, now you got a jumper.
yeah, free jumper for you.
You can take that jumper and wear it. Which is currently being adorned by Trot there.
Yes. Looks real good with a cloak.
If you're already wearing a cloak, then you should know this will look good with that combo.
What a combo.
Sign language, Trotty. I see.
Oh, I see.
Do you know sign language?
No. Unfortunately not. This is thank you. That's it. That's all I
Remember
know.
at school it was just like, they was like, oh, it's please me, you, fuck off, or
Yeah,
something dumb
yeah.
like that, which isn't
Not
right.
it.
But
This is like A-E-I-O-U. And then H.
the merch goblin is back in a new form.
Back!
Man. 2012 meme. Or 2011, right?
It's an old
It's an
meme.
old meme.
Warren Filton.
Is the fireball lighting up Kregel's laptop? I don't think so. I think he's avoiding it, luckily.
Just about. But don't worry, we'll be turning this off and finishing up part 2 momentarily. Wonderful.
Ding, 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 ding. Where are your cloaks from? I think this is. Where is this stuff? This is like LARP gear.
Yeah, there's a few websites you can get them from. You can also buy them just at the LARP events. I think this one,
Wasn't there a LARP fair not a couple of years ago?
yeah, there's a fair you can go to every year, but it's just a market for LARP stuff, basically.
Yeah. So we got our orc masks, well, no, orc stuff from.
Yeah. Yeah! Forgot about that LARP fair.
Yeah, I think that's
Lots
where I
of
got most of the gear for the orc.
Yeah.
But we don't speak of the orcs anymore.
The orcs are dead now.
The orcs have died, even though
Thank you, Dr.
They
Simon
killed
Clark,
us.
for the raid. Sorry, that was 15 minutes
you.
ago.
there you go. Did it just cut off randomly then? Did you predict when that would cut off?
I was just saying how it doesn't feel like it's blowing out a jet like it used to. You have to be quite close to it.
Oh, is it because of the fan?
Straight up. I literally was like, my hand over it, just cut.
Yeah, probably time to give that one a rest, mate.
I don't think the fan's blowing it out like it used to.
Not as effective.
It might be like a safety heat cut off or something.
Might be.
Time to cut off that gas, I reckon. Or breathe it in. Oh, I wouldn't fill it. I wouldn't fill the room up with the light, the thing lit.
Turn that. Oh, God, that's scary.
You're opening it wider? Oh no, it sounded like louder before.
Don't light anything for a few minutes.
Can you open the door?
I don't think that came out.
Right.
It's a bit farty.
We were just saying how that might be like a heat cut-off thing. If that fan isn't blowing it out,
I think what's happening is, after a while, the gas leaving the tank changes the temperature of the tank, right? So after a while, it starts to cool off. It's probably something to do with the flow rate of the gas, you're right. I don't think it's necessarily that it's too hot or too intelligent. I think that the flow rate is not balanced by the thing.
I really don't think that fan is spinning how it used to.
No,
'Cause
why
it
not
used to be a jet. Like we used to have it in the corner there and feel it over here.
Yeah.
It's
That's
buggered.
a different one. I mean, some idiot threw a panel door.
Safe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Safe as
Just
hell.
tossing things around like it was nothing. Oh shit. Expensive fireballs just got hit. Should get an electric heater, yeah. That won't fill this room very well, I don't think.
It's not that powerful. It's a big space.
Yeah, well, there's whiskey up there if you want it.
Yeah, there's the mix as well.
Well, you have the mix or the whiskey.
Kombucha.
The kombucha, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not though.
Mic
Yeah, well,
back
we've already
on.
had it tested. And Stumpy isn't dead.
He didn't die yet. He didn't have enough. Oh, it smells a bit farty now, doesn't
It
it?
smells very gassy, yeah.
I've been gassed.
A little bit of gas.
It's not leaking still, is it?
I
God,
think
that,
we hear it
nail us
hissing.
for your electric heaters, yeah.
God, that thing scares me.
I mean, supposedly that gas one would probably be cheaper than the electric one right now.
Why is this not detecting it anymore?
I don't know. We won't be lighting a small fire.
Did it swap Wi-Fi's perhaps?
Ding, 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 ding. Ass, titties, ass
No,
and
it's still the
titties.
same thing. Why
Ass,
does
ass,
stuff
ass,
breaking
ass,
the brakes?
ass.
This happened last week with the camera.
Ding, 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 ding,
God
ding,
damn it.
9, 2,
ding, 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 ding.
1,
What's
6,
this?
8.
So it's a misery business on Trombone Champ.
What do you mean it doesn't sound very good?
But I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Is it tapped in?
Yeah. Somewhat.
Yeah, I'd love to do this. Where the fuck is my water?
They're really good at it though, whoever's playing.
I love it.
I'm in the business of misery. Take it from the top, get the body,
Propane kind of smells like the inside of a pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
What does?
Propane.
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 How do you think other warehouses around here are heating their warehouses?
Vigorous
Those are
buggery.
designed for this type of building, as in like, it wouldn't be surprising if they had something similar.
You don't see the gas canisters outside their
No,
warehouses.
you don't, to be fair.
I
But
doubt they're keeping them inside.
yeah, various mechanics I've been to have had similar kind of fire ball-esque designs, but so it's not insulated in any real way, so
No,
it's
it
kind of like
leaks
you just
out.
need to
We could
insulate it, couldn't we?
get
cost.
like a Bitcoin farm in here.
Yeah, and then that
and
will warm us
then
up.
Warm us up, and also,
Oh, nice money.
Usually
Earn
more
us money.
electricity than heating. More than it will make.
will it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're heating at the same time.
Great idea. Cricket hadn't fell 15% yesterday.
Yeah, literally. Well, maybe now's
I
the
don't know, I
time to
just know
mine.
it's the same.
time to mine.
Now's the time to mine when it's low. Mine low, gains high. Are they ever going to return to the heights of 2020? Probably not.
Nay.
It's all crashing. Everything's crashing. Tech industries crashing.
I can't believe I got a gash in the back of my leg from that shark.
Bloody hell.
You have? One of them
you
bit
both
my
have.
calf off.
Both got leg bites.
Both got a leg bite. Or two.
Iron Brew Extra.
Yeah.
What's
Extra nothing. No sugar. I don't know why they go for like max and extra when they're actually removing.
I actually had an Iron Brew when I was in Scotland.
Do you think?
How does that make you feel?
Didn't taste how I remember it.
Yeah? You can buy it up the road, literally just shops up the
I haven't
road.
had one in years. But yeah.
But you only had it in Scotland for the
I
authentic feel.
thought when in Rome.
There are different versions there, I think. There's also an Iron Brew, like original, classic.
You got original and then extra.
You've got.
This is the no sugar.
The guy who owned the Airbnb we're in noticed that I had an Iron Brew, and he said it's not the same since they got rid of all the sugar.
Well, I think
yeah.
it's the same for
Which
most,
I think is what you
most
said in
things
your
general. Like the sugar was
ranking thing.
Sugar was the tasty bit.
Okay, I've unmuted myself now. It should be working.
Think so. Hello, Alex Smith. Alex Smith? Hello?
Yep. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you're working. He's louder in one ear than the other. Check.
You got different ears.
Check. Check.
Check.
is that?
Czech.
That's worrying.
Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia.
Nice. That's a
Czech Republic.
different word that
Czech.
has check in it.
Checkmate. Check yourself.
Okay, are we still in sync stream?
Hello. Are we in sync stream?
Bye, bye, bye.
Check.
Should probably chat up to see what they say. Yep. All good. Still in stink.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
I think in all the other warehouses, they're moving around doing stuff and not sitting around.
More often than not. That's true.
Yes,
But also,
check,
like-
yes. Hi, Craig. Hello.
We have to make this a very physical D&D session then.
Yeah.
Well, we
Or we
act it
just
out.
put sections on the building.
What if
Build
we
walls.
What if we were the
Build
dice?
walls. We could be the
We
dice.
roll
rolling around.
ourselves around and then land on
Yeah.
a number. Human
Yeah.
dice.
I think it could be cutting out because, like you say, it's not regulating the heat properly within the thing, and
Because of the
therefore,
fan.
It's not pushing the heat out.
yeah,
Dude,
Because
you
when-
overheating and it's like, oh shit. It's
I'm
not
glad
even-
it's got
remember,
that feature.
remember how bent up that got?
yeah.
Like, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, like, it's just.
Probably be repaired. It just needs to be.
Yeah, but I don't think
or
it-
you can replace the fan, maybe.
Maybe.
I was gonna say because like
It wasn't actually that expensive. It's
It's not
like
that. It's not heating the
blades
same
were
kind
less
of
than
way.
200 quid. The whole
that-
unit.
You can't feel it unless you're right
Yeah,
in
but
front,
you
which
might
means it's
just-
just going up.
Hot swap those blades and bam. Clean.
I'll take it to Bristol Propane Supplies and have a look. I'm gonna see if they
Right.
can fix it.
See what
Hello,
they say.
lads.
Oh, the old fireball, yeah. Oh, you dropped.
Oh, you dropped a
something on
panel
it?
door in it, was
We did
it?
actually,
Yeah.
we had loads of those actually.
Loads of people dropping panel doors on these.
Yeah, we know how to fix them now. Coming all the time. Panel doors, who knew?
Okay, right. Ready to resume?
Yes.
Okay, let's get rolling.
Hold on, let me put my speaking guard in.
Okay.
My Lisp maker.
Lisp maker.
Making the lisp.
Does it make you feel sick having those in your mouth though? Like the feel of them?
No.
You feel like you want to die.
Like as in like, there's something in my mouth still, but I can't eat it or use it. It's ugh.
Again, like I clench my jaw a lot, and I kind of like biting down on it.
But do you ever worry about biting too far?
Yeah.
Because then it splits, you're like, oh fuck. Got to get a new one done.
Yeah. Thing is, like, I kind of already want the next one because I feel like when it stops feeling tight, it's done its work.
Yeah. But when you
Take-
try to
take
put
the
next
That's what
one,
she
it'd be
says.
tough- It'd be tough to put the next one on.
That's fucking horrific, Trump.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Check. Check. Can we have the check, please?
Check.
Check.
Do you ask for the
This
check
is-
or do you ask for the bill when you
Bill.
Oh,
I'm not
Bobby.
American.
Bobby.
have the
I
bill?
want the
please?
police here.
Have the check.
I asked for the rectum.
Auchtung!
Ready.
Have you guys seen All Quiet on the Western Front?
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
I watched
fucking
that last night.
crazy.
Right?
It was really good.
It was really good.
It looks amazing as well.
Yeah, shot amazing.
Brutal. The stabbing scene was brutal.
Spoilers.
Well, that's not a spoiler. It's spoilers.
I've been told about it already.
War is brutal. But like that
It was
was
just
like,
nice to see it from a different perspective because like
Well, yeah.
the Germans are always the bad guys in all the war films we see. And
Yeah, but
it's
everyone in war's a victim. In
That's the
sense that
thing,
they're
it was
being
this-
forced to do it.
just like, they're going for exactly the same thing. That anyway, I watched it last night. So
It's
I was
really,
like,
if you like, Saving Private Ryan, that kind of style, or 1917, I guess, is a good direct comparison.
yeah, set at the same time.
Really good.
Even the main guy looks like the guy from 1917.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
film. Yeah.
He's German. When did he learn German so good?
Who knew?
It's probably Michael Fassbender.
Yeah. You had to whack the volume up though. What for just in general?
For the film?
I did find myself turning it up and then turning it down when the war scene
Yeah.
happened. Like, I guess it was.
So what are those
Surround
trenches
sound.
though? We were saying how dreadful it was. They were just trying to scoop up little bits of water from it. It's just like
Drain the trench with your helmets, guys.
you are
Fucking hell,
dying
really?
in a puddle of like watery mud.
It's remarkable what human beings can put up with.
Anyway,
Yeah, look at me putting up with this. Nightmare.
Bloody
What do
hell.
you mean?
I would rather have trench foot.
You
what
rather
than be
have-
doing this right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was all quiet. That's why I had to really wait for that punchline.
Yeah, it's funny.
Out of Booty and High Rollers, which is your favourite D&D group to play with?
Oof, oh, yikes.
Bearing in mind where you're sat right now.
He's a chaos.
Well, one gasses me out.
Oh, shit.
Which one?
The other one's a right gas.
Oh, I don't know which ones he's talking about.
Technically, it's both.
God, it's like making you choose between your children, isn't it?
Not really.
No, you have a favourite one then.
No.
Oh.
I've never had children, so I can't compare.
Right.
One of it probably earns
It's not
a
really
bit
what I
more money,
meant, it's
to be
just
honest.
a phrase.
God knows. Are we ready to start?
Yeah, we're never going to get an answer. So,
This one is my favourite.
wow.
I love Booty the most.
Clip that.
I can't wait to DM it.
Only because Mark's in Japan, you could get away with that kind of filthy language against high rollers.
Nah. He's easy to dominate
Oh,
and
goodness.
overwhelm physically.
Oh, wow, Jesus.
If he steps
And
out
you
of line.
enjoy this more?
Hmm?
You enjoy this one more than the
Yeah.
domination?
It doesn't let me do it in D&D.
Oh.
Coming to you, Alex Smith, in 10,
He's intent.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Watch him snap into
4,
character. Here it comes.
3.
It's a transformation.
Welcome back to D&D Session 11 Part 2. You join us after the gang have managed to defeat two giant sharks. And they then get their ship, the Raw Dog, off of the reef, repaired and on their way. Again on their heading of northeast towards their final destination, the Horn. However, before you get to the Horn, it's now later
Hello.
in the day.
Hi.
And this is Ross Hornby, Chris Trott, and Craig Frost playing Titus, Sword, and Kapipi. My name's Alex Smith, the mastermind. Some may call me the mastermind, the genius, the visionary behind Booty,
Dreamweaver.
the weaver of dreams, the stitcher of nightmares,
Magnus Opus.
the patron of purgatory. We begin, or rather we continue the story with the sun setting on the horizon. It is about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. We are moving along at a nice pace. There's a nice gentle breeze, nothing too strong. You're not moving at the full speed of the Raw Dog. Kapipi raises his hand.
No, this is Ook. Are we anywhere on here? Like, can I use this at all? Or
Not really.
okay, don't worry then. Right, as you were.
Kapipi receives 10 lashings from the crew for insubordination.
That's what you get for not dropping the Iron Maiden and raising it when Titus asked for it.
I was getting eaten by a shark. Look at the back of my calf
You were
there.
getting in.
It's doing nothing to him because he's got
God,
a fucking
you just
shell.
feel nothing.
Lashing does not
could've
do
died.
anything to at all.
Also, I
I could have
noticed
died.
It's just bouncing off his
I
shell.
wipe my oily hand over the shell and remember the inscription of the coordinates of the portal
Oh yeah.
on the front. It's like,
Wow.
that was a nice feature.
13376969.
Finally.
969.
Yeah.
Give it a
well,
knock
yeah.
and lash him again. Feel that?
You can't lash me. Well, I'm a captain. Ah.
I'm going to run up to his back and spit on it.
You're
You
just
could've
lashing my
saved
shell.
me.
I can't feel
could've
anything.
saved me
can't
for
feel
PP.
anything.
This is
I was
just-
down there. You didn't know what spells I could have done.
I was trying to save you.
food.
You didn't think to climb up the
I did climb up it in
chain
the end, didn't
And then you
I?
dropped it.
because I was getting eaten by the shark.
Why is a shark on the? Oh,
You could have tucked into your shell. You know you could have done.
And then I still wouldn't be able to pull you up. What
Whatever.
good would that have been? At least I dropped you, turned around, got Terence to fart on the shark, distract it so that you could shrink it.
You're lucky I don't turn you into something unnatural.
I think we just need to chill out a little bit. We've had a busy day.
Dinner's nearly ready.
Dinner's
the
nearly
turtles.
ready.
now we're
The
talking.
scent,
Is it
the,
the turtle?
the scent
setting?
of veal of the sea, aka baby
Oh.
turtle, drifts up
Yes.
from the kitchen come gun deck.
Wait a second.
Tucking in my little. I'm ready.
If we're all here having dinner,
Yeah.
who's driving the ship again?
If you're here,
You look up and it's just slowly spinning
We're
on
just
its
going in a
own. yeah, it's just like, hold on.
I would have thought we'd have seen.
I think I've seen this bit of sea before.
I've seen that cloud before.
Maintenance issue here.
Dr. Feelgood, could you take the helm while we have dinner?
I am way too small to operate a ship, sir.
Can you get an automaton to do it?
Why don't you ask one of your first mates to do it? You've got two of them.
But they're our mates.
They
can have dinner with us.
One of them's cooking.
Andy, take the reins.
I'm the one that's cooking, you bell end.
Get the other
Sorry,
first
sir.
mate. Jesus Christ, I'm glad we're not paying him.
Bongo,
Yes, sir.
could you take the ship, please?
Of course I can, yes.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
hold
What
a
were you
steady
doing?
course.
What were you doing before, Bongo?
I was attempting to repair one of the broken cannons.
Listen, Bongo,
I'm listening,
if
yes.
we're out on the deck
Yes.
preparing ourselves for a lovely dinner,
Yes.
just assume that you should be controlling the ship, all right?
Very good, yes. I'll
That's
make
it.
that a top priority.
If no one's controlling the ship, you can do it.
Control the ship.
Just keep it on. Just keep it not hitting coral reefs or
They come out of nowhere.
icebergs or giant pieces
God,
of land
dude.
or other ships.
Icebergs are a low threat in this area.
It doesn't matter. We don't want to hit anything.
We're not going to hit an iceberg.
Good.
We might.
We'll
there
take
might
that
be a
one off the
stray
list.
wizard or something.
Still look for them though.
Or
If you-
icebergs.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me up in the crow's nest then?
Well, no. I just mean don't.
On the wheel.
Just keep hold of the wheel.
the
Don't-
wheel
we're
straight.
spinning. We've been spinning on this circle.
I'm
for
puffed my
30
food.
minutes.
Clap to the bowl out of Anson Andy's and a bowl of turtle stew just sprays across the deck.
No, I got my hands on it and start eating. Wasteful.
I'm gonna have some of this.
Wasteful. This is good food.
I take Titus's bowl and start eating that.
I'm like disappointed.
No, you bastard. You bastard. That's mine. It's
you're
good.
already
Buying
eating
it.
off the deck.
Veal of
Good.
the sea is normally so tender.
Guys,
he's,
lovely.
he's overcooked this. This
He's
is
not
like,
done it as
is
nowhere
like-
near as well as
it's
Leclerc
like
back
chewing
at
leather.
Turtle Bay.
It's,
We didn't know how good we had it back on land.
All I was cornbread before.
I'm sorry, I've not made it before. I've eaten a couple of times, but that chef they've got, Leclerc, he's just so good.
You only had to
He's
reheat
great.
it.
you just have to heat it up. You've like
Yeah,
fully
they
cooked this.
gave me the constituent parts. It wasn't already
It's
done.
like charcoal. I could write my
Oh.
name with this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't know how to spell.
Well, what do you want me to do, sir? I mean, you don't pay me. I'm not a chef. What do you want?
I'm going
the
to
first
cancel your
mate.
subscription to Hello Fish.
Nice. Where are we going to get our fresh goods from? Once a week, a fish turns up and hands me a box of fish, which again is
Hello.
a little
Cancel the
bizarre.
subscription Because this was pathetic.
I think
don't
the
like it again.
Lobstrinis do that, don't they? It's like a
Oh,
submarine
yeah, they turn up for the
service.
submarine. That's what they do. Yeah. That's
Subservice.
what they're using their highly advanced submarines
use the
for.
subway.
The gig economy. Yeah, they turn up and they're like, "Oh, is this your box?" Thing is, though, like I come home from a hard day of first mating. Sometimes I just don't fancy making everything from scratch.
Just
I
rather
feel
eat
like
an oily
it's a
mackerel.
nice idea to have fresh food every night, but ultimately, with the modern lifestyle of a first mate, you simply do not have the time. Perhaps they're trying to harken back to a time when one person could stay at home and cook meals all the time, but that just isn't it anymore. You know, this is a modern society.
I noticed you're sitting here talking to us as if you're.
Well, I've
equal.
done all the cooking. I spent 3 hours cooking.
You did.
Just
3.
remember who doesn't pay your wages. All right.
I remember, all right? I remember the first time somebody offers me a better deal. I wanted to be on this ship because it's magical, but already we ran into some reef. A shark nearly ate all of us on
That
the
reef
deck.
came at us.
This is adventure.
speed.
This is the life of adventure that you signed up for.
All right.
It's got ups and downs.
I know.
There'll be ups.
If you want some gloves to go slap Kevin about to feel better, there
Is that
you go.
that's the morale
Yeah.
booster.
Go on.
Go on then. He takes the glove.
Go on.
All right, Kevin, where the hell are you? Why don't you just see him
You'll
walk
find
downstairs?
This is a rewarding experience for all of us.
It's really,
And then you just hear Kevin come to the realization that somebody else has come down, not to be good to him.
he's going to feel right as rain after that.
It's cathartic. but we mustn't tell anyone.
Kevin's
about
beatings will continue until morale improves. All right.
Exactly.
This is dreadful, isn't it?
You brought this on, Kevin. All right. Don't say I'm dreadful. You started this. All
This
right.
world is just making us awful people.
Oh, it's the world.
Yes, it's the world
that's
that's
oppressing
around
us.
Look, we've been attacked by sharks.
Yeah.
Giant krakens have tried to kill us and eat us.
Ship destroying coral reefs springing out at us without us ever knowing that it was happening.
Yeah, without Kevin, we'd be a mess. I
We
think.
would be a mess.
So we've got
Kevin
to
is
thank
our
him for
rock.
something.
Our
and
rock
our way
bottom.
of thanking him just happens to be, put on the gloves.
He's already dead.
What?
How much worse can it get for him? Anyway,
Don't know.
let's think about our future. The Horn.
Whatever's in the horn. Do we know what's
So
in
you're
the horn
sat
yet?
around chatting away, eating
How
your bowls
far
of
away are
chocolate.
we from this mushroom place?
Not far. You should be there within the hour.
Oh, just so you know, I've been consulting the charts, and although we were going around in a circle for a good 45
I
minutes,
thought you were meant to be steering the ship.
No, you
imagine me yelling from the steering wheel down onto
Oh,
the deck.
right, yeah.
I just don't want to because
Speak up.
my voice isn't. I'm a dwarf, and my voice doesn't carry very far. We should be there in about 45 minutes, gentlemen. It should appear off the nose any time
I
now.
don't think we have much time for a party tonight.
No.
We're here, mind you.
But we're here for coconuts and stuff.
Yeah.
Cocktails, stock up, the final party before the big horn.
Yeah, the party. We're gonna have some fungi.
I'm actually going to be
guys.
seeing a lot of my dead ancestors and maybe seeing their graves. So while you're having a party,
Yeah.
I'll be crying my eyes out.
Okay.
That honestly, that's a good pre.
Right.
That's a good pre for me.
You get the sadness out.
Gets me in the party.
All that's left is
spirit.
happiness,
Well,
right?
I'm anxious about what's to come.
You should see a hobgoblin funeral.
Oh,
It's
what's that like?
fucking mental.
What happens there?
It's insane.
What do
There's
people do
so
to each
many
other? Do people
orgies.
do weird things to each other?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you think
really?
new hobgoblins are made?
Do you get to watch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We should go to a
Swap in
funeral.
and out.
That's we should go to a hobgoblin. We should
Fucking
crash one.
graves. They fuck in the open graves.
It's hard to tell if
If
it's
that-
like a
sorry?
funeral.
Fuck in the open graves.
How did you know?
I've been to one.
Ah, no way. Yeah.
Says-
There's a lot about your
says-
culture I
says-
don't understand
who
or
said
have
that?
witnessed.
Just
so
assume if it's like a major milestone event, it's usually some sort of hobgoblin orgy.
I've been in one, and yeah, that was just a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
call
heard
it-
about this? Basically, hobgoblins aren't sexually attracted to each other unless somebody's died.
Yeah, it really gets us going.
That's something that really turns them on.
So how
Which
do
is
you know
why
that, Andy?
you morning.
I'm a worthy man. I served
Andy,
on many
have you had
crews.
sex with the hobgoblin?
No.
Yeah, you
Ugly
wouldn't. He
bastards,
wouldn't be
sorry.
standing. He'd be dead.
He called them ugly.
Huh?
I,
He said
I think I
hobgoblins
find it repulsive.
are ugly.
You trying to talk me up?
Your
No
bag's
time for
your bag's
flirtation there,
slipping
Andy.
off.
Oh, my
Your
back.
bag's
Sorry.
slipping off. Grab that. Thank you.
Is that better?
Thank you.
Much better.
Much better. You clearly were.
Is there any chance we
in
could
a frenzy
open the
earlier.
eye holes a bit more, or is that going to reveal too much of my face? I want bigger eye holes.
We could align the eye holes with your
We
eyes.
can have the lopsided eyes.
Can you get a dagger and just do that real quick
I'll
for
cut
me?
another hole above the first
You
one.
good with your dagger? You're good with the dagger.
Yeah, I'm good
Go
with the
on.
Take it
dagger.
off. Do it while it's on.
Open his eye hole.
Ah! I lunge at him.
All right. Roll to hit. Now you're aiming, so you want this to be a success.
Do I?
Yeah. You're
Does
aiming not to
sword.
take an eye out.
Okay. I missed, but I did roll a 19. That wasn't a fudge, I promise. What was the type of roll?
Just a melee.
21.
Boom. Perfect. That's lovely. Thank you. Did an excellent job.
Thank
God,
you.
that could have gone bad, couldn't
That
it?
could have gone very bad.
I
Imagine it
thought-
even blinded me in one eye.
Literally threw all my weight behind that.
Honestly,
Fucking hell!
you would have been a little bit more useless.
I mean, you're a great actor, Andy.
You can't see any of this. It's under a bag. It's just for me.
Just for you.
Right. That's dinner done. I'll bring dessert up. Yeah.
But yeah, what is the
Oh, what have we got?
It's lime wedges.
Lime wedges?
Just wedges of lime.
God, yes.
Yes.
Again, we're on a ship. Food's designed for long periods of travel. I ain't got no custard.
You got any gunpowder you can sprinkle on top of the wedges?
You want gunpowder lime?
Yes, please.
Caramelise it at the table.
At the table. Table Carol, I like this. He comes back up with a little tray of lime wedges and then gets like one of those like old like musket charge, like pours it over the top
That's
and
the
then
good
just.
stuff there.
Would anyone like to do the honors? Titus, would you like to summon a flame?
Sure. Flame, yes.
Scorched limes.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, grab
Beautiful.
what you can there. Blackened to the taste.
Lovely.
Oh, they're hot.
Yes.
Boiling
and sour.
acidy.
Hot and sour.
See, the nice thing about this is it puts you off dessert. which is
There was dessert, was
Yeah,
it?
you're right. I don't want a dessert.
yeah, that was
now.
it.
That's
but
enough.
now
you
you
know.
don't want dessert. Yeah, exactly.
I've lost all my taste buds.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
the same
do it.
as filling me up.
Yeah. But removing
Only
the
I will
want for
be-
dessert is akin to have eaten dessert. I think it's
Yeah.
just without the fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
this
just
is
takes,
all.
takes the fun out of no longer wanting dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sea
Real.
savvy. That's what Andy is. Sea savvy. He's pointing at his brain, I think.
No,
We
no,
will,
no,
we
there's
will
nothing
get
in
you
there.
a cookbook though. Next time we stop off somewhere, we'll get you a cookbook.
Hello?
We should.
We should.
Let's leave Andy to it, eh?
Every night's going to be like this otherwise. We need to get lessons.
Okay, right. Well, I'm gonna clean up and take some of your plates.
Bongo,
Oh, yes.
speed up.
Speak.
He leans slightly forwards.
Whoa, whoa. I want to get there a bit quicker, get a bit bored.
Okay, all right. So 15 to 20 minutes more. You see in the gloom, it's very dark now, the stars are all out there, so there's a starlight.
Wonderful.
The moon is 3/4 full, so you've got a good amount of light. You see a very strange looking island. You think at first you see trees, tall, great trees, similar to those of the great forests from the mainlands and things like that. But instead of trees, you realize the tops and indeed the trunks are not leafed or leafy. And the tops are like great umbrellas. They're huge mushroom caps reaching into the sky. I'm going to show you what it would have looked like in the daytime, or at least one of them. Craig, just pick the early ones, the ones I said. See, this is the kind of thing you start to see.
Lovely.
So out of the gloom,
Big mushrooms.
big mushroomy kind of things. The trees as well are sort of almost fungal. Their leaves are leaf-like but kind of fungal. There are some similarities to the coral as well that you've seen in reefs and things like that. It's a strange amalgamation. There are
How lovely. What lovely
small
imagery.
huts that locals have set up. There isn't really much of a thriving town or even really much of villages on this island. The island itself is a couple of miles long, well, rather circular, but if you were to measure it, it has a diameter of a couple of miles. And it's largely not particularly hilly. It's a flat-ish, tropical-looking island with mushroom and coral features. As you approach it, you approach into a small bay. Looking over the edge of the ship, you begin to see swirling of colors and lights as the corals, the unique corals that have grown around this island, begin to glow and pulse as the ship passes over them. They detect your presence and they glow to greet you. In the air, a misty fog begins to gather up on the top of the water as the evening is set in. Moisture and fog is gathering above the ocean. Within that fog are microscopic spores that have come from the fungus of the island, and they too are bioluminescent. They glow and pulse almost in response to or in unison with the corals beneath the water. They are dancing a merry dance of nature as your ship sails through this gently glowing soup. The wind becomes very still and the ship slows to a drifting pace as you approach the shore. You can see over the edge, the glowing corals allow you to judge the depth very well. So when you get to an appropriate depth, you know when to stop and lower your anchor, essentially.
What a beautiful sight. This is I don't know where that glow comes from, but I certainly hope it's not bioluminescent algae, because I've got a terrible allergy to that sort of stuff.
Should we be breathing this in?
No.
There's a stench
This
of
is
death
probably
in
not
here.
there.
Can you smell it? Smell
Just,
the death?
it's just a bit
Well,
damp and
it's mushroom dank, I think.
Oh,
danky, yeah.
death.
Just it's very
Dank smell.
porous and moist.
Smells like dead people.
Foisty.
Smells like lots of
I
dead
think
people.
I'm pretty sure you're just, you know,
No, it's dead people.
it's a
I've smelled it
placebo.
before.
You're thinking about your dead
Stop
family.
breathing.
Up ahead, you can see lanterns lit on the noses of
retching.
small
You're ruining the
ships,
moment.
and a small rowboat is coming out to meet you.
Hello, rowboat.
It comes
Good to
along-
meet
Who
you.
goes there?
Comes alongside and says, "Hello, I am rowboat." No, it's not. It's somebody in a rowboat.
Fucking hell, there's a person in there.
Who would have thought? A rowboat bumps up against the side, and you look over, and beneath you is a triton, a fish person, much like
Fucking hell, it's one of
Titus.
you.
Oh there!
Hello there.
Oh, hello!
Oh, hey.
You're here to bury your dead as well?
No. What?
We've come here to bury our old grandma.
Oh no, that's the smell.
Yep. Well, you can smell it from
Does
here.
she stink?
Oh, she stinks like a dirty port.
Thought I could smell something.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Oh, damn it, she smells like a food bin.
Jesus.
God, she had a wretched groin smell.
Oh gosh. But she's buried now. You buried her.
She's buried, yes. We've
that's
lowered her into her shroomy tomb.
Nice. What are these shroomy tombs like? Do I have to go in one when I die?
No, it's a tradition of the towns myself and some of my compatriots come with. It's not all Triton that do this. It's us weirdos. Would you like to come ashore?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would you all like to come ashore?
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
dirty buggers. Nobody's going to be coming on this show. I'm kidding. That was a little Triton joke.
It's more like Titus. Great.
Right, lower yourself down. Come on. I haven't got all night.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in.
You jump.
Week?
Look, we literally have a ramp which you can
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, but
We paid for this.
I can
You
do
can't
this,
just keep
though.
hopping over the
I
side.
can do it though. I can do it myself.
So do you jump into the water before getting into the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to clamber onto the boat. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, shit. Watch out. Oh.
Hey, this is what we do.
Do
This is
have
what
a
we
ramp
do.
down to
We've
the...
got a little like
what we
rope
do.
ladder.
We subvert expectations
Yeah.
and stuff.
We normally go under there.
Yes.
That's us.
These boats are weird.
That's what we do.
Weird boat. I hate being on a boat.
You're my brother.
Well, no, I'm not technically.
No, you're my brother.
No.
Yes,
that's not
you
how it
are my
works.
brothers.
Is it the spores? Are
you
they
a-
like hallucinogenic or anything?
The spores?
Yeah.
Well, depends on your
Not
physiology.
bioluminescent algae, is it?
It is all bioluminescent.
Fucking hell.
Bioluminescent all the way down.
God, I've got like a genetic allergy to that.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
It's gonna
That's annoying.
rash me up.
'Cause let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you,
go
if it-
all red.
If it's alive on this island, it glows.
The cure is to eat as much as you can.
You don't know.
Is there any nearby? Where's the
There's
mushroom?
just spores in the air. Like you
No,
could try
scoop into the
like,
water and just-
Imagine you're eating like Heston Blumenthal's flavored foam. Tastes fishy.
That's disgusting.
It's a mushroom and fish foam.
Tastes like fish cum.
First mates,
Yes. Yeah.
you rock paper scissors as to who has to look after the ship.
Both
The other
of them-
one.
Both of them look after fish.
All right, none of you can make it on this island.
You play
Sorry.
rock, paper, scissors until we come back.
Very good. Yeah, we'll look after the ship.
Oh, I've got some repairs I could be doing. Yeah, no problem. Good luck.
See you
Right,
in a
let's
bit.
steal this ship.
No, it doesn't say that.
Get the anchor up.
And then your homunculus is like, I'll keep him in line.
Thank you, Dr.
Nice.
Feelgood.
There's literally nothing you can do to overpower them there.
He can set his automatons on.
Flitting about. Yeah, to be honest, the
The
automatons.
automatons are.
I have full trust in them. Right.
I'm your willing servant, sir.
Oh God, it's always that stare.
So intense.
He's seen some shit. I throw down the rope ladder.
I was in the Great Homunculus War as a 66.
I built you like 3 days ago. But he's got memories.
You built
Weird
the
memories.
You built the memories
The
in a
pieces
way.
I made him out of, I think, retains a lot.
Titus has been quietly modifying his memory on the sly. He's got the memory of a.
Giving him false memories.
Every day he's doing something new.
Right, yeah, I throw down the rope ladder and point to Kapipi to use it first.
You can't. I was on the plank. I was ready to jump off the plank, but I'm coming over.
The rope ladder's here, mate.
Yeah,
Kapipi
so
tries to climb down the rope ladder and falls backwards into the water.
Oh,
Here he comes again. Wow.
Get him out.
Can't swim.
The Triton hauls himself up.
somewhere back.
Back up. I'm Lord Irritry.
Iltree.
Irritry.
Irritry.
I'm Sticky
Irritry.
Mickey. You may have heard of me.
No, I haven't.
How do you spell your name? Iltree.
E-R-E-T-R-E-E. Irritry.
Eritrea.
Irritry if you like.
Whatever.
What?
That's it.
It's all right.
I'm a
doesn't it?
Zebedee, you see. We're different.
I
I
am.
thought we were brothers.
We're not brothers. I said this to you. Lord Irritry of House Irritry. We live under the sea.
Oh, I did.
House Irritry. Who lives in the sea?
Yeah, no, yeah, we did.
We.
You should, yeah.
That's our house motto, our house saying. Good to meet you, good to meet you, good
Lives
to
in
meet
the
you.
sea.
I'm Zebedee from the sea as well.
Oh, nice, nice. Your name's rhyme with sea?
I'm Kipipi, aka.
It does.
From the sea.
From Kipipi
Great.
from the sea, but also from the land.
Come on, three of a kind.
Sword
Shit! It doesn't rhyme with sea.
of the sea.
Work. Sword of the sea, kind of.
Kind of sounds like a good name for a ship.
Sure.
Sword of
We
the
don't use
sea.
ships though, we just swim.
Okay.
Where are your dead?
Why have you got a rowboat then?
For landlubbers like you.
All right.
It's a horrible little hobgoblin.
Well, come on, he's right here.
Is he flirting with
Christ,
me?
you smell worse
Yeah, I
than my
think
grandma
so.
did.
I think he's
She's
being
fucking dead.
What the fuck?
He smells worse than my grandma.
So
Turtle
you're-
Man.
That's not true.
It's a pleasure. Haven't
I
met
can
one of you
smell his
before.
grandmother.
Turtle Man.
Nice. You can call me Sticky Mickey.
Sticky Mickey.
Stage name. I'm a performer.
Very good to meet you.
Would you like an autograph?
No. No, I would not. Would you like a lift into town? Or, well, I call it town. It's more a collection of huts where we leave spades and shovels and things like that dig holes.
Yeah.
It's very hard to bury things underwater, we found. So we decided to start, and he says this as he starts to row you in towards the ship. It's only like literally about 50 feet until you get to the coast. Anyway, yeah, well, we realised this thing used to come over. I mean, it's been coming over since before I was born, thousands of years. And we realised it'd be a great place to get rid of all the stinky bodies that usually we would put in like a cage and allow all the little fish to come and just... And like chum. The dead would become like chum.
Why wouldn't you do that?
So that is
anymore?
the smell in here. Just
Well, because you have to
I
then
was right
sweep
about
it
that.
all out of your... If you're living underwater, imagine all the chum. Just you're sat in your front room, you know, reading not paper, some other form of like waterproof solution,
I'm gonna
and just a bit of your old relative just floats by your face. Can you imagine?
I've seen many parts of my relatives float across my face in orgies for like events like christenings and weddings and yeah.
what's
Do you like
the-
it?
What are the hottest ones?
Huh?
Hottest orgies.
The older the better.
No, but like what event causes what's the best?
Funerals are pretty good for
Funerals,
that.
okay.
Public lynchings.
Oh no, we still have those.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
God.
We're trying to get on top of
Working
that,
this,
but
right.
Whereas my relatives just die when they give birth.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. So sad. Sad. Stupid, really silly reproductive
Well, we
system.
didn't choose it.
Well, we
but
don't
it
choose
means
our...
I can't partake in the stuff that Sword partakes in, just in case.
Just in case, we've got to be careful. I understand. Well, anyway, here we are, and it bumps up to the... you
Wanker.
bump up to the beach. Sorry?
No, I was saying, what anchors have you experienced in your past? I wasn't calling you a wanker.
Are you talking about the legendary
the
event
anchors.
of Ankerfell?
Anchorfell, yeah.
Well, of course, we lost many people
So
during
you,
that time as well.
your area was suffered.
It did suffer until, you know, a few thousand years ago, this island started coming over. Every 3 months, we're safe. We're safe from an anchor, which we're very thankful for. Right now, in fact, your ship is actually anchored to the island and not to the sea floor. It's fascinating, really, this island. We call it, one second. I can't remember the name of it. Chukachunga. In our tongue, in the Triton tongue.
Chukachunga. What does it mean in
Chukachunga.
our tongue?
In your tongue, you call it Newfungery.
Newfungery.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
Fungery, but Newfungery. I don't know where Old Fungery is. Might be somewhere, you know,
Elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. Elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Triton folk, we come here to bury our dead.
Yeah.
And, well, if I'm honest with you, it's got a little weird recently. Partly why I came out, because I was like, oh, look, somebody else to deal with this problem. That's not me.
Wait, don't offload your problems onto us.
It's weird.
How's it weird?
What's the problem?
It's really weird.
What's happened?
Can we deal with it?
Well, anyway, he takes you up the beach, and on the beach you see these, you know, it's like a tropical island mixed with giant mushroom trees. There are coral and mushroom formations. There are plants and bushes and fauna and flora that you recognize, but all of them have been slightly changed or, sort of, let's call it evolved. You know, some might call it corrupted, but this is a natural process. And everything's sort of slightly modified. There's magic corals and this seemingly intelligent mycelium that grows within the core of the island has changed everything here, we believe, for the better. Now, we come and bury our Triton dead here, our honoured dead. We dig big holes in the mycelium, in the soil, which of course then eventually gets down to mycelium. The bedrock is a mushroom network. Question,
How deep? I can still see someone's face.
not very deep.
Clearly. I think I stood on that person's face.
Now, there is a slight issue. The rapidly changing flora and fauna of this special little island can somewhat zombify things.
What?
Don't worry, it's not unusual. You know, it's not unusual for us. We sometimes occasionally see the odd, you know, old relative, usually horribly disfigured, walking amongst.
I fucking
fungus.
called it, didn't I? Didn't I say that has a
you mentioned
potential?
it.
The amount of dead relatives I've seen reanimated.
Now,
This
to
is
be
gonna be
clear,
good.
You're waiting for your granny to turn.
it can be shocking, but the mushroom folk are generally friendly to the Triton. We have a deep understanding of the cycles of life, and we've come to accept the process of mushroomification.
How shroomy do they look?
Yeah, how bad?
Depends how long they've been here. Some of them full-on walking mushroom people.
Oh, God.
Others, like Tritons, but with a giant mushroom sticking out the side of their head.
Right.
We've come to accept the process as natural and a special phenomenon that allows the mycelial network and the bodies of these individuals to become one in the great circle of life.
Do they show any sort of hints of their previous self, or are they literally just a husk with mushrooms growing out of them?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We believe that they become part of an island-wide consciousness, as such a network of being that is the living nature of this island.
It's a hive mind.
It could be a hive mind. That's a good way of putting it. But we do not fear them until recently, when things have become a little bit more ghoulish. We found that in certain parts of the island, the flora and fauna is becoming even more extreme. And he takes you through the jungle, up past the huts and things like that, not far at all into the interior, before things start to change from the yellows and oranges and reds and greens that you're familiar with. And again, that telltale bioluminescence begins to light up. You round a corner, you part through some bushes, and before you are greeted with a much brighter environment.
Whoa.
Full James Cameron.
I think I might be tripping.
Yes, you might be tripping. The spores you've been inhaling
It's got the faces on the
have
floor.
started to have a slightly psychoactive effect. So not only are the plants and animals around you warping and moving and glowing and seemingly breathing, but also the psychoactive effect of the spores in the air is enhancing this experience. You don't fear anything. You feel more connected with the island. You start to understand what they were saying about the feelings of a shared existence, a shared sentience within this world. And you notice more and more that there are creatures, things moving around in this sort of glowing network. The odd spore shakes, something that was once seemingly a stationary mushroom, shakes his little head, spores come down, and it runs off like a toddler through the jungle in front of you. As you can see, things are getting quite strange here, but this isn't where the strangeness stops. We've seen these kind of blooms, these kind of glowing spectacles before. What's really worrying is some of them have begun to exhibit a madness of sorts. We would be forever in your debt if you could explore a little more and find the root of this madness.
Root.
And in debt, my house means a great reward.
Yeah, what sort of
We're
what we talking?
talking, now you perked my ears
We're
up.
busy.
We have many ways that
Let's
we
look
could
at the
benefit you,
coconuts.
whether it be from the great armories of my people, the great treasures of my people, or perhaps in the great knowledge of the ocean that we could bestow upon you more knowledge. I presume, if I understand the currents correctly, and of course I do, I live within them, you are on a trail to the Horn, if I'm not mistaken. Who would come in a ship so well armed if not to take on the greatest of challenges?
Wait, what's there? I thought it was just like a paradise island where we were going to get like fucked and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
No, that's here.
That's getting
that's
the
here.
horn, yeah.
New Fungary is often a destination for partygoers,
Yeah,
as well as
God.
those seeking to mourn the loss of their dead.
Holy shit.
Strange
Weird
atmosphere
mix.
sometimes.
I
It's a weird
understand that
mix.
fully.
Very weird.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you go to parties like that. So orgy and mourning. Morgy.
Yeah, like public execution, orgy.
Orgy. I want to hang out with some more hobgoblins. It sounds
Ooh,
wild.
Be careful what you mean when you say hang out.
Do you mean,
Hey!
Well,
are they
they're
well?
wanking at
Are they
public
well
orgies.
hung? They don't look well hung. I'm talking about the size of their sex organs.
Oh no, we've got tiny ones.
Of course, Triton, we don't fornicate like that. What happens? The female lays the eggs on the seabed, and then the male swims over them, jizzing away.
Ah, so you're prudes.
Not.
Oh, why would you tell them that?
Is it meant to be a Triton secret?
I fucking knew you're a prude. You've not even touched anyone, have you?
Is it normal to do the gill
certainly
thing?
jizzed on
Because
a lot
this
of
guy had
things.
some sore gills the other day.
Yeah, he's
remember?
got some weird kinks.
Oh, we love that.
I've done all sorts of things. People getting the gills. The gills are great.
It's a lot
Have you
of
done the gill
solo
thing?
work.
Oh yeah, I've done a girl from more than
Oh,
once.
it's
Bloody
good.
red raw though afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, makes
There's some
my
cream for it.
makes my gills swollen just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Look, if you
never
can help
forget- You never
us,
forget that first feeling. It's really.
This is fucking disgusting. Jesus.
Whoa!
Yeah, all right, we'll help you out.
oh well, if you stop doing that.
Just don't
Yeah.
ever do that in front of us again.
I think he's just
Sorry.
too.
Ah, he probably is. Anyway, on top of stopping that forever, never doing that again will help you.
Yeah.
But we are seeking the horn, yes, and we are going to quell a huge, massive beast and gain worldwide fame and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But
So-
before
And what?
Before that, of
Before
course.
that, there's a likelihood. I mean, we hit a reef on the way here.
oh,
And it turns out our hull is not as reinforced as I thought it was. So if there's anything you can do to help reinforce our ship in preparation of the horn, getting battered by big mythical creatures and all
I
that.
reckon covering
I could have
eye-
our finest seaborne engineers have a look at that thing. They'll swim up underneath and work away. Hell, I could even get them to do it whilst you wait.
Brilliant.
That's good.
You
Yeah.
go off on your little walks and try and find out what the hell's going on this island. I'll go back into the sea.
Yes.
After old grandma's been properly buried.
Oh, is the
Why
burial
would-
still going
We're
on?
currently stuffing her mouth with mushrooms.
Well, that's brilliant. But like,
It helps with the bloom.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you look? Why wouldn't you explore the island?
I'm a coward.
Well, so there's something bad here. That's really bad.
A few people have gone missing.
Nah.
By people, I mean hobgoblins and who look fucking.
Well, there's one right here.
Fucking
There's one
right,
right here.
fuck, sorry.
You have
I
to
meant
let those barracks
dwarves.
leave.
I meant dwarves.
What there's
Dwarves.
Yeah, we can
Any
go
of
on.
them can go
They
missing.
Have you
can't hear
sent
us from here.
others into this island?
Others.
If I'm honest with you, and can I be honest with you?
Please.
Can you keep a secret?
I could try.
Well, the 8th ship that's landed here, and I've tried to coerce.
How many of them have come out?
It's alright. I just
Guys,
doing
not
it.
while we're talking.
Stop
Come on.
estimating in public. You disgusting Triton. Is this what you think all Tritons are like?
Yeah, you started doing it yourself.
started
Did
me
it
off.
as well.
Yeah.
You've both done it. I've met 2 Tritons and they've both done this in front of. Stop it!
Disgusting. We're trying to have a civil conversation
It's
here.
the spores. They make us very
Quit your
horny.
gills. Oh,
He's done. He's done now. All right, he's done. He's satisfied for
It's
at
a
least.
compulsive thing. I can't help myself.
It's the spores.
You haven't done it until now. Is it these spores or something?
Yeah, I'm blaming the spores. It's
Done.
the spores.
Okay.
Am I right? He knows.
It's the
The coward over here
spores.
knows. Let's go
Disgusting.
find whatever it is he's
Anyway, we would be, myself and my house would be very appreciative.
How many more of you are
If
there
you could
here?
help.
You're not some sort of like strange stowaway that's been locked on this island going slowly mad on their own for a long time, have they?
I'm Lord of Grand House. How dare you cast such assumptions?
Stop rubbing your gills!
Sorry! It's the spores.
It's the spores.
Anyway, you going to help or not? Because otherwise I'll sink the ship like I did
Yes,
everybody
you
else's.
do our ship.
mate,
We'll
mate.
go have a look for something. What do you want us to look for?
Don't sink the ship.
What the hell's going on with this island? There must be something here, turning everything crazy. I mean, a little bit of bloomage and colour and spores is one thing, but
When we-
full-blown crazy mushroom people, not cool.
When we find out, and we will, what do you want us to do about it? Just come back and tell you?
Yes,
Or,
or at least stop it if you can.
You want it to
if
stop?
you can stop it, I will be forever in your debt. If you can simply pass on the
Forever?
information, well, I'll have to find somebody else to solve it, but it would be helpful nonetheless.
Can we get him to sign something that says he's forever in our debt?
You want me to sign that shell?
Meaning the debt will
Sign the
never.
shell.
Yeah, meaning the debt will never be paid. Sign away.
No, what? No, the payment is I will improve
You
your
said
ship.
forever in our debt.
No, you said that, and I
No,
didn't agree to
you-
it. Do you want me to sink your ship?
I was literally repeating what you said.
You're my prisoner now.
Prisoner,
Prisoner.
Prisoner.
guest.
Guest-ish prisoner. Prisoner slash guest.
Okay,
Works for me.
so it's a trade. We do this, you help our ship.
He understands.
I get it. Sorry, you did
Not
say
too stupid
forever.
for a walking turtle.
You said forever in our debt.
I didn't say that.
It's
Did I?
normal, actually.
You did.
Pretty sure he did.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, anyway, I'll help you. You help me. Deal? Right, where do I sign? He gets out a knife.
Just find a blank spot on the show, honestly.
Yeah,
There's
just,
a
I've got a load of
few
little
left.
squares there.
do you want me to say?
Not over anything that's already written on there.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Not too deep. No, shallower, shallower, shallower. Thank you.
Wow.
There you go.
What do you want to say? Because I just
Your
write my name at the
name
moment.
Just write your
hereby
name.
What was your name?
enters.
Lord Eritrea.
You have to write
Try and get
smaller.
that in there. All of it.
Lord.
Hereby enters a formal contract with Kapipi, Sword, and Titus of the Raw Dog, whereby upon completion of either finding the source of the problem of the Mycelium Island,
Oh, you spelled mycelium wrong.
or
There's a lot of scribbling going on back there. What's happening?
He's filling it back.
if we indeed stop the forces of evil causing a ruckus on this island. The Lord of
It's a
this
lot, isn't it?
house
It's a lot of contractual wording.
will provide
He's having to write smaller now. He's reached the
a
bottom.
reward equal to that of what was accomplished in the mission.
Therefore, thusly,
Reinforcing the ship, Con.
I, meaning you, meaning I, meaning me.
Well, we can put that in like the definitions area of the contract if you like, as in I means whatever,
Sure.
means this
Glossary.
many. The
Yeah.
glossary, right, okay. Turn around, I'll do the glossary on the front.
No, this bit is not.
It's squishy bit there.
There's a squishy bit there.
It'll fade over time.
All right, well, that'll do.
That'll do.
I'll underline it.
Too far.
Too far, cut his little tail off. Woo, look at that! No, I don't cut it. Massively cut it off.
Close to my tail.
Lovely. Yeah. All
okay.
right, that's in writing. Happy?
If that's what it says back there, it
I
better
didn't.
not be
I
a
can't
giant
read.
penis.
I can't read.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a little. It gives you like a little like scrawled map of
Which
like
way?
where some of the other parties, the exploration parties, have been to help you narrow it down a bit.
Okay.
It looks as though so you're approaching. You came onto the southern part of the island, and you know that this seems to be concentrated in the northeast of the island. So that would probably be the best place.
How
for
big's
you
the
to
island?
look. It's about 2 miles in radius,
So it's quite big.
not too far. It'll take you
Not massive.
a few hours to get from one end to the other. The
Tropesing through mushrooms.
Few
yes,
hours. A few hours.
Lots
Yes.
of hills.
But too much. Okay.
Lots
yes, because I mean you're battering through extremely dense rainforest, and I mean it's not. There's some
I
bizarre
can't fly.
creatures that spur. You can't fly,
And
yeah.
fly over all of that.
I mean, that is a great use of the spell fly. I would not be against you just flying up into the air and having a look.
See you later, guys. Yeah. See you on the other
fuck.
end. I'll see you at the
He
end.
has fly as well, doesn't he?
I've got levitate.
I'll walk.
The guy who's like the most encumbered as well, like the one that's like squeezing his fucking shell through all these like different like ducking under branches and
Why did I
like,
leave my instruments on the ship?
like dong, dong. You never know when you're going to need to do a performance.
You never do, as a bard.
So is that what you do? Move into the interior of the island?
Let's start walking, guys. It's nice to meet you, Lord Eridge.
I've told you the name.
Eritrea.
Eridge.
Eritrea.
And now, if you wouldn't mind,
Thank you.
so we can visually see at least a few workers going to the ship to begin the reinforcement.
Oh, they'll swim up from the sea floor once I go down and tell them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on then.
Is your name a palindrome? Eritrea.
No.
Okay.
Nearly though, but no. Be nice, wouldn't it?
Sorry.
Eritrea or Eritrea. Eritrea would be the
Confused him.
palindrome.
You
Yeah.
cast
Anyway.
confusion.
I cast confusion on my.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know what
I mean, we can go
palindrome
back if you really want. I can row you back out. I'll get the fishing crew up.
Well, we got a contract.
I don't want to waste your time.
We got a contract. It's fine.
We'll come back to a beautiful ship.
Just leave the glass bottom.
Oh, there's a glass
Oh.
bottom.
Don't even.
You'll find
Don't
it.
mess with it. No, the glass button was fine.
If you could armour it a little bit better.
No,
that'd be good.
no. Don't cover up the view.
No, but like if he's got another layer of glass on top of that or something.
Good.
Like double glazing.
Well, I imagine they were going to gild
can
the
you
whole
double
ship.
glaze?
Can you
They're
double
not gilding
glaze?
the whole? Are you gilding the whole? That's what you do.
We'll have a look at the glass if you like.
Yeah, if you can double glaze it, that would be
But mostly reinforce the front.
And
Great.
gild the poop deck.
great for installation as well. And this winter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got a big like.
I want to see gold leaf everywhere.
You want gold leaf?
Gold leaf everywhere.
Is that not a bit ostentatious?
Yeah, it is.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, let's have loads of
Gold
filigree.
leaf.
Gold leaf.
And I'd like you to do it in kind of a smattering, like, you know, imagine thousands of people just putting a bit of gold leaf
Just
on the same
squares
area.
of
I tell you what, we do have a lot
Squares
of
gold leaf.
mother of pearl.
Okay.
You know that pearlescent. There's also
It's a
some
flower, isn't it?
what?
Huh?
Mother of pearl. You know
Yeah.
that pearlescent stuff?
String of pearls I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Go on.
That's a flower.
Oh, hobgoblins. Flower. A
Plant.
string of pearls.
Yeah.
Pearls are necklace, aren't they?
Yeah, pearls come from shells.
String of pearls is just a
Do
name.
they?
Clams.
Gentlemen,
You do what
I believe the spores are
You
getting
do
to your
what
brains.
You think is best. Yeah, we'll go on.
Good luck. I wish you you, and I cannot wait to see the results and this beautiful island, our ancestral burying site, returned to its magnificence.
Yeah, that's what
Good
we're going
day.
to do.
Before
Could
you,
we
wait,
ha-
before you go, does mushroom burn easily?
Good day.
Bye.
He disappears into like it closes, the foliage closes in front of him, like the Homer Simpson
Look.
back into the hedge thing.
There might be some traumatizing scenes up ahead.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well,
up
my
front,
imagination is quite vivid right now.
There might
Yeah.
be some
So
nice
I'm looking
scenes up
forward
ahead.
to some
if there are dead Triton,
ultra-violence.
zombified, raising from the dead,
Yeah.
looking all shroomy, and they come at me, I'm going to blow them away.
Well, I'll be blown away
And then
too.
I'll shoot them.
Okay. I'm looking
I
forward
just
to
want you
seeing
to
those
be
things happen.
mentally prepared. So I'm going to be mowing down loads of your dead kind,
Yeah.
like to bits.
I'm going to be there too.
It's going to be bloody.
I'm not going to recognise him. This isn't my group. This isn't my people.
Alright.
He wasn't my brother in the end. Turns
Yeah.
out,
All right.
by blood or otherwise.
Well, you look kind of similar.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Different regions, different areas.
Different gills.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's tropes on north.
How do you do it? Do you do it
Follow
quietly?
this
Do
colourful
you do it?
mushroom.
Do you want to do it stealthily? Do you want to do it just fuck it? Like
I'm going to cast fly on myself.
Okay.
But I'm just going to be above head height.
how long does the fly last for? Is it a minute or an hour?
I think.
Oh, all right. It's pretty good. It's nice.
Oh no, concentration 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
I'm just going to get a vantage point, see if there's like up ahead,
Get up high. Yeah.
any
see what's
easier
up there.
path to like carve through.
So as you fly up above the canopy,
We.
you fly up and out of the spores, and it actually clears your head momentarily, and you realise,
Fucking hell, I was
wow,
tripping
we're
balls down there.
You're not necessarily tripping ball, but you are kind of tripping. Like things seem more intense and more vivid, and as you lift above that, it's almost like walking out of a sweaty club. You know, you're like that coldness
it's
hits
fresh.
you, that clean freshness of air.
didn't realise how dense it was.
Clears your head and allows you to take in the view. It's really beautiful. You know, you can see this amazing, colourful island out along the shoreline where all the algae and all of the planktons, not algae, planktons and corals and spores in the air are like pulsing with light. It's an incredible sight. You also can see off to the side, you can see the trail of the island as the island slowly but surely moves with the current, very, very, very gradually, almost imperceptibly. But you can see the direction the island moves based on the trail of light it leaves. Anyway, you are off to the northeast, you see an area that looks almost blighted. The colours and the bright blooms and things like that change to a darker, more rotten look, where things are looking blacker, browner. The haze is less colourful and more of a dank, greeny brown kind of haze emits from that area. And you're fairly sure that that's probably the area that harbours the problem.
I float back down. Hello.
It's not very far. You see,
Hello.
it's about less than a kilometre. I know I've switched over to metric, but it's less than a mile. You think you could probably get there in half an hour, 45 minutes?
Easy peasy up ahead.
What was it?
At this time, by the way, it's about 8 p.m. at night, so it's fully dark.
Dead island up ahead.
As you drop back down into the group again, the spores fill your lungs, and once again, that amplification of colour and feeling washes over you.
I'm wondering, it's pretty dark right now, entering a blighted part of an island with zombie creatures and stuff coming at us. Maybe we should carve out a little rest
Just
shelter
little
for the night.
home to live in.
Not home, I don't want to live here.
Why don't we
Almost
just dig
like-
down
almost
and
like we
then
should
look at
have-
those faces?
Each of you give me a stealth check.
Maybe we should have left, stayed on the ship to sleep tonight.
Don't know.
Should have, but
Wait,
we
do you want me to
maybe.
roll for
We're here now.
Yeah,
we
20.
can't go back.
D20, then add your stealth stat.
that? 18 plus 2 makes 20.
5.
That's the 5.
Yeah.
That's shit.
Yeah.
12.
Just 5.
What did the floor roll?
You hear,
Pretty low.
all of a sudden, out of a bush, from between several mushrooms, something jumps onto the sword and wraps his arms around your chest.
What is it? What is it? I start slapping at it. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
It's going crazy. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck, alright.
Oh, an 8 plus 2. Is that those?
No, it's in that little box on its own.
Oh,
16.
10. 10 for me.
You see 2 sword.
No.
What did you get, sir?
12.
You got 12. I've got 10.
Okay. Onto the thing that's jumped onto the back of sword is like, imagine a gnome, so like 3 foot tall, but it's just a mushroom person, right? So it's got like a big red head.
It's a bit like something out of like.
They're like Toad from Mario.
Exactly. It's a lot like that, except a little bit more mad. It's got a bigger mouth, which kind of opens beneath the cap of the mushroom. It's like,
God.
right? So the cap of the mushroom below that, it's got like a big gaping mouth with big teeth, right, in it.
Ooh.
And it's just like, it's grabbed onto the back of you, and you're just like,
Is it if a mimic were a mushroom?
yes, exactly like a mimic mushroom, and it is trying to attack you. It's the first one. The first of several. Okay, there are a couple more running from either side of the bushes, but you guys, they try to go for you, but you're too quick. You manage to step out the way. Titus is too busy screaming at the one that's jumped on Sword. As he screams, he steps back, and one that was going to jump on Titus hurtles over his shoulder. Right, these are clearly insane little mushroom folk. However, they are not the only things that are here. Snakes, pulsating in color, drop from trees. It's as though the fauna of this island has suddenly decided it wants to attack you from all angles. Finally, one other large creature pushes through the undergrowth. A slow, large, just a little bit smaller than a cow, pushes between two springy mushroom trees. So as it squeezes through, you hear the sound of what sounds like, foam on foam, like that sound. The sound of biting into halloumi or cutting through a particularly large mushroom. Mm-hmm. They part, it slithers through, and then they spring closed. As you see a multicolored giant snail with flails where its eyes should be. It has several large, organic, hard outcroppings that have spikes coming out of them. This is a snail that you recognize as a flail snail. Okay?
Flail snail.
Holy shit, that snail's got flails for eyes.
Flail snail.
That's a flail snail.
We all recognise that's a flail snail.
That's a flail snail. And finally, it's not the only that's not the only weird thing. A magical will-o'-the-wisp begins to circulate, sort of just
What the fuck?
moving around, casting random bursts of light and energy in the air around you. This, to your already intoxicated eyes, is almost an overwhelming amount of color and sound. And your hearts are racing, your eyes wide as you begin to fight for your life. The will-o'-the-wisp takes its first move. It decides to
Retreat.
retreat and tell everyone else to retreat as well. Come on, guys, it's not worth it, it says as it makes a melee spell attack against the turtle.
It doesn't seem like a retreat.
Oh.
It shocks you
Oh.
for 5 damage.
Just straight away.
Yes, to hit, so you don't have anything to do with it.
5 damage.
Oh, you guys, did you guys heal on the way in?
No.
You silly bitches, you should have used a short rest. God damn it, we're still playing D&D, all
I
right?
wasn't hurt.
Yeah, my spell
I was
slots are used as
slightly
well.
wounded, I guess. I got
We're in
10.
a bad way.
Do you know how short rests work, you goddamn noob?
No, we've never,
Roll your hit dice to replenish HP.
we've never done that once yet.
I
so of
know!
course-
It
This is my
infuriates
first
me.
game of D&D. How am I to know until
Learn,
we do
you
it
son
for
of
the
a bitch.
first time?
I've never done
Look
this
at your,
before.
Look at your sheet and go, shit, I've got 59 and 75 health. Maybe I should do something about that. But no!
I
I'm
thought
just gonna
we
wait
have
for
to
this
rest.
Bed.
didn't
Put a health potion in my mouth, mummy.
How often do you do short rests?
How do you
know
do
to
short
something?
rests?
How often? Can you do many times?
Yes, it's like
it's a
an
whole hour.
of
God.
like waiting around, and then you roll your hit dice, and then you replenish that much health.
Thank you for telling us.
I'm going to give you, because I'm such a fucking gracious man.
How do we learn until we're told about it? I can't just pick things out of the air and
Ask
know how to
things.
do it.
Say, I haven't got much health. How do I get more health?
I don't know because I've never played.
Well,
It's not like I'm suddenly going to
you
know the
played
correct way to
games
do it.
before. You played games. You go, oh, I've got less than maximum health.
We've done long rests before. I thought it was getting night time. We might do a rest, but we didn't.
Right.
got
Anyway,
sprung.
have 10
Instead.
HP back because you had a turtle soup.
we
Have
not
10
rest?
HP back because you had turtle soup.
But did we not rest after the shark incident? There was
No.
time.
Did we get any spell slots back?
I mean, there was, what, couple,
Did we get any
45
spell
minutes?
slots back?
45 minutes in a circle
Okay.
we were spinning. 45 minutes whilst eating.
I'm
Come
supposed
on,
to
let's do the
spend-
restful moments.
You got 10 HP back. I'm giving you 10 HP back.
But there's restful
The
moments.
benevolent DM has given us health.
When I did this stinking cloud thing, it didn't,
I'll
I
have to
clicked
polymorph
cast, didn't
something.
I? But it didn't.
You might have done it on a different level.
You'd
The
think
only
Craig
slot-
would
the
know
only
all about health, being such great
The only
mates with
slot that's-
Hancock.
The only slot that's gone.
That's a good one.
You hang on,
is
didn't
the,
know much about health
sleep-
either.
Whee!
You killed all those
All these
pensioners.
other ones are
Remember?
empty, but I did
All
do
those
something
pensioners
cloud.
died, and then he went on
Just
I'm
take
a
one of
celebrity
them.
and lived it
I'll
up.
do one of the lower ones. Yeah.
Reality. That's not in the game.
That's not in the game. Back to the game.
I can do it though.
Okay, so you've got a bit of extra health now. The Will of the Wisp shocked you.
I want 69 health.
Hey! Nice.
And that's where we're ending today's. No.
Okay. Sword.
Yes.
Being attacked by this mad mushroom.
Kill it!
That's right.
Got it open.
I mean,
Give me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw. All three of you.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Roll a D20. Add your Wisdom saving or the
Yeah,
Wisdom
no,
stat
that's just
to
for
it.
the audience. I was asking.
18.
Boom. You succeed. No problem.
Uh-oh.
Some might find this a particularly frightening
Plus
creature, but
17.
you succeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, you got +4 as well.
Great.
Shit.
Wisdom
Saving
saving
throws are
throw.
in this little box.
Come on, buddy.
I think it's a 5 because it's +0.
Yeah.
Completely shits his little turtle pants.
What's that smell? It smells like shit.
That's so unwise.
Death. There's death
Oh, wait.
smell and shit in
What
here.
I can do, this
Yep.
may not help him at all, but I can do a flash of genius. I believe it's one of my
Okay.
very few
I like to
abilities.
Shit class.
When me or another creature I see within 30 feet makes an ability or check or saving throw, I can use my reaction to add +3 to their roll.
Oh, as many times as you like.
3 times. Until I long
I'm going to tell you so you don't waste it. That's not going to help. But good idea.
I consider a flash of genius.
But he's beyond reason at this
He's
point.
far
He's
too
so
dumb.
damn frightened.
Consider.
So you're like backed up against like you try to back up, but you bump into another one of the mushrooms that's behind me. You trip over backwards and you're not prone. That's what we'll say happens, and that's what will happen because I'm saying it. It's good. Good game. What?
Different.
Titan?
I was just going to ask where all the.
You're scared to ask
creatures
things
were.
now, aren't you? Don't be scared to ask
Where are all
things.
the creatures?
Where are all the
As in,
creatures? They're around
What's
you.
around us? What's like? So I'm in front of him.
Okay,
I
right.
can see-
Good question.
I need a map.
Yeah.
Give me the map.
Yeah,
Quick
yeah, yeah.
map time.
Okay. It's real. This is a real simple map, so it shouldn't take too
I
long.
think you're the teacher's favourite. He shouted at me.
So
Troy, you didn't tell us about short rest. You're the D&D guy. I'm
need
passing
one.
blame
You didn't
off
need
now.
one.
I only do
He
D&D
wasn't
shows that are on
required.
rails. Oh, now we short rest. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Now we do it.
Cool, thank you.
I didn't know we could choose to rest. I thought we got
I didn't know either.
I
You
thought we
could
got
choose.
do
I assumed
whatever-
it was something
do
that the
whatever you
DM
want.
would be like,
And I'll
oh,
do
it's
a long
time
rest
for a
now.
short rest.
You can start.
I'll
to
be
sleep
away
now.
for 8
I'm going to
hours.
sleep now. See you guys later. In fact, I'm going to tuck up in one of these mushroom trees and sleep. Fuck you. Short rest.
okay, so
I'm going to modify the memory of all of you.
and I'll just for clarity's sake just to.
Your memories of me being the lord of...
The circle
king is
represents the
here.
clearing you are in. Okay.
Ah,
Circle represents clearing.
perfect. So
Sword, Titus,
Higher.
Kapipi. Kapipi's just fallen over this manic mushroom.
Go higher.
Sword. Sword has this manic mushroom that's currently on his back. Here's the flail snail that's pushed through a clearing up here.
it's above him.
Titus, you're stood here, and here are two angry little snakes. Okay?
Those little wiggly lines of snakes.
These are snakes.
They're not S's.
They're not S's, but that would help because they're still S for snake. And you are within a fairly enclosed clearing. The entire combat will probably happen within this clearing unless you fly out of it.
2 snakes, 2 mushrooms, 1
What?
giant snail.
Pass me the,
You want
the
that?
battle map. Yes.
The battle
That
map.
is the battle
It's
map.
now the official battle map of Battle Cam.
So there's 2 mushrooms, 2 snakes, and 1 large snail to deal with.
Oh my.
You got it.
There it is.
No expense spared.
Nothing.
Oh, and there's also a will-o'-the-wisp bonking around.
Yes, there is.
Sorry, I didn't include that. Can you just put a star on that for me to represent the wisp?
With what? My Apple Pencil? Pencil.
Come on.
Hey,
Those fuckers don't add lead
Huh?
for those pencils.
I know. You
I
pay
know.
all that money, you don't even get
£100,
fucking
there's no
lead.
lead at all.
I know.
What the bloody hell is this made of?
Okay, right.
Gold?
So this thing is going to attack
Very good.
A little bit higher.
sword
There we go.
with a claw attack.
Snail's good.
18 to hit.
Me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Hurt me, Daddy. I like it. I
does
say.
6 damage. However,
Is that all?
DC 11 Constitution saving throw as well.
Shit. Let me momentarily move that so that I can do my That DC.
That was a map drop.
Where are we? Con save,
Yep.
18.
You succeed.
My best stat.
So the mushroom kind of like bites into your like little bit, and it tries to like. It sort of got. It seems to be releasing spores, like puffing spores, as it does that as well. And its breath, it expels the spores over your shoulder as it's trying to bite into your neck, and its breath sort of, and it goes into your nostrils, but you sort of exhale quickly, and you're fine. You're okay.
Okay.
But you do take that damage, right?
Gassing you.
Peepee, your go.
Yeah. So I'm really up against it, right?
You've just fallen over, so you need to spend your movement getting back up.
Oh,
Or
God. It's gonna take a long
can I go into my shell defense mode?
You can go into your shell
Because
defense mode.
I'm figuring that I'm
You are
trapped-
shit scared.
I'm trapped, yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
trapped
yeah.
between two things, and I've never used it yet. So,
Okay.
Just raise your AC.
Peepee's inside his shell. You get all bonuses attributed to that.
I yell coward.
can I
Coward!
raise it, or do I just know that I raise it?
You could just know.
Okay, 21.
You just
right?
add whatever bonus is there. Okay,
four.
the mushroom that was in that Kapipi fell over attempts to attack Kapipi as he's gone into a shell. He sees him as like it jumps with its full body onto the back of your shell and tries to gnaw at it.
He's tucked, you idiot.
He's tucked. He's tucking.
He's tucking in.
Right, rolling to hit. That's a 25.
Oh my god.
Sounds quite big.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah, that
very
hits.
big. Wow.
Finds an opening.
It manages to find your tail and pull it out and goes. And you just hear this thing going crazy on your tail. It does 9 damage. Okay.
I'm not 69 anymore.
Oh, we just
It then goes again. It's got a taste for turtle now. 25 again.
Holy shit.
This motherfucker's rolling.
Go to Turtle Bay!
They see me rolling. You take 9 more damage as it really eats your asshole. And shit, this mushroom eats your asshole.
My asshole!
Oh my god, he's eating my ass. You proclaim from inside your. He's eating my ass. Okay, Titus, you're being assailed by a swarm of
His
snakes.
ass is being eaten.
You see his ass being eaten,
I don't want my ass to be eaten.
and you're just
How many
happy.
snakes? Two. Two snakes. Swarm.
2 snakes. It's a swarm of undead snakes.
Swarm of 2 snakes.
Okay. 2 snakes. They go in for a hit, and they do 10. They 10.
Oh! Ah! You took 10 off me, you bastard.
No. They hit. They're rolling to hit. I think it doesn't succeed. You have an
Doesn't
AC of
hit.
12, right?
Uh,
Top of
in the
your
shield.
In the shield.
yes. That's right. Sorry.
They miss.
10 off.
They take another hit. 10 again. They miss once again.
Oh! Sneaky little
It
buggers.
dodges left and right as snakes.
Crafty. They're crafty.
Okay.
You fuckers.
Sword, you'll go.
I'm going to try and grab the mushroom that's on my shoulder and just slam it onto the floor, if possible.
Yep.
As part of my... Can I use my movement to do that, or would you consider that a full action to do that?
You can do that. You flip it over off your wall.
Should I do like a strength check, or is it?
Yeah. Give me a strength check. They're not very heavy though, so
Okay, yeah, I got a 16 plus
yeah, that
2,
passes.
18.
They're quite easy to throw these things around.
Copy, little bugger.
Yeah, they're kind of like that. They're like dangerous, but like you can throw them around.
I slam him down, and
Yep.
then where he is, I'm going to create a flaming sphere. And what that does is it takes up just a 5-foot space.
Just 5
Oh, I
feet.
like
Yeah,
the 5 foot.
but I can
flaming
move it
sphere.
around with a bonus action.
Okay. I mean, the 5-foot sphere is going to fill the space between you, Kapipi, and Titus. Just so you're aware. It won't hit them,
Yeah.
but it will. You're
I'm basically
creating.
creating a little bonfire here.
Okay. Yep. So you throw it in.
I'm going to cook it
Yep.
in that. So
Delicious.
it needs to make a dex save of 15,
Okay.
or it's going to take some damage, 2d6 damage of fire. Also, I can move
It
it.
fails a dex save.
Nice. So it burns for 9 points of fire damage.
Very good.
And I keep the flame alive, and I can move it around
Okay.
next
So
turn.
the fire is in the between us
Just
all?
yeah, in the middle of that triangle of us,
Right, okay.
there's a ball of fire.
This delicious mushroomy smell starts to emanate from the fire. It smells
hungry.
like chestnut mushrooms with a hint of truffle.
Lovely.
that sounds
Lovely.
Okay, do you want to do anything else?
Is it squealing and still alive? Yeah.
It's just a bit mad. Like they're very unhinged. You know, they're crazy.
They don't
It's
give a shit.
Imagine like the Witness Me guys from Mad Max. You know, they are just like they're loving it. They're loving this chaos. They've been driven absolutely bonkers by.
I've used my reaction to. No. Yeah, I'm good. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Titus, it's your go.
What
You see a ball of flame erupt between you, Kapipi, and Sword. It's now in the center. You're seeing a
mushroom
large
in it.
mushroom going, whilst another mushroom is going to town on Kapipi's asshole.
Oh,
Do these
yeah,
do
of
any of
course.
these count as humanoids?
Yeah,
All of them.
Not
not
the
all of them.
snakes.
Not the
And the
snail, not
snail.
the snakes, not
Flail
the wisp.
snail.
I think
but
the snakes are within
mushrooms.
radius for a burning hands, I think.
Yep, you could easily
to
engulf
prepare
them.
my hands to burn the 2 snakes in front of me at 5th level.
It's a cone.
If
yeah.
you step
Cone.
back a bit, you could catch the mushroom. No, wait, hold on. Sorry, no,
don't know
the
where the
mushroom
mushroom
has
is.
moved. Yeah,
Mushroom's
you're right.
in the middle now.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're totally
Burnt.
right. Yeah,
So
the
I'm seeing the
snakes.
2 snakes.
Yep.
I'm like, these snakes must be burnt with fire.
They have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw, right?
It says here, Dex 16.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, these are quick snakes, so they fail.
Take this 15-foot cone of fire
How
from
much
my
damage?
hands.
So,
Flavius.
cast it with the top red button, and that should get rid of that. A tooltip, and then next to it there should be the dice that you need to roll. There,
10.
That's it.
When that's fireball, that's
burning
burning
hands.
hands,
That's the one.
76.
There you go.
which comes
Ooh,
to
that's actually quite a lot.
29.
29 damage each.
Take this fire!
Sizable.
Burn in hell, you snake bastard!
Wow, yeah, the snakes are. As one of the snakes just curls up into a crisp, and,
Oh,
and
you
the
hate
wind.
to see it.
Yeah.
I like to see that.
Almost immediately, tiny glowing little wood lights just appear from beneath your feet, like the beetles from one of the Mummy films.
That's fucked up.
They eat it and then disappear into the soil again.
Oh,
Ooh, that's pretty cool though.
God. Don't die.
There's
was
still
pretty
one
cool.
snake left, but it's really burnt. You know, you're like,
Very badly burned snake.
The stompable snake right here. Just kick it.
yeah, a stomp might
Honestly.
do it at this point.
I can't reach it right now.
Okay, good job. However, as Titus casts his flaming hands, the flail snail slimes its way into the fray.
It has flails for eyes!
Look, watch out for its flails! What? Okay, right, this looks complicated. How the fuck does this thing work? 1 and 2 spell. What the fuck? Oh, that's something else, right. Tentacle attack!
It's tentacling.
It's flailing.
Look at its
all of
tentacles.
its weird
Ah.
tentacles
I
at
press the flail tentacle button. Sword, it
Really?
takes to hit. It misses wildly. Natural
Yes.
1. The flail swings. Hits itself in the face.
Whoa! Flails now.
Oh,
Oh my god. It's a self-punishing
If only you had
snail.
eyes for eyes, you could see me.
This is how it talks.
It's self-flagellating to gain power. It has to wound itself to gain strength.
It's making itself more mad.
It's enraging.
Okay.
Fuck.
It takes
Swear it
another,
said fuck then.
I don't think it was meant to do
another
that.
attack. 15.
Yes, that will hit.
You've got
However,
less. Yes.
I've got another ability.
That.
Saving face. Actually, no, that's only when I. If I miss with an attack or fail, no, I can't do it. Carry on. You hit me.
Okay.
You hit me.
Take
Touche. You hit me.
5 damage.
Well, you take fire damage.
Yes, I take
Oh.
5 damage
Ooh, 5 damage,
from
not fire
a tentacle.
damage.
It's hard
Sword
to-
one, I
Right.
just
It's hard to decipher. It's a snail, for
It's
God's
a
sake.
snail. It's trying its best.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Is that the
okay.
only flail you got?
No. 12 to hit.
No.
Fuck. Another hit.
I neo dodge it.
Natural 1 again. Hits itself in the face. Another one of.
It
So as
must
it.
be something to enrage itself. I can't make sense of it.
This could be like one of those parasitic snails.
Maybe.
Where it's trying to. It's not itself anymore.
Someone's cast telekinesis on it, perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Okay, slow it first. So as this has been happening and as it's hit itself in the face twice, can I have that pen? It originally had 5 flails. However, 1 has dropped off and it's trying to heal itself. 1 just drops off onto the floor. Looks like it could make a good knick-knack. Right, 4 flails remain.
But that's it for the flail snail for this turn.
Seems to be like a visual representation of his health points.
Maybe. Will of the Wisp zips back into reality and sees the mushroom having a go at Kapipu's ass and goes, that looks funny. I'm going to shock
He's
that.
biting my ass.
It's eating my ass.
It's eating it.
It goes to shock you again.
Ow.
As it hovers above you for 15. Tries to hit.
No, you hit my shell. It doesn't do anything.
Does nothing. Bounces off the shell.
No, I'm still getting my ass eaten.
Okay.
Silver lining.
Stop indulging.
Stop indulging. Okay.
He's enjoying it. Get off your back, you
Oh
bastard.
boy. Okay. The one who is in Sword's Fireball tries
Yes.
to move out of it. I'm gonna give it movement. I'm gonna make it do a check with disadvantage.
better get
'cause it's
burned.
currently getting- Unless there's some
Moving within a
specific thing.
fireball.
Yeah, it only gets
does that
burnt
work?
for
Once.
any creature that ends its turn in the sphere.
And is there any disadvantage to it moving out of the sphere?
No.
Got you.
Okay, in which case it dives out of the sphere between Sword and Kapipi towards where the flail snail is. And it attempts to. It's not the right sheet. Claw you, well, bite at you once again, Sword. It wants to eat you.
You smell so good now.
23,
Yeah, that hits.
Cut it up.
12 damage.
God, that's
Ooh, that's
actually
big,
pretty
strong.
bad.
It bites into your neck.
That's pretty bad.
Once
That
again, it
hurt a
wants
lot.
more neck. It jumps back on your back.
Oh, you bastards! Get off my back!
And it's like giving you a hickey, but
Ah.
a really bloody hickey.
Jesus.
Kapipi, your turn.
Okay, what's the 4 closest creatures to me right now?
Right now you have the wisp hovering over you and you have one of the mushroom people literally on you, on your ass, eating your ass. The flail snail's pretty close as well.
Can I try
Well, I mean, everything's within about 10 feet of
Can I
you.
try an enthralling performance? I've not done it in a while.
Yeah, but you have to pop out your shell. Is that not an action?
Does that
Or a
use an
bonus
action, does
action.
it, coming out?
Well, it'll say in the description.
Where was that again? I'm trying to remember where
Sorry, what was that?
my going
and
into
traits?
going into my
Straight to the
shell.
top there, and then near the bottom. Shell defense. You withdraw into your shell
Emerge, one bonus action.
Okay, so you can emerge as your
So I
bonus
can
action.
emerge,
and do something as well.
do something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I emerge, and then I want to use my enthralling performance.
Okay.
Once per short rest, you can choose 4 creatures that watch and listen to you perform for 1 minute. Each target makes a wisdom saving throw, DC 16, and is charmed if it fails for 1 hour.
2 of these creatures
That
can't.
stillness, once again, comes over your mind as time itself stops moving. And you say, hello, Kapipi, how are you? A turn takes 6 seconds. If you have to watch you perform for a minute, that's 10 turns it's gonna take. So you can't use that ability unless you can perform for me
I just had an
for
idea,
a whole
it's not
fucking
gonna
minute.
work.
We just found out it doesn't work.
Back into reality.
I've
Wait a
used
minute,
that in
no.
combat before though, haven't I not? Maybe I
Gotta
haven't.
use an ability that only takes 6 seconds.
So,
Charm 3
charm person.
plus 3. So you can target 4 people with this level of spell.
If they're 4 humanoids near me,
No.
is it just 2?
Yeah,
So
the
I'll
only
go
things
with-
that are humanoids here are the 2 mushroom
Right, I'll
things.
cast it at level 2 then. This is charm person. Similar thing. You attempt to charm a humanoid. You can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which I guess we are.
Yep.
16 to beat.
16.
So, okay.
If it fails,
Wisdom.
it is charm. Yep. Until the spell ends,
Okay.
or until companions do anything harmful to it. When I do this, don't attack it.
One makes it an 11 wisdom saving throw,
Fail.
Well,
and the other makes a 10.
nah, failed as well.
So both the mushroom people have now what? Charmed by you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Just hold off, guys. I'm breaking out my loot.
The one of the ones that's got like a bloody mouth. And,
I
like,
knew there was a
gnawing
reason
on
I
your
carried
ass.
this thing around. We can be friends, you know. We can be mushroom friends, you know. We can be friendly, just like friends that don't fight. We can be friends forever. Ow,
The wisp is just like shocking away, ineffectively shocking you
I'm
in the air.
singing. We're
Okay.
best
But the one
friends
give me a
now.
hickey.
He sees that, looks up, like,
Okay, cool. So
and starts walking towards you.
Let's all have
Right?
a hug.
It's a charm. Is it then the effects of charm?
Yes.
Right? So
And I have to
a charmed
cast it.
creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature. In combat, I'm going to say that they're basically enthralled by you. So they start moving towards you. However, they don't move in a way that harms themselves. So the one that's fallen off your back is not going to move through the ball of fire in the middle. If it does take damage as well, it will be uncharmed. So for the time being, the mushrooms are just enthralled by his performance, and they are actually starting to clap.
That's
Even
it.
though there's still like a lot of chaos going on.
Sing-
Oh, I shouldn't attack this thing.
Don't attack them. I've got these two covered.
All right, fine.
Sing it. Friendship. It's the best thing. Friendship. That's my 6 seconds.
Well, good job, good spell, effective.
Thank you.
The mushroom's turn is next, but it does nothing but sing. Swarm of undead snakes! One fried snake looking at Titus and not really particularly enjoy it, looks up to his left and sees Sword instead and goes,
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
and launches itself
I
at
just
you.
got rid of that thing.
Cut it. It's a wig.
12 to hit.
Nay.
It is but
Does not hit.
It sails over your head and bumps into the flail sail, falling into the center, and it rolls slightly on the floor into your ball of flame and dies.
Okay, nice. Excellent.
Didn't say they were good undead snakes.
I was going to kill it next turn anyway.
George, your turn.
All right. First of all, I'm going to cast grease all over that flail snail.
Okay.
Covers the ground, I
Now, is this a concentration spell?
assume. No.
Okay. Was the other one a concentration spell? It is,
Yes.
right? Yep. Okay, cool. Yep.
Slick. Oh, I should probably roll concentration for those bites.
Yeah, you took damage.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Because you're high constitution, right?
Yeah. Constitution save plus the half the amount of damage I take. Each creature standing in the area must either on a dex saving throw or fall prone. But I'm not using it for that reason. What I'm going to do is use it as an ignition and move the flaming sphere as my bonus action onto the grease, setting the whole flail snail on fire.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, how much damage does the ball do again, the flaming ball?
The ball is like 2d6.
Okay, so I'll give you an extra d6. Oh, how would the grease, I mean, there's no mechanical, I just want to give you an advantage.
It's not a
because-
mechanical thing, but
So-
I'm basically just using the grease as an ignition.
Yeah, okay, so roll me 3d6.
Sure. I'll do it for real. With real dice.
No way.
No way!
I should
They
have used
betrayed
digital
you,
dice.
they betrayed you.
6.
6 incredible artificer damage!
That's a third of what it could have been.
Boom! Oh, the flail snail didn't like that much. And you know what? Another one of its flails fell off. It's now only got 3 attacks. Fuck!
I swear it's saying fuck.
It's saying something. I can hear it.
Titus, your go.
Dear
No
Lord.
longer assailed by snakes, Titus looks for his next victim.
What's in front of me?
The flail snail to your left looks to be taking damage from sword,
You're weaker.
whilst you're baffled by the fact that, despite being occasionally shocked, the turtle man has managed to sing a song that the mushroom people seem to like.
Just the mushroom people.
Just the
Yeah,
mushroom people.
just the mushroom.
Well, is there a wisp?
The wisp is
The wisp
shocking.
is the thing that's occasionally popping in and out of existence,
Right,
shocking
okay.
him
Well,
with slight jolts.
perhaps I put some acid on that fire. I want to, wait, chromatic orb,
Yeah.
covered in all the elements.
acid
Yep, nice. So you got to roll to hit.
towards, do I do?
Yeah, so that was like a ball you have to throw. So it's
Yes.
plus,
Chromatic orb.
plus 8 to your d20 roll though.
Okay.
Well, it's a big,
So,
big boy.
chromatic orb of acid. Let's burn this fucker down with acid. Oh, what's that?
12. 12 total.
12 total.
12 to hit,
Is that to hit?
or what is it, sorry?
To hit, yeah.
Fails.
Ah.
Chromatic orb briefly coalesces into shape, but moves towards the snail. The snail's shell, in particular, seems to have special properties to it that seems to somehow absorb or divert some of the magical energy that you cast. However, in this case, it seems to shimmer and then dissipate the ball.
Grassward.
I did nothing, guys.
Powerful, but
Nothing.
Well, the wisp has another go at shocking Kapipi. Here we go.
is he targeting the ass again?
He's targeting the
Specific
gaping
detail.
wound that is Kapipi's ass.
Gotcha.
8 to hit, I'm guessing misses, so once again, bounces off your shell.
Not learning that lesson, are they?
Get better.
Okay,
Wisp.
the charm happens again. Was it wisdom saving throw they had to do? So
Yeah.
this mushroom fails. It is still charmed by you. Kapipi, your go.
Do I have to do anything to keep that charm going, or are they just charmed?
As long as you don't get hit.
Yeah,
Is
they
it
do a
concentration?
saving throw each turn, I think,
No, it's
right?
not concentration. It's just
So
them
it's
snapping
been
out of it.
done
Yeah.
for an hour now.
You're good now.
If that's how long it lasts, yeah.
It says an hour.
Unless
As long
they-
as they don't take damage.
They could snap out of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
that's
they
why I said
each
no.
turn they'll do a wisdom saving throw, but one of the ones in front of you whose turn it was failed it, so it's still charmed by you.
Yeah.
So they're still just singing the song that you sang them.
Yeah, it's enchanted until it ends, or one of me or my companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's left? Just the wisp and the
Snail.
snail thing.
The flails now.
Can I do? Is the wisp near me, like above me, or is it like in the distance a little bit? Like
It's near you. It's like a few feet above you to the right.
Shit.
Well,
Well, I was going to do another stinking cloud, but I would be in that cloud.
yeah.
So I wanted to pop back into existence. And
Yeah. You don't want that.
Okay, what else could I try here? I could try. Would blindness work on a wisp?
No.
No. Can I then create fear in the wisp?
Yeah, you can scare the wisp.
Yeah, you can scare it.
Okay. I'm going to project a phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears in a 30-foot cone up towards it on a wisdom saving throw. Or what?
Yeah.
You must
So-
succeed a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Yeah. 16 whiz.
It fails.
While frightened by this spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the
Nice.
safest available route.
Okay, so 100 feet a turn it would dash. So you scare the shit out of it, it zips off. For all intents and purposes, the Will o' the Wisp is gone.
Wow.
Yes.
Very nice. Scared of your
Nice
ass.
one.
So Will o' the
Scary
Wisps are
bastard.
like the disembodied soul of things, so it used to be alive, and you showed it something that truly terrified it. In this case, it was a lost sailor, and it saw all of its crewmates drown. So right now it feels as though it's drowning, so it flings itself as far as it possibly can from any source of
Damn.
water. It's gone.
Ah.
Ha!
Wanga.
Got him.
Good job, Kapipi.
Thank you, DM.
Next up, the other enthralled mushroom does a wisdom saving throw of 12.
No.
It continues to sing your happy little song. Sword, you'll go.
I'm going to run at the flail snail and just whack it with my Morning Star and apply, I think Green Flame Blade is
Creeper blade!
it's an action. So yeah, I brandish the weapon used in the spellcasting, make a melee attack. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack normal effects, and you can use green fire to leap from the target to a different creature within 5 feet. And
You don't want anything to do that.
there's nothing there. So, okay, I'll just do a regular Morningstar attack then.
Yep.
And if the flail snail doesn't move, it's going to take fire damage as well.
Okay.
So that's a 17 to hit it,
It hits.
and 7 points of Morningstar damage.
Now you said the fire damage is only on its turn if it doesn't move,
If it
right?
ends its turn on fire, but I assume because I covered it in grease and fire,
It's going to have disadvantage to move.
it's going to be hard to move away from fire that's covering it, right?
That's a good point. In fact, I'm going to say it can't. It's covered in flame.
So at the end of its turn, it's 2d6 fire damage,
Okay.
basically.
You doing anything else?
Laughing,
Very good.
warming my hands on its fire.
It is the flail snail's go. Burning in rage, it decides to stay where it is, stand its ground. Driven mad by the spores in the air, it attempts to attack Sword once again.
Hello.
Flail! It flails. 21.
Yeah, that will hit that.
9 damage.
Fuck.
I'm gonna kill you. You're going to kill me. Another hit. 14.
Doesn't hit. No, it does hit, sorry.
4 damage.
Okay. Not bad.
Third and final swing of his flail.
Shit, this is really fucking me up actually.
17 damage. Sorry, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
3 damage.
Oh my god, I'm so close to death.
I'm going to kill
Fuck
you.
off, it really hurts.
Even if I burn. Right now it takes 2d6 of damage.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
All right.
You bastard, you bastard.
4 points of fire.
Fuck yeah! He'll die in like 3 or 4 years. 40, right? Okay, 4 points of damage. Your fire is pathetic.
Fuck off. Really mean.
And other such sounds.
Yeah.
There's another. The mushrooms are still there. Oh, it breaks free from. Wait, hold on. One of the. Are both mushrooms still there? Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what it says here. I just had to double check. He breaks free of your spell. And then one just leaps onto you, Kapipi, and tries to
back on
attack
the
you.
Back on the ass
Um,
again.
He's going to hit you. He's rolled an 8.
Ha. You just glide off my shell.
It bounces its dome-like head off your shell. It tries again, and tonk, once again. It can't hit you. It misses both times. Kapipi, it's your go.
Okay, so if he's out of my spell, I'm going to try and use Dissonant Whisper on him.
Okay.
Which is, I whisper a discordant melody, a very beautiful one, that only one creature of my choice within range can hear, racking it in terrible pain.
Okay.
You must make a wisdom saving throw of 16. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 of psychic damage.
It fails. Roll your damage.
Plus 1d6 for every slot above first, and I'm doing it at 4th level, so I guess that's 3.
It would say next to it if you just dismiss that. Yeah, it'll be whatever that is there.
Oh, so I'm doing 6d6.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's taking 6d6 of psychic damage.
Yep, roll 6d6.
Just click it, yeah.
Ooh. Where's the result? Is it this?
It's such a big number. 26.
26.
26.
And the dome of its head just explodes. All right.
Holy crap.
For a moment, it hears this whisper, tries to shake it off, and then its mushroomy head just bursts, and
That's as close as I've got.
the chunks of mushroom and spore go everywhere
Tasty.
as its head just explodes and it dies instantly.
Haha.
Brutal.
Good job, Kapipi.
Thank you, DM.
Next up is the other mushroom. Will he break free from his
Come on,
favorite
friends.
song?
We're still friends.
He won't break free from it.
He's
He's
on
dancing away.
we end this?
He sees his friend explode.
walk away from him.
He dances more intensely, trying to deal with the horrors that he's seeing. friends.
Friendship forever.
Sword, your go.
I'm going to shoot the bastard snail.
Shoot it. Kill it.
It's a 20 to hit,
Yep, it hits.
and I'm doing a considerable damage of 9 points.
Add another d10 to that roll.
Okay, I will, with pleasure. That's a 1.
Oh, for God's sake. He's trying.
So 10 damage, yeah?
10
Trying to help.
Oh,
Guys, don't want it.
It's a D12. I could get like
Yeah.
12.
You could get 12.
You didn't.
You didn't though, did you? Because you suck at rolling dice.
Yeah.
Why aren't you good at rolling dice?
I wish I was better at rolling dice.
We tried.
He's so angry.
It's hard. Pesky
My
buggers.
flaming sphere is just remaining on the flail snail.
Oh yeah, so there's another do
I'm
2d6.
going to basically I should have been doing this. I can move the sphere and slam it into it every time.
Oh, can you?
So 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6. I mean, it's not moving. So.
8.
Okay, that does it.
That does it.
That does it. The flail still.
Oh, disgusting.
Snail's back on the menu, boys.
The snail, in a moment of sheer pain, attempts to reach you one more time with its flail before succumbing to the fiery hell that you've coated it in. Death by 1,000 cuts. It dies, slumps down, and its beautiful, pearlescent, iridescent shell slumps towards you, and it dies. The last remaining enemy is currently charmed. I will take you out of initiative whilst you decide exactly what you want to do with this very friendly, happy little mushroom.
Oh god, he's going to be like that for nearly an hour.
Friendship.
Just leave him.
Should we just spare him and just leave him?
Is he going to come after us after an hour?
There's still flames, just like the snail is still burning, right? It's like a tire
Oh, it
fire.
stinks.
Dark plumes of smoke
I mean,
are going up
Should
into
move
the air.
Quickly, it smells.
I
I
think
don't like the smell.
let's just leave him as a loose end.
All right.
That's what you need, isn't it?
Even
You might need to rest, I think.
I'm going to
time for a
dismiss
long
that flaming sphere.
You can dismiss the flaming sphere.
There's still a grease fire.
There's still a
I need a long
black,
rest.
smoky grease fire.
We could use this as a little campfire. I say little, it's a big fucking flail snail fire. But we could.
We should probably move away though, because this is gonna wear off on this
no,
guy.
yeah.
Like if we go somewhere where he can't find us and set up camp somewhere, like
you
maybe
could
there's-
just tie him to a tree or put a bag over his head.
yeah, just bag him.
Let's tie him up.
No time up.
You could put him in the
Put
hole.
him in the hole.
Yeah, let's put him in the hole.
He's gonna wait.
Oh,
He
he's
can't
gonna-
breathe.
That's perfect.
Wow.
That's
Outside our mind, eh?
that'll tie up that loose end.
And maybe we can eat him later.
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
stew.
We'll see what Handsome Andy can come up with.
So
Whack
I'm
that.
going to say that I'm going to say that you can put him up to the edge of the hole, but he wouldn't jump in because it would harm him. So you're going to have to push him.
I'm gonna push
Okay.
him.
Kick.
You go, "Ah!"
Okay.
And then you just
whip that back up
pick
again.
it back up. Mushroom in the hole. He should suffocate in about 10 minutes, and you guys are going to have dead mushroom man in your hole.
Boys, I am
Job done. Well done, everybody.
Minutes.
fucked up.
I would suggest you take a long rest
We
here.
will here.
You can set up camp. You've killed everything dangerous in the vicinity. It all came towards you when you first moved in. So
Shotgun sleeping in the shell.
now this shell
slimy.
is actually really quite special.
Oh.
It has anti-magical properties.
Wow.
So the small shell is sort of pearlescent in nature, and it has the chance to absorb and reflect offensive spells. So you think you might be able to actually harness
it.
this or use it for something if you're
a
interested.
shield.
You could have a shell like me.
Yeah.
Why don't we replace your shell?
Jesus,
We
that's going to be
burden
some
ourselves by
advanced surgery.
carrying tons and tons
I'm
of
like
lead on
kind
our
of
back.
attached to it, like literally, biologically. But
How
one
about
of you
we-
guys could have a shell.
We could, let's repurpose this
We
shell.
could flip it upside down, put wheels on it, and use it as a cart, and you can carry us around, Kapipi.
Yeah,
Like a pram.
yeah.
We could do that if that's what you want.
All right, I'll keep
long as we keep
burning.
the shell.
I'll let the snail burn out so
Yeah.
that we can kind of
Let this
clean out the
tire
inside.
fire burn.
And I'm going to start
Let
carving
that
out
dirty burn.
a shelter in one of the stalks of a mushroom.
Lovely. Yeah, this is a really good terrain for creating your own shelter.
Yeah.
It's warm and pleasant. It's spory, but you're already used to that by now. You guys have some wild, wild dreams, let me put it that way. And here we will end part 2 of session 11 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. We hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was pretty funny. Well, exciting, bizarre. And we will be continuing this next time. Thanks for watching to our audience live on twitch.tv/hatfilms. And thank you for listening or watching. Viewer in the future, we're talking to them in the future.
Time travel right now.
Time from the past.
We're time traveling. But yeah, you guys are doing good. Doing well. You're using your abilities well. Apart from, the short rest ability. Remember that one.
Sure.
You say remember, I never learnt it.
Well, I'm not
But
saying
now I
You
know.
Now you know.
Yeah, I'll send you a briefing file for all the mechanics of D&D that you have to learn.
Just read the book.
Homework.
Just
It's
read
a
the
weekend
book, man.
read.
Just
read all
I
read
feel,
the
I
book.
feel like there's maybe one of us that would have known that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross.
Yeah,
Come
Ross.
on, next time maybe help us out a
God
little.
damn it, the wizard's meant to be the smart one.
But
not-
equally, I feel like you didn't have to get so angry at me.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt like shouted at there. I felt like,
I feel like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Thanks
Well,
for
the thing
supporting
is,
us, Patreons.
thanks, Patreons.
Much
we hope you
appreciated.
too have learned through extreme violence. You're not going to make that mistake again, are you? That's the thing. You may
I
feel that my
certainly won't.
reaction was angry,
it wasn't
but
just me that made that mistake.
it's
though.
left an imprint, which you're lucky isn't physical. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to have. Can we turn the lights off for him? I need to get my beating stick. We're going to do that off cam.
Not again.
He's going to get the fireball on.
Bye,
and burn us
everyone.
with hot rods.
Stop describing exactly how I do it.
That's why the lights are out.
He's turning the fireball
All you can see
on.
is the menacing glow of a hot rod in the
Here it
dark.
comes.
Yeah, anyway, cheers everyone. See you later. We don't beat each other up, I promise.
Bye.
Only in the theatre of the mind. Bye. The abuse is only mental.
And to Kevin.
And very much to Kevin.
Really is.
Okay.
Rough on him a little
Well,
bit.
thanks. That's a bit, we went a bit late there, but
Thank you, everybody.
I wanted to fit that in.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, boy. Let me check if there's anything to read out. Other than that, I think we're clear. Clean, clear, and under control. All good. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. I hope you enjoyed
Indeed.
that.
See you Friday.
Yes, tomorrow we're not streaming. We'll be back Friday for Hit Shit.
Hold on,
And
there's
then-
a clip here that somebody's got. Patient DM spoon feeding dull-witted players.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a clip here.
That must have been an auto-generated name.
Patient. Patient.
We'll be here Sunday as well. We'll remind you on Friday where we are streaming Sunday, doing a Rocket League tournament. Like watching a Rocket League tournament with you guys. So that should be fun.
Come chill out with us.
From midday UK time. Cool. Have a good one. Craig, feel free to put us offline, and I'll send a raid someone.
Okay.
Thank you very
People are
much.
streaming.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Ta-da! It's no to raid.